let's wreck some.
Shit, dog. We just started. Wait a second. That's right, so dog. Yeah, it is. It really is. I'm sorry, I know. I'm really sorry about what happened to you. Anyway, I'm here. I'm setting up. I'm getting ready to do this. Talk to you people. Alright. You're looking forward to Pokemon? I know. Pokemon Rejuvenation, I know you really wanted to play that. That sucks, man. Alright. Let's get situated here, alright? Alright. Danny, back to work. Alright, I'm just gonna turn this up.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, you guys already know. You guys already know I really like
Andrew, I know
watching
you
Andrew
already
Wilson.
live. Give it like 5.
So this is a debate that just happened, and I want to see what's gonna happen.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna pay attention,
Yes,
okay?
Sage.
We're gonna have a good time. Have a good day.
Yeah, hey fatty.
How are you doing, Sage? Thank you for being here. Sage, just
The fuck?
panelists today, okay? Let us
Okay.
kind of. Thank you very much.
No problem.
King Rich, is you good?
I like the chat open for now for you guys on the side, like this one right here.
King, are you there?
I'm getting into the debate.
Yeah. I'm here, man. I'm here.
Thank you very much for being on time. I appreciate
Never
it.
done-
Again.
I've never done something like this before,
Yeah,
by the way. So
Bro, I just left,
it'll be interesting to see
literally left
how it
boxing,
develops.
And I'm here, bro. Like, you know, I have to represent. But let me ask you a question, yeah? If I do.
Please stop, Andrew. You're gonna get me canceled, Andrew. Jesus Christ.
It starts when we start.
You started.
Yes.
He puts music up because he doesn't want to hear this nonsense. Yeah, I can't do it. He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me canceled, dude. He's gonna get this YouTube video canceled. Fucking Andrew. I know he does this because he knows he can basically get away with it with monetization shit and stuff like that, so that he can do it. But if someone else does it, yeah, your video gets privated or gets canceled into different channels. But nothing's really going on. You can hear me start speaking in Indian. Yeah, I know, right? I know. You hate me. I am sorry. I'm sorry, JT. I'm sorry. This happened just now. I wanted to react to something related to the whole Kamelo thing, and here we are. I'm doing the thing. That being said, you guys can just like lurk if you want to. Y'all can enjoy yourselves. God damn it, Andrew! Stop fucking putting the music up. Turn it down. God damn. Need to stop saying that. Need to stop cussing. Need to stop saying the word, the name, is that little face Kirk in the background? You mean this one? No. But it's funny you said that. Hold on. Hold on. God, he's still playing music. I just want to fucking. He does this on purpose when he's up against certain people, and just like, just can't do it. Yeah, JT, you have a check-in streak of 26, but you have a watching streak of 25. Can't believe this. You see all these super chats, man. See all these super chats coming out just in full force. You see his dono. You see his dono goal right here. This dono goal almost gets filled up every time, every stream. $3,000, and he gives it away to charity. He gives it all away to charity. Yeah. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of fucking money. Come on. Okay, he's done. I think he's done with the trolling. The fuck was that? Is he trolling right now? Dive. I think we're in a submarine right now. I think he's just simulating the submarine thing. Yeah. I get it, because it's all red. It's all red background in the back. You guys know this light, like this lighting right here, is actually really good for your eyes, especially when you're working photos. I mean, you knew about that one. Other than that, yeah, I'm not expecting a lot of you people. I'm not expecting a lot of you people to like want to hang out to watch this shit. The sonar is the sonar to search for who asked. The fuck is he doing, dude? I'm not gonna. Red light doesn't kill your night vision. Yeah. I actually worked at a. I actually worked on a. On the thingy. I've actually worked on cameras and what's the word? What's the name of that term? What's the term again for, like, you know, printing down images on a like on a photographic photosensitive paper? Now I want to look it up. What the fuck? What is the name of the room where you develop photos? The dark room. Oh, when you develop room. It's where you start developing film, basically.
It starts when you shut the fuck up and stop whining in the chat. That's when it fucking starts. Shut the fuck up. If you were here on time and you weren't on other people's time. You weren't on other people's time. You got here when the stream started. You don't have to do shit. This is the most you'll ever. There's the most amount of people you'll ever have in your pathetic fucking life watching you. Answer the question.
Right. Imagine this fucking number right now, man. It's like, oh, this is his own music. This is fine. 3,000 people watching him right now, man. Every single time. Oh no, he's about to debate with a bunch of TikTokers. Ooh. I have no I have very little patience for those guys.
Look, I don't know what you guys are here for today, but
I mean, watch you.
I'm tired of having these tame-ass conversations with these retarded Protestants, and I'm here to fucking destroy people today.
Let's go, dude.
Eviscerate everybody on the panel. I'm not going to take a single prisoner. I want all of them fucking buried, every single one of them. So I don't know what you guys are here to do today.
Let's fucking
I'm
go.
here to fuck a bunch of people up. That's what
Let's
I'm
go.
Here to do.
Fuck
I'm
up.
here to do what I do best. I got the fucking itch. And I haven't been able to scratch it because I have a bunch of fucking crybaby prots on the stream all the fucking time lately. And they just whine and cry about fucking everything. You're so mean. You're so fucking mean, Andrew. You're so awful, Andrew. Andrew. Fucking disappointments. Our champions are
True.
all a bunch of pussies and cry
True.
about everything. Pisses me off. I don't know what you guys are here for, right? But I'm here to wreck a fucking panel. That's what I'm here to do.
I think he's talking about the Jay Dyer
It's time
recently
for business. And when it's time
retiring
for
from
business,
theology
we're not supposed to
debates.
be bitching. We're not supposed to be fighting. The chat's
You
supposed to
see,
be wrecking.
he's retiring from
That's what
apologetics.
we're here to do, boys. And that's what we're going to do.
We have to wait here for these guys to set up their cameras and all that shit so we can actually get the debate. Taking quite a while. Anyway, how you guys been? Oh my god. This music gets so fucking loud. How you guys been?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Great song choice, chatter.
Great song? Which
Great
song?
fucking song choice to kill a little time here.
Yeah. Help me kill time, Andrew.
Doesn't fit any specific theme, but whatever.
Oh my god. No, I can't. I can't hear this. I can't. So. I mean, I like the song. I just can't. I can't have it playing on YouTube. I gotta mute the whole thing. You see this chat, guys? See this chat? Like, this chat just keeps going and spinning and spinning. Why can't I have that here, huh? Why can't it be like this, you know? Getting super chats and all that stuff. I know. I know you've been. What the hell is that? Uba. Oh my god. This fucking guy. How you doing, Ninel? How are you, how's your thing? Hey, Dougie, how you doing? How's your system going on right now? Like, actually, I'm just gonna be straightforward. How long will it take for you to repair your machine and get back to streaming? Watching on phone feels so wrong. Yeah, I know. Whatever happens, you better not fucking put your hand down your junk. Then I'll be really disappointed in you. Then I'll be like extremely concerned. I might have to even like unfollow you if you do that. I'll not ban you though. Unfollow? Definitely. Oh, he's talking again.
Employees, wouldn't we? Already be out of fucking business. We got to the fucking job site, doesn't start for fucking 40 minutes.
You know, right?
Awesome. Fantastic. Hey, make sure you're here on time. I was there
My
early.
screen now, you can't stop
like
me. As long as
good
look,
employee, right? Get there early. Make sure
you can link your screen all you
done.
want. Just don't put your
Unfucking believable.
don't touch your pee-pee, alright? Just don't touch the pee-pee.
Unreal.
It's definitely do not touch your poo-poo. Man, these guys are really guys are taking forever to set up. I mean, what can I expect from this? Like, it's obvious.
Perfect song for this.
Oh shit!
For this fucking silence.
Yeah, this silence. I can't. I think it was Halo Darkness, my old friend. No PC, no PP. What is this dog? This dog. Oh, what is this? Comma dog. That's what he probably meant. Probably what he means. It's the Christian stream. That's what this is. No, show for dog. What is this dog shit? Ah, okay, okay. God damn it. My YouTube video is definitely gonna be like hit with a copyright strike or something. Or a copyright claim, and it's gonna like be limited around the world. Wait, is he talking again?
Gotta lighten the fucking mood.
Yeah, I want to light the mood too, man. But these guys are taking forever to set up their shit. You're already ready to debate.
This is for all you former degens out there.
Oh yeah.
Round, round,
No, no, no.
around, I get her.
No, 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 no. God, I'm so fucking bored too, man. Oh my god. It's some Beach Boys. I like some Beach Boys. I like to go back to some Beach Boys. I can't listen to the Beach Boys though. Not in my Christian channel. Exactly. Exactly. Fucking exactly. I know for a fact that Rage is gonna come in. Rage is gonna come in, see what's going on, and she's gonna leave. She's gonna like just lurk at that point. She can't watch this shit. Not possible. You guys like
now. You've been Christians for most of your adult life. Great. You're
maybe
all
a Smite
family
Redeem
men
could be a
now,
good addition.
and I know you
It would-
were all
I've thought about
fucking
it.
degens. That's why
I've
you
thought
love
about
the
it,
song
but
so much.
I think Smite's. No, 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 no! God damn it, Andrew! I'm trying to listen to you, and you're like putting music on the side. Oh my god, no, he's such a troll, man. Maybe a Smite Redeem could be a good addition. I mean, yeah. I think it's more Paladin Shadows' thing rather than my own thing. I know there's like Eldritch Smite, but nah, I'm not a warlock. I'm just gonna wait for this guy to like fill up the thing. Your first mistake was expecting him to show up on time, lol. Come on, Andrew. Yeah, he's right about that. He's absolutely right about that. Man, they're not here on time. So, you want to see what the thumbnail looks like, by the way, for this debate? We're gonna go on. Wait, hold on. We're gonna go over here. Go to YouTube. This is what it looks like. This thing right here. This fucking thing. Wait, no. This thing right here. Bunch of black people. So you know for a fact that this is not good. It's not a good look. I'm telling you that. Oh my god, these guys are fucking unhinged. Man. Alright, can we...
City,
Bunch of tribalists trying to justify murder. I know, man. You know that one comment I made on... That one post on X that I made? Referencing Nakaishi, I think it was his name. Yeah, I keep forgetting his name. I can't get his name right off the top of my head. I got a lot of likes. Got a lot of views, too. Wasn't expecting it. The algorithm works in mysterious ways. Sometimes it'll work in my favor, sometimes it won't. Fucking gay. I hate Twitter. I hate the way Twitter works. It's like certain posts only work at certain times, and then other posts don't work at certain times. It's like some get a higher algorithm, some don't. It's like, how do you get notice on how do you even get notice on Twitter? Impossible. Fucking impossible. Like, you don't have no control whatsoever on the whole thing. And the more I try to figure it out, the worse it gets. I told Lobus he wanted to hang out, and he said, yeah, I'll be down to hang out. I'd be down to, like, I pull him up in the react to this together. Since he introduced me to Andrew Wilson. It makes sense. It makes sense that I do this thing. Wish the music wasn't fucking blasting all over the place though. Eventually we'll get somewhere with this. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna put this over here. Oh, Faces is live right now. It was Aria. Yeah, no, can't watch this. Can't How many black people does it take to show up to a debate panel? That's racist. That's so racist. Yeah, well, I can pick my nose and you don't even know about it, do you? Over here, like, look at my hands right now. Okay, to pass time. Have you decided on Pokemon generation of Pokemon yet? Oh, that's a good question. Because you're already here. Go with Emerald. Emerald. No, let's go with Ruby Sapphire. If not Ruby Sapphire, let's go with would have said Pearl, but nah. Diamond and Pearl is, I think it's too much. And I did leave off of Emerald and Sapphire, so sorry, Ruby, Emerald, Sapphire. So I don't even know what to do. Granted, I'm only gonna do that game. Yeah, Gen 3. I'm only willing to do that one day and see how far we go and see how far we make out of it, and that'll be it. I don't think I intend to finish off that gameplay. I don't even know if I'm intending to finish off the Dark Souls playthrough either. Oh my god, they're fucking set up. They're finally set up. My god!
You know the hair pick
It says,
thing?
you familiar with the case? You and Roses?
Yeah, I'm doing my research right now.
Oh my god, they're
I've
gonna be
been
so
doing it for the
loud.
past
Women in the
minutes.
oh.
Great, so they're
I
gonna
heard
be
about it,
super
but I want to
No.
be, you know what I'm saying?
If you don't feel it, you don't feel it. Yeah, that's
Piggyback
fine.
off the more
That's fine.
people that carry more the load. What about you, Roses? You good?
I got ready
thought
for the
you covered before,
whole
right?
night randomizer. Boss randomizer specifically.
Damn, Roses is chilling.
Andrew, throw a folding chair like in the Boondocks and get it
Still
started.
waiting for 'em, bro.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we got some experts here. They've been studying this case for 30 minutes. They've been studying it for 30 fucking
Ali,
minutes.
you ready?
What's up, Silent? Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
Let's do a little mic check, okay? Just to make sure everybody is okay.
Mic check.
I need to hear. I think I heard
A
everybody.
mic check.
I just need to get
You want to do a mic
everyone on
check,
camera, if you can.
brother? You're supposed to
See
do
if the
mic checks
camera is
before.
working, and we start in 4 minutes with the intro. Start now.
I told Faces and I told Lovis prior to the debate they had together that I'm not doing this the moment of. We are getting everything checked out before the start of the stream.
Everybody looks tired. It was a
Fucking despise this shit, dude. Yeah, I know. How you doing, man? Fucking told him. It bothers me, man. It fucking bothers me. Hey, let's just do a little checkup in the middle of the stream so we can fix all the scuff. Oh my god.
friends, all of y'all.
All right, are we done? Are we ready yet?
Okay, we already know how to move. Let's
Sure about that?
Kind of chill with the racial insults if they happen. Okay,
Yeah.
everybody's on YouTube. It's 70,000.
Oh my god. Can you stop with the fucking music, dude?
Let's go by TOS.
I'm not even sure this is
Let's have fun. We have a couple of
the
questions,
fuck was that?
and then we go from there.
What the fuck was that?
Conversation and see who actually carries.
Don't
the
expect,
show.
yeah,
Probably
don't
gonna be
expect
Andrew.
content from people who are
Very much.
TikTokers who being black, bro. What the
And,
fuck is this?
Andrew, I don't appreciate that.
The
you
fuck is this
love
shit? You see this
big
thing?
beards everywhere, and then you choose this day to shave your beard. Okay, that's very inconsiderate of you.
They're all a bunch of
I don't want
gangsters,
there to
dude.
be too much intimidation on this panel. And I
There's
feel
a bunch of gangster-looking motherfuckers here.
like just a little too much of that masculine element, and that would cause mass intimidation.
Thank you very much for being kind.
Yeah,
and
just
considerate of us.
looking out for you fellas.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
He's
that.
being such a
Friends,
dick right now.
let's
You
have
can
fun.
see like SH. You see, she went googly eyed the second she was like, "Holy shit, this beardless Andrew guy! Holy shit!" You saw the look. You saw.
Yes. Beardless Andrew is,
Wow.
is game 7, Andrew. So
She
we're ready for
understands.
it.
That's great.
Uh-oh.
That's crazy.
Let me make sure. Tez.
Oh my god. Hold
Thank
on.
you very much for being here, Tez. I appreciate it.
He got moved over. One
Do us
second.
just
Let
a
me move
mic
over
and a
here.
camera.
though?
Thank you very much,
There we
sir, for actually reserve the good mic and the good camera for us today. Quick
Sure,
rules,
buddy.
friends. We're all
Sure you did.
professionals, all YouTubers. Please, very careful with the TOS, okay?
Yeah,
And
please,
let's
please,
not engage
please.
into the
I'm
racially
watching you guys right
conversation.
now.
It's racially charged, so y'all can actually say what you need to say. Let's chill with the racial insults, please, because if it gets out of hand, we are going to do something about it. So,
Hey, real quick though, can I just
Sure.
ask a question? So
yes, sir.
I want to try this pickup line on SH. You ready for this? SH, did
Mm.
you know?
I am
Right.
off the market,
Hang on,
Andrew.
hang on.
Stop.
Did you know? I just want to see how this sounds out loud. Did you know that I have a black ex-wife? Does that do it? Does that do anything?
Oh my
Nothing?
god.
Does nothing?
Even the baby started crying. The baby
Oh my
said,
god!
"That's terrible."
It just bombs just like that. That's not,
The baby was
I
like,
gotta get better game.
You'll be married for too long, Andrew.
That's
You need to
true.
Go back to the streets. Friends,
What
let's
the
have fun.
fuck,
I
dude?
appreciate y'all. Once again, thank you very much for being here. And let's have a good one. I'll play the intro. No
I
copyright
also
songs,
had a
everything
black
okay? I'll see you in
ex-girlfriend.
3-4 minutes.
It was very hot. Very hot. What the hell? What are you guys doing? What is this?
Didn't work.
The
Threw
fuck?
on the charm. Threw on the fucking charm and everything. I was
Oh my
like,
god, we guys get to debate already.
this. I was like, hey baby, I got a black ex-wife. What's that do for you? She was like, it doesn't do anything for me. I was like, baby,
Fucking
listen to the sound of my
Christ.
voice. I got a black ex-wife. 2 black children I don't pay child support for, baby.
Oh
What do you
my
think about that? And she was like, oh. She was like, oh. I know how it goes.
Fucking Christ.
All that time on whatever podcast has not gone right.
Me took some of my black case wasn't black or my ex or
All
real.
that time
Well, mine was real.
on whatever.
Unfortunately.
What do they- how do-
No.
what do they call it? What do the kids call it? Spitting bars. So fucking- it's so stupid, dude.
It is really stupid.
Oh, Andrew, they kick you already. Like ex-wife. How about
Yeah,
you,
no.
buddy? It's
Lois
nothing.
said something about
Didn't even do it for her. She even tried to cut me off. She's like, she's off. The
Lois
market.
tried
I'm like, what?
he told me that unironically he has a completely different face when laughing. Well, no, he's got the best smug
Cut
face
me down like that.
in existence.
Try
He's
to pick
he
up line,
radiates
fucking
such smug
cut me off the fucking knees before I even get started.
when he laughs. No, when he laughs, it's a great laugh.
Suffering
Good time laugh.
during this
You're gonna have a good time.
extra fucking suffering.
But
How dare she cut me down?
yeah, Lois said that he said even black men for the most part don't like
Already.
black women
Who the fuck
They
said
don't
that?
wanna marry
No,
black women
she's already pregnant, you're 10,000
because
years.
categorically black women are more likely to pick fights. You know what I'm saying?
Andrew, that's funny.
and it's so and that doesn't like detract me from liking a black woman. But my God, he's so right. He's so right.
Do you want to be my next black ex-wife? That was
Well,
better.
my ex used to be she was submissive when, you know, she was smiling and happy when she got what she wanted, basically.
Barely a 5, Andrew. Yeah.
And I like that about her. I like those moments with her where she was like, you know, willing to tangle with me. But god damn, when she fucking gets mad, it's like, it's like I have to fight 2 enemies at the same time, not just one. The first enemy is the one where I'm trying to convince her that I'm not a bad person. The second thing is that I have to fight her ego at that moment.
Be sitting in this fucking intro. I'm gonna be like that meme.
You can fat warrior you want, man. I know exactly what I said. I'm not afraid to get canceled. In fact, I've been waiting to get canceled. I've been waiting to get canceled this entire time.
We all have black ex-wife. All of us have them. Andrew,
that's how you start. That's how stardom starts, man. I mean, it's one of the ways stardom starts, with a little bit of cancellation. Also, how you doing, Shin? God! How many black people did it take to fucking put up a goddamn live show for the debate? Jesus!
Taking forever, dude.
You enjoyed the fight, didn't you?
Listen to this.
Yo, Howdy, how you doing? Like, what is this fucking rap music, dude? Like, oh, let's make my... Just trying to avoid work like the plague. Could you be working, though? Like, I'm so tired of these fucking panels where like, oh, we're gonna put some, like, some bunch of gangster music in the background to make it all about ourselves because we're so black and we're so gangster. Just shut the fuck up and be a... Stop being so performative, dude. Like, see? It's so annoying. Let me put some bottom because I'm so Mexican. I'm literally
gonna fall asleep.
Yo, Odie, how you doing? I saw you, Odie. I noticed you, but this entire time we've been waiting for this debate to happen because these people are so fucking late. They put in fucking gangster music. Like, yo, we're a bunch of N-words out here in the N-word zone. The fuck is... Why do they have Yugi music in the background now? Oh my god. Oh, it's probably him though.
No. Occassionally today.
It's Occassionally. Man, shout out.
Stop with
Okay,
the
well, shout
fucking...
out. Okay, it's Occassionally today. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in.
Doing good? Great.
Untouchable panel, man. Much love to everybody who's simulcasting on King Richard's side.
Playing Skyrim.
Side,
Playing Skyrim, man. Play Skyrim. I wish I was playing Skyrim right now with this nonsense. I'm prepping my 67 pages Google Doc to cancel you. I see what you did there.
I know we're gonna turn up on this show. I know it's gonna get a little crazy, but like, let's keep it respectful, okay?
Keep it respectful. Keep it respectful, bro. How about you fucking don't play that goddamn music, the fucking trash ass gangster music in the background?
Start out with the one.
For all our sanities. It's so performative, dude. These guys are getting so mad.
Without the beard, I cut my beard off a couple of weeks ago. It grew back in 1 week, but Andrew Wilson without the beard. So we're gonna see what happens with Andrew Wilson without the beard. My brother King Rich is in the building as well, too, man. One and only King Rich is in the building as well.
Bunch of TikTokers, man.
And shout out to SA. She's making her rounds every week now, getting her subscribers to go up and up every.
This is so performative.
Every day.
This is so performative.
It's all right,
get
man.
to the fucking point already, man.
Doing over there, but much love.
I mean, they gotta do introductions. They gotta do intros.
And then my brother, Mr. Fantastic. Shout out to Fantastic. You already know what time it is.
Okay, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Mr. Fantastic. And then
he played. I could smell the panel. Yeah, dude. Have you played Skyrim, Risfel? No, I have not. I've not touched an Elder Scrolls ever
And then
in my
brother
life.
Goat Taz exclusives is in the building.
For the record.
Man. Much love to you coming through, man.
I do think she's attractive. I do. This one right here. She looks nice. She
Right,
looks
and
beautiful.
again, if you're not simul streaming, I know a lot of people.
But
don't
she
like
could do
to
without the
that when they're
dreads.
on
You know what I'm
their
saying?
shows. If you are on this stream, you are more than welcome to simul stream if you have not started as well too. And if you're already simul streaming,
Dreads already is
whoever support the people that
jungle
simul
fever.
streaming,
I know.
people that's already on the show as well too, man. Make sure you like and make sure you.
What do you
highlight
mean
the
about
shows
Elder
as
Scrolls
well,
is
too.
coming? It was just announced checks
Thank
8
you
years
very
ago.
much.
And then,
We-
and,
I can spell the dreads.
and then much love to my brother, the co-host, the one and only Team Fatty in the building as well too.
Thank you very much, friends. I appreciate y'all being here, and my co-host and founding father of the Untouchable Empire.
Oh,
Mr.
they're so
Occassionally,
dead, bro.
he
They're
is
so
in
dead. These
the
guys are so dead.
building.
The untouchable empire, baby.
Friends, we have a 3-tier question, and then we go from there.
Now the question is,
Okay,
you guys want me to
three-
play
three main
Skyrim one
questions,
day?
and then we
I'd
build
consider
on
it. I consider
I
it.
appreciate
Like,
y'all being here.
no, they
If
want,
y'all in the
but
middle,
you guys want me to start.
leave it
You
alone.
don't
We're
want. You don't
gonna
want me to
let,
start on
going to let,
Skyrim. You don't want me to
Andrew
start
lead the
on
conversation, and then we
Oblivion,
fill in,
probably.
in the airs afterwards. Okay, I have a question for
No,
y'all.
play
and the
Daggerfall.
question is, let's
Okay.
start with, was 35 years too much? Okay.
No, it
Kamelo
was
Anthony
not.
was convicted to 35
In
years.
fact, 35 years is not
years.
enough.
Now he's doing an appeal. My question is, was 35 years too much? I'm going to start with Andrew, and then we fill in.
It's time to
Go ahead,
fuck?
Andrew.
Why?
No, it not only wasn't too much.
No,
I think the
thank
death
you.
penalty is appropriate for a case like this.
Shit.
So, in my opinion, he stabbed an innocent person in the heart with a knife at a school event, and that generally leads to, or at least it used to, in a more moral nation, to the electric chair. And that's what I think should have happened personally. But at least life in prison at a minimum. Right now, he can serve 15 years and he's out. That's ridiculous. That's insane. The victim's family, of course, they're deprived from their son for a lifetime.
King Riches, do you agree with Andrew, or do you think it was that will be too much?
Andrew's talking about he believes the death penalty would have been justified. I don't believe that. I think that it's a manslaughter charge. Like, obviously, it was a heinous crime, but I don't think it was in Kamelo's intention to delete the guy. I think that
Yes, it was.
there was a level of conflict
Yes, it
between
was.
him and these other boys. Now he made a very, very crucial mistake to use a tool, and obviously, you know, the other boy is deceased. But I think saying that you think the death penalty
Matchin?
would have
Good,
been
get
better,
mad.
better result
It's gonna
is
get worse.
absolutely ridiculous.
Oh,
to
he
be
just
honest.
unintentionally stabbed him in the heart. It was an accident. He didn't mean
I never
to take
said
his
that,
knife
bro,
and
bro, bro,
stab
bro,
him
bro.
in the fucking heart.
Don't
He
do
didn't
that.
mean
Don't do
to.
that. Don't do that.
Then what's
Don't do that. Don't do what?
manslaughter?
Tell the
I didn't say
truth.
that.
Manslaughter
I
usually
didn't say that.
revolves around
I'm saying that
accidental
I don't
killings.
think I'm saying I don't think his intention was to delete the guy.
Oh, so so what is your intention when you stab somebody in the heart? Is it to just not kill them, or is it to kill them?
What do you mean? What do you
If
mean
you
by
stabbed a
what's
person in
my
the heart,
intention? What do
would
you mean?
would you try to convince me that you didn't mean to kill him when you were stabbing
I
him
think,
in the
I
heart?
think I honestly think that the boy was stupid. I think that it's ridiculous. I don't think that he should have got off. I think that, yeah, of course he had to go to prison for what he did. But I don't think that he premeditated that. He
How
wanted
is it
to,
not
You don't know that.
premeditated if you pull out a knife and stab somebody in the heart, dude? Yes, that's
Well, in
premeditated.
situations like that where he was obviously the smaller guy, and we know this happens in real.
Was he?
What? Every day. Listen, let me finish. What I'm
Was he
saying
the
before you
smaller
Start
guy? Go
making
ahead,
sound
man.
effects.
Go ahead.
Like, seriously, like don't do that, innit?
Do what?
So, like,
What am I
basically,
doing? Go ahead.
Bro.
Let's go on Mike and then interrupt it. King Riches, and then when he
Come on,
lands,
man.
Andrew
Like,
Wilson.
don't do that because
No, King,
he's
I'm
so
here to moderate,
emotional.
don't worry about it.
He's
So
so
finish your
emotional.
statement,
What
and
a
then you
fucking
can go
pussy,
afterwards,
dude.
And then we move to the bottom.
As
of
I
the
was saying, like, at the end of the day, like, we wasn't there, you wasn't there. You don't know what was said. You don't.
Yeah,
know
you weren't there either,
the-
so you can't even
temperature
judge
that
for
was-
sure.
Or you don't know what was going on. All you know is that and all you're going off of is that he stabbed the boy. And I understand that. But you're saying that he should have got the death penalty. I just don't agree with it. I just don't agree with it.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't agree with that.
He was on some
I mean,
serial killer vibes. Like,
I can see why he wouldn't agree with the death
penalty. I'm coming out my
penalty.
house today to take someone's life. I don't think he was,
At least you agreed to
that
the
was
prison.
situation.
Well, let's go.
My
let's-
problem
Do I
with this is
think
the
that
framing.
do I
The
think,
framing of
do
it.
I think as a boxer, I'm a fighter. Yeah, I'm somebody that uses my hands. I don't believe in carrying weapons. I don't. So in terms of 35 years, do I think that was he took someone's life. So at the end of the day, if you take someone's life, your life should be ruined, basically.
Yeah.
But you're saying the death penalty. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, but you see how you never made an actual argument for why. You just vibing it, right?
He's just
Just
vibing
my
it.
No,
I
vibe.
fucking
I
hate
didn't-
this.
I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. Calm down.
Don't say
One
I'm
second.
vibing. I
Hey,
don't
one
like that
one
too.
I
one
didn't
second.
interrupt
you.
Hey,
Bro,
one
I
second,
didn't
friends.
interrupt you.
Hey,
Calm
King,
down.
let him land, and I'll give him a chance to
Yeah.
correct him.
My
Don't
turn.
tell me
My
calm
turn.
down.
Calm
King,
down.
you
Don't
will
tell
have
me
the.
calm down, bro. Don't tell me
Hey,
calm
Hey,
down.
friends,
bro.
we
He's-
friends. We
he-
talk.
he's
Hey, we talked
He's
before
dead.
the show.
This black dude is
If
dead.
your opponent is committing a mistake, don't interrupt him. Let him land his plane. And King,
Fucking
afterwards,
bunch of
you are
TikTok,
left the chance
bro.
to say
These
these
TikTokers, bro, they don't understand
Yes,
anything.
anyway, all you gave me was vibes. You didn't give me a single argument for why he doesn't deserve the death penalty. You don't think so. Well, that's nice. You also said, well, we don't really know because you weren't there. That's great. We had a trial. That's what that was there for, so that we could discover the
Yeah.
facts of the case. And as it turns out in the facts of the case, all that happened was these other kids moved his stuff, and that made him upset. Right? They got in each other's faces. There was a moderate shove. He pulled out a knife, stabbed him in the heart. Now you say, well, that's not
It took
premeditated.
It took like
Second, you
35
go
minutes
for
to
a
start the debate, by the way.
Pull it out and stab somebody. You are
35
making the
minutes
conscious,
of my fucking time.
premeditated decision to kill them. By the way, in the state that they were in, when it comes to murder, they don't even make those distinctions. They don't even do that. They're just like, look, if it's the case in Texas that you murder them under whatever the circumstances are, premeditated or not, it's the same penalty. So you don't even know what the facts are of the case. You don't know what you're talking about, dude.
King, uninterrupted, please.
At the end of the day, as I said, I don't think the boy's intention was to delete the guy. I think that there was an altercation, and I felt that, and I think that he probably was feeling like, I'm the smaller guy. There's more of them. He was in their environment, their tent or whatever. He probably was scared and thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna get beat up. I've got to do what I've got to do." But I don't think that.
Oh, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta stab him in the heart and stop him.
That's what I honestly believe. And somebody like me who's been in a lot of situations, bro, like sometimes you'll make stupid decisions.
You make stupid decisions.
Oh, boy regrets it.
We should all learn from our mistakes.
He premeditated that. I want to.
He could not premeditate, therefore he deserves a chance at life.
It was an altercation, and you're saying the trial. We have all the facts. You don't have all the facts. Because you don't know who's lying. You don't know what pieces of information is left out. We don't know. All we're going off of is what these people said. They came to court and said, and that's it. You still wasn't there. You still don't know 1,000%.
His opinion would be
what happened.
Yeah,
You
but
only know
all you're
because
doing,
certain parts that you know.
all
for
you're
sure.
doing is making a gaps argument. You don't know for sure 1,000% anything by the same exact logic.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Hang on, relax. You don't know anything.
Don't telling me to don't do that passive aggressive.
Just
Relax
I'm
thing
not.
with me.
He's not
I've
being-
never
he's not
seen-
being passive aggressive. He's trying to talk to you, dude.
Never seen me upset in your life.
He's just trying to talk to
Never
him,
seen
dude.
me upset in your life. So don't tell me,
Yeah,
okay,
okay,
relax,
but
I'm relaxed. I'm calm.
Can I
This
get
is me
3
normal.
words out without you interrupting
This is me
and
normal.
losing your mind?
This is me being normal, bro.
Good, then
like,
just
so-
normally
Uh,
be
this is-
quiet so I can
If
make
this
my
is your
point.
normal-
Can you normally be quiet
Yeah,
so I
cool.
can make
Don't
my
tell me
point?
to relax. I'm relaxed.
Okay, chill out, bro. Whatever you want.
Can you
whatever
normally be
want.
quiet? Can you normally
Okay,
shut
just
the
Hey,
fuck
hey,
up?
hey,
Close your
hey,
mouth, dude.
Hey,
You have to not
friend,
talk.
hey,
Bro,
friend.
like, don't
Hey,
even-
one
Oh,
second, friend.
man.
One second. Hey, friends.
Oh,
If
that
somebody
is
tells you to
fine.
relax, you know what it means. It's for you to get agitated. Don't fall for it, please. Okay? Calm down. Relax.
Yeah.
Calm down. Relax. Don't fall for it. If somebody
He's
tells you to
so
calm
angry,
down,
dude.
it's for
He's
you
already
to
lost. He
control
lost
yourself.
already.
He can just carry on with what he's saying. Don't need to.
What, you never been
keep
upset? You
Am I
never
supposed
said
to
that, homie?
relax?
What are you?
Carry on with
Close
what
your
you're saying.
gap. You can't
It's-
close your
it's-
mouth to let me say a
Oh,
sentence.
brother, you're
No.
It's
Let me-
totally. It's,
Let me 1 second. These guys in TikTok, when they go into debates, the guy who hosts the debate on TikTok, the panel, if they don't like what you say, they'll mute you and they'll kick you out without any refute of the argument whatsoever. They do this all the time. They control the space all the time. They control the conversation. They control who gets to speak. To try to frame it like, oh, I won the argument because I have the mute button. I have the mute button. They always get so emotional, bro. They always get so emotional.
Like, bro, when you tell someone to shut up,
Just-
what do you
they
expect?
still won't
Do you
calm
expect them to
down.
be like, oh, okay,
I didn't
yeah,
tell
I'm
you
gonna
to shut up. I asked you to relax. That's
And
it.
then you said close your mouth and all this kind
Yeah,
of
later because you won't. You
just
won't.
carry
you won't let
on.
somebody
He didn't
with
say
what
close your
you're saying,
mouth.
bro. I'm gonna
Is
stop
anybody
talking.
but you
Carry
allowed
on
to
with
talk
what
this
you got to
entire
say.
panel?
I'm gonna stop talking.
Just
Carry
gonna be
on
you
with what you want to say.
filibustering?
Yeah,
Great. So
all this
all you have to
filibustering,
do
bro.
is just let me speak. So anyway, when it comes to the things that you just said, there's a whole bunch of rebuttals to them. The first thing is like, sure, you can't know anything 1,000%, I guess. Great. The purpose
Yeah.
for a trial is so that we could discover.
You can apply the same thing to the Renee Good
discover the
thing.
facts about the trial, but we go based on the evidence, and we do have compelling evidence that there was no justification whatsoever for Carmelo Anthony to pull a folding knife out of his pocket and stab the other kid in the heart.
Look back.
We have
Look back.
good, compelling evidence for that. So, by the way, the jury agrees with me, and the judge agreed, handed
Oh.
him down 35 plus years.
Or-
So it's
or
like,
wouldn't
what do
have-
you mean?
Fuck is this guy?
Of course they
Yeah,
do.
so so it wasn't a judge, it was a jury.
You just tag
Technically,
out.
said, right,
You just tag out.
The judge didn't really give the sentencing. The jury decided it. Second thing, yeah, you're right about the premeditation and things not being necessary or needed. But being that the judge and the prosecution considered manslaughter, it leans to the fact of the matter that they were considering that it could have possibly been manslaughter also. Even though,
Yeah.
of course, there was
Okay. This guy,
the worst possible outcome, man. I didn't see him. I definitely saw him getting time, but I saw him getting maxed out at the manslaughter 20-year rate. At the same time, though, 35 years ain't 99, right? Oh, and as far as the death penalty, it was never on the table because he was a minor. Even though they're trying him as an adult, he can't
Wait, what?
receive the death penalty. If you're gonna,
Wait,
probably
what?
talk about the state of Texas.
Wait, was Kamelo a minor?
In the case, and again, there are.
I did not know
very
that. I'm asking you guys.
Things, right? Again, when we start talking premeditation, be it necessary or not, the clear understanding of it is, hey, I'm going to kill somebody today. I don't think that Carmelo.
Yeah, he was when it happened. Oh, all right. Thank you.
A white person, I'm going to kill Austin Metcalf for anything today. He made
to me,
the worst
both of them look like
possible
young
decision
adults.
and had the worst possible outcome. Actually, I
But
just learned this
context matters.
a week ago. I think it says less than 10% of people that get stabbed die from stabbings. Okay, now of course, stabbings are far more lethal ways of ending an altercation or dealing in an altercation than fighting.
I don't need to
I would
super
have
chats in my
suggested,
face, dude.
or I would have definitely preferred him fight it out with his hands than use a weapon. And this is why you don't bring weapons, a knife to a fist fight, because stuff like this can happen. So
yeah,
it's 35 years.
Reasonable
too
take.
much.
Using your fists over,
Being that
a
he
knife
got found
or a
guilty
gun.
for murder. No, it's not too much at all because he could have got 99 years. They could have maxed him out. So despite
Okay, this guy is actually
feeling like it was more towards the manslaughter
reasonable,
because I don't think that that he's not this fucking ninja assassin that knows exactly where the heart is and aimed it directly for the heart and stabbed the boy. I think it's very, very, again, he shouldn't.
Okay, yeah, you can make that argument. Yeah, like he wouldn't know where the heart is.
And being that he
exactly
got 99 years and he didn't even get half of that, 35 years, and then eligibility of parole at 17 and a half. That's more than reasonable.
Cold take, killing shouldn't care about someone being sent. Yeah, no, you're not wrong about that.
Is it? I don't know. Is it my turn for rebuttal? Because I saw somebody else up on the screen. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to follow the rules of. Okay, gotcha. Well, there's
right. That's good.
There's an olive branch here. There's some things that I agree with you on. So the first point, when you're asking about the death penalty, you're right. It wasn't on the table. They were asking what should have happened. This, to me, is a hypothetical about idealism. You're asking ideally what would you want to have seen in a case like this. I don't think the death penalty would be off the table from my moral view. You're right, and the facts that wasn't on the table as far as sentencing goes. However, life imprisonment, I think, was actually on the table as far as sentencing goes. I think it was. Am I incorrect there?
Yeah, you're incorrect. Like it was maxed out at 99 years, but they can't give him life because. Well, no. Even still, he has the ability. Well, technically, you're right.
It's life,
but yeah. So 99 years would be life for all intents and purposes. But by the letter of the law, he can't be given life.
Because what would he be? 116, right?
Yeah, but you're right. You're correct. But I'm just saying, going by the actual statutes and things, he has to be the eligibility of parole, being that even though they tried him as an adult, he was a minor when the offense occurred. My bad. So yeah, technically
yeah.
you're right. That would
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
be like
So
they hit him
again,
with the
olive
elbow.
branch there. No disagreement there, but I do think that they could have given him a much more rigid sentence. I would have been fine with it. I would have been fine with the 99 years if they could have done it. And when it comes to this idea, though, one of the things that you said here that I do take issue with is when you're talking about the stabbing itself. You don't think that he purposely was setting out to kill him. You said 10% of stabbing victims only die, which, by the way, is still really high. Just so you know, 10% is still enormously high.
Yes,
When it comes to a thing that kills you. If 10% of the activities that you do would kill you, you would avoid those 10%, right? So when we're
just a
talking
little
about this,
background,
it's
buddy.
actually
I worked on well, no. I worked in the most dangerous place on the planet, bro,
Where?
for like substantial military carrier flight deck.
I don't think that has a 10% mortality rate. I'd be willing to bet right now.
Well, I'm just telling you that it's the most like
Interesting.
top 5, no less than top 5.
Yeah,
most
but I'd be
dangerous
willing to
place
bet you that it's not even close.
Yeah.
to
I was wondering, Odie, what do you have to say to that?
numbers.
I was wondering, dude, what do you have to say to that?
That would be a 10%
I don't think that there are many occupations that would, which is why I'm saying that if it has a 10% mortality rate, you'd avoid it like the plague,
nice.
because it would the chance of it killing you are so outrageously high. So you try to minimize by saying it's 10%, but that's actually really high. If I were to give you 10 jelly beans and say one of these will kill you, would you pick and eat one? No, right? That's still astronomical odds when you think about it. So that's the first thing that I'll take issue with. The second is when you say, well, he didn't
was
intend
kings.
to kill him, then why did he aim for the chest?
This really is just the
Why
we
not
was
go for the
kings
leg? Why
panel.
not go for the arm? Why not go for those things? Why would you stab in the chest? The chest is the area that you would normally go to if you wanted to kill somebody. That's not the area that you would go to if you didn't. Slashing an arm, going for the leg, going for the arms, things like this, going for the neck or chest, that looks like something that has the intent for a killing blow, from my opinion and from my view.
No, I agree with that. But again, that's what I'm saying. And being to the evidence has been presented, I can't say his intention or intent as far as the direction or like the location. But it seems to me like that was just the thing that was most likely or right there as the way it's described or whatnot. Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't believe he should have used a knife in the first place.
Who cares?
But it's the fact of the matter that people do things all the time in a violent nature, in a violent matter, without the intention of killing people, and they end up dead. And I'm thinking that's what happened in this situation.
I don't disagree with you in a sense that, yes, people can engage in conflict with each other where they don't intend to kill the other person. This happens accidentally with fists, with feet, in aggressive, fights at a club or bar. Accidents like that do occur. I think that there's a distinction to be made here when you pull out a folding knife, right? You still have it half folded before you stab at the chest region. That to me looks like intent. If it was me let's say we were in a bar and we ended up in some sort of conflict and I pulled out a knife, slashed at your arm, slashed at your leg, something like this, later told the police, hey,
I don't know.
I get away from the situation.
I can't for sure say if the intent was to stab him in the chest.
Believable than but I pulled
but
out and
I don't know the
stabbed him
details.
Right in the chest in the heart region. That
agree,
seems to me like I'm trying to kill you, right?
No, I agree. And my only thing would be for that is that, unfortunately, this is the first time he stabbed someone, and as far as we know, he has any history of violence and so on and so forth. And I'm not going to say ignorance and so on and so forth. Again, I just don't. I just, like you said, I don't think it was the thing to where, to a kid, a knife is, stab, slash, all these different things. It was just the worst possible fucking location, bro. And like I said, from the way that it was described by the coroner, it was the worst possible way, even the entry wound of the
it couldn't have gone worse.
So
that's
all I'm saying, man. Again, at the end of the day, I don't agree with him using a knife
and the kid is dead.
But that's fair. That's very fair. Because I think we do agree, but maybe we can tie it off with a lot more agreement. If I said in my defense, I slashed at his leg and it hit his femoral artery, and I clearly wasn't intending to do that because I was slashing at the leg, and I thought that that's a non-lethal area. Doesn't that sound way more believable than I wasn't trying to kill him, but I stabbed him in the chest area?
Of course, and I agree. And the biggest thing, and that's the biggest thing, and I think that's what gave him what it was: the injury, the positioning of the injury, and all the things and so on and so forth. When you hear the coroner say he pretty much died instantaneously, there was no way for him to even be resuscitated if they wanted to. I think that's what got him the level of what he got.
Yeah, then I think we have more agreement than we don't, honestly.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh boy.
Test, please, uninterrupted. And friends, if I show a cash app in the camera, don't stop talking, okay? I'm just acknowledging.
What's this guy gonna talk about?
Thank you very much.
What does he want?
To the 900 people watching, plus the people on Andrew Wilson's side. We appreciate y'all.
I think
Thank
there's
you very much.
10,000 over here today.
Yes, you are not famous at all, sir. Thank you very much once again. I hope y'all having fun. Support the content creators that y'all watching, respectively. Everyone in the chat.
And by the way, to my chat, remember, people who host us and are kind to us, we're kind back. Make sure you go over to this channel, send in the super chats, show the support for people who are willing to platform us and allow us to debate on their
People
platform.
are watching right now. I just want to
Thank
see
you
that.
very much for the kindness.
Oh, yeah,
I appreciate
10,000.
that.
No, he's right.
Tess, uninterrupted, please. What do you think? 35 years was too much, or you actually have a different idea?
Yeah, it's definitely too much. So I understand why he got 35 years. The inadequate defense that he was given is why he got 35 years. I'm
You're
actually
so low
of the
IQ,
belief
bro.
that he shouldn't have got any time. I do believe that as the innocent party just sitting there, the aggressor is the person that walked up to him and put their hands on him. And so if anything, he should be home free right now. And that boy is where he deserves to be, for putting his hands on someone who didn't
Low
touch
IQ
him
argument.
first.
Low IQ argument.
So you're making... oh, I'm sorry.
No, there's your statement. Do you have, like you, Andrew, you can rebuttal that. Yes, absolutely.
No, I mean, there's nothing here to rebut. This is... First of all, you say it's an inadequate defense, but you give no examples of how the defense was inadequate.
Yeah.
You just say that it was. Assertions that are made without evidence can be dismissed without evidence, and you provided none. You didn't even provide a single example of how the defense itself was.
all lies.
Hang on. I didn't interrupt. I didn't interrupt you once. Just let me say
it's
my
fine.
piece.
Let him land, and then you got it.
And then I promise I'll let you say whatever you need to, right? So I want to hear out what you have to say, but I'm going to also make my adamant defenses here. So you didn't provide any adequate or any examples of inadequate defense. That's the first thing. The second thing is when you're talking about self-defense itself, you say he put his hands on him. You do realize that in most states you have some sort of escalation policy which occurs, which means that you have to have some sort of clear and present danger to your life. Kamelo Anthony himself and the witnesses there seem to think that was not the case at all, that it did not justify pulling out a folding knife and stabbing him in the chest. If I were to say that he pulled out a gun and shot him in the chest after it was the case that he got shoved, would you say that that was equally justified?
The laws need to demonstrate what actually happened, again, which is a young man who sat there and was aggressed by another young man responded to being pushed. And so those examples you're looking for, one of them would be this idea that Kamelo called all of them pussies, but when he was questioned on cross-examination, that wasn't in any 2025 reporting. There is nothing that denoted that Kamelo Anthony was an aggressor in any of the early reports. So these newfound stories and testimonies that we see in 2026, those are inconsistencies that were dealt with inadequately by the defense. Now, if you wanted me to give you the examples of inadequacies, I could have. Don't just imply that I didn't. I was just giving you an opening statement.
Okay, but you didn't, and now you've given me one, and yet
Would you like another? Would you like another?
Under the witness statement, well, let's refute one at a time. Under the witness statement of the provocation, the witness stated that after Anthony was repeatedly asked to leave the Memorial High School tent during the rain day, he refused, became hostile, saying, "I'm not leaving. Fuck you all." The slur, witnesses say that he then called the surrounding student athletes a bunch of pussies who were not going to do nothing about it. That's what the witness testimony showed that came out in the trial. So that is what the evidence is that we have on record. I don't know what evidence you're referring to because it sounds like, hang on, almost done. And then I promise you can respond. And then secondarily, he didn't actually answer my question. What would be the distinction had he been there with a Glock concealed and then this guy shoved him in the shoulder, he pulled out the Glock and shot him in the chest? Why would that be a distinction in your mind?
Put in the news if you want.
So I want to make sure we're doing this one at a time. So let's deal with what you just read. What you just read again was debunked on cross-examination, because until you show me something from 2025 that says Kamelo said these things, this is new testimony as highlighted by the defense in cross-examination. So whatever you're reading, can you continue reading it to let these people know what was said under cross-examination?
Yeah, I'll continue to read it. During cross-examination, the defense tried to discredit the claim by pointing out that the students did not include Anthony's cursing or slurs in their initial written statement. That's what you're referring to, right?
Absolutely.
But the jury ultimately found that the verbal provocation accounts were very credible and rejected the self-defense argument. They rejected it because they found it. They found the claims to be credible, even if it's not the case that the witness initially reported it, who cares? They don't think that made the witness less credible because they didn't initially report it. They did report it afterwards when they gave a totality of recounting. So I don't really know how this is in any way, shape, or form inadequate defense, especially since the defense was the one that pointed this out.
Right. Well, they pointed out the fact that the testimony was inconsistent, which is what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. So how's that inadequate?
Don't interrupt me after you just sat here crying about being interrupted.
I'm just curious about the inadequacy. How
right,
would it
but
be
don't
inadequate?
do that though. But don't do that though.
Don't do that though.
Oh,
God.
dude, I'm just asking.
It's a debate,
how would
dude.
that be
What's gonna happen?
Shut up when I'm talking.
You shut the
Shut
fuck
up when I'm talking.
You shut the fuck up. Fuck you.
You chimping out. You chimping out, white boy.
Oh, he's okay for him to say that. Look at that.
Now that the goats rammed
This
each
guy,
other,
dude.
let's go ahead, go to uninterrupted, and then Andrew.
Yeah, one interruption, just
go back
fucking
to
ghost
Lloyd.
chimp out, man.
I mean,
Stop
'cause
it.
Again, I just want him to understand that the point he's running from is the fact that it was dealt with, and now when I'm calling it inadequate, they're not challenging enough of these witnesses on their inconsistencies. So I know he does not want that to happen because it benefits him in terms of the outcome. But there are multiple inconsistencies. For example, another would be one saying he was pushed with one hand, another saying he was pushed with two. One saying it was a light tap, another saying it was a direct shove.
It's all
Because you have
anecdotal.
these inconsistencies
It's not.
that were not.
It doesn't
dealt with by the
matter.
defense. I am
It doesn't
well
matter.
within my
We have enough
intellectual
recountings.
reasoning to say that that's inadequate.
Outside of that, it's all subjective.
It's
What
really,
is he talking about?
It's really funny here because what you're saying is actually self-contradictory. It's P and not P. The defense was inadequate
Oh,
because they didn't
Yeah.
point all these things out. And then it turns out they did point
Law of
all these things
non-contradiction.
out. The jury just didn't believe them. So how could that be the defense being inadequate? In fact, it would be the opposite. The defense is adequately making the exact same defenses that you would make based on the sworn witness testimony and the inconsistencies you see. So how's the defense being inadequate again, dude?
Because again, these arguments that we're making about that one statement, that is the only time they pointed out that inconsistency. When if you're fighting for this young man's life, you'll point out these multiple inconsistencies multiple times. And even now, when you get the chance to call witnesses, you'll call that witness up and show his inconsistency through questioning.
Are you saying that the
The
defense
defense
attorney
failed to do
specifically
that.
did not, under cross-examination, point out these various inadequacies that you right now are pointing out? Because the matter
Lucky
of
got
record that
35.
I have,
Yeah,
at least for
absolutely.
the
He
first
absolutely
claim,
got
they
lucky.
did. And I'm willing to go claim by claim, and I got a feeling the defense actually did point these things out. So again, how is it the case that it's an inadequate defense? How?
Because pointing it out is not the same as using it to get Kamelo a better sentence. Pointing it out shows now that you are identifying it. Pay attention, white dude. Pointing it out means I see it.
Oh, let's go, white
I'm
dude.
trying to show you. I know you're smart. You're not smart. You're white. So when I point it out, if you don't pick up on it,
Oh, but it's okay for him to be racist.
I already know this is going to escalate in something that we don't want
Fucking.
here. I said before the show, please let's take the motherfucking racial situation going on. We're already talking about race.
You're
You don't
not
need to be
smart. You're
insulting
white.
each other in the
God.
levels of race. And as long as you don't want to lose the show. If I want to lose the show, keep doing the white
You're
boys
not a
and all that
VTuber,
shit so
Risfel.
we
You're
can wrap it up
Mexican.
in 15 minutes. Okay? Y'all having a decent and civil conversation. It seems like both of y'all are informed about the case. Let's keep it that way. Go ahead, Tess.
right, but again, he's informed about the case, but what he's not going to acknowledge is that the defense is inadequate representation is what I'm talking about.
witness
If you don't call those prosecution witnesses back up and challenge them on their inconsistencies, you're not helping Kamelo Anthony.
Motherfucker.
And so while he may not think from a defense
You're not smart, you're a
standpoint,
VTuber.
I am. So as you
You're
have
not smart, you're a
identified
VTuber.
these multiple
I
inconsistencies,
thought this got
you don't
this.
take out the time to bring those witnesses back up after you've brought out the inconsistency on cross-examination and use those moments to benefit Kamelo. That is an inadequate defense.
Yeah, this is just goalpost switching. So
Yeah,
it can't be an
is.
inadequate defense if the defense is actually doing the things that you wanted the defense to
Grinning
do,
already,
which is
man.
point out the various inadequacies. The defense, that was part of their defense. This is inadequate due to the fact that there's inconsistencies in this testimony. There's also inconsistencies in this testimony. That was presented by the defense. The jury had access to that information.
Ami.
They just didn't
Ami,
buy
how you
it.
doing?
So when you say hang on, when you say it was an inadequate defense, or you're just saying you think the defense attorney did a bad job.
It'll be a good stream, by the way.
Fine, I guess you can think that, but you haven't actually demonstrated it because they are pointing out these various inconsistencies. You just want them to like call the witnesses back up, but you don't know if that would have actually served Kamelo better or not. You have no idea.
Well, we do know it would serve him better because it would actually highlight the inconsistencies that you're downplaying now. Even right now in this moment, as I've given you two different things that were testified in the trial that would benefit Kamelo, the only thing I'm saying the defense would need to do is challenge that directly as opposed to just simply saying this in a cross-examination. I don't know how you don't understand that other than the fact that you might be biased for the other side.
That is
on the side of the defense.
Yeah, sorry.
And you're not biased?
Yeah, go ahead.
On the side of the defense,
you're not biased, dude?
you want them to challenge this information directly that these prosecution witnesses are saying, especially since they can't stand on it.
That's exactly what they did.
Rachel, bro, look at that.
That's what the challenge is.
Rachel went
the
super chat.
Pointed these various things out. That is the challenge. What else could they have done? What are they supposed to do?
By the way.
They drag them back up. It's like, for what? They already got the information there to the jury. They already got them under cross-examination, pointing the inconsistencies out. That information was already out there. In both the examples you gave, I demonstrated in both cases the jury was informed about those inadequacies, and in both cases they just simply didn't believe that was inadequate. That's it.
Right, so inadequate.
You guys gotta understand, the outrage for the most part comes from the fact that these guys get away with so much murder that they don't even face the same consequences. So this one time, this one event is one that just cannot be ignored. And they want the same thing to apply to all the other cases where they got away with it.
Inconsistencies to create the questions about said inconsistencies.
Well, prove it. Prove that he actually.
But now they have to defend it so like they have to like apply. Oh, this is unfair. Yeah.
Go ahead and show me the evidence for that because I don't believe you.
Shut up.
You don't believe me about? Say it again. Ask the question again.
Show me the evidence that when this came out during cross-examination from the defense, they didn't rigorously ask questions about that inconsistency, which is what you're demanding right now.
Right. So we can determine that by the fact that they didn't call any of those witnesses.
Yes, they did. They cross-examined them under cross-examination. They did the rigorous.
They did not recall them as witnesses to challenge the narrative that they testified to. They absolutely.
Why? It already came out and they were rigorously questioned.
Because
why are they calling them back?
Right, they're calling them back to challenge their testimony. It was challenged under cross and determined that it was inconsistent. So now if you're trying to help Kamelo get off, you want to further expound on those inconsistencies. What is it that you're not understanding about
that
further expounding?
They already did that. They already pointed out, they already pointed out the inconsistency during cross-examination.
They want you to do it again.
About the inconsistency.
Because they said it's an inconsistency.
They have actually damaged that testimony in many ways. Perhaps then, in the second
R.I.P. Austin,
for it that they don't want to deal with. There could be any number of reasons why they didn't recall them, or for you to say it's an inadequate defense because you didn't call the witnesses.
I didn't win, so you cheated. Yeah,
they didn't even question them about this. They did. The second thing you said is they didn't.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
don't
the
lie
second
on
thing
me.
you said
don't lie
was
on
that
me.
when it was the
brother,
case
you just said that
they didn't really ask many questions about it. That wasn't true either. It was just done under cross-exam. Your entire case here for inadequate defenses, they should have recalled witnesses for the same information they had.
Yeah, I want to recount.
For anyone to rewind this back to the beginning of what I said.
Just 1 second, Tess.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
No, you have time. Make kind of like a semi-final statement on this back and forth, and then we bring the ladies up so they can have a chance.
Can I just get the answer to my question?
Ladies
on the Glock versus knife?
Great. Can we for the baby
If he had pulled out the Glock and shot him with a Glock, a concealed Glock, instead of stabbing him in the chest, would your opinion about this
because
be
the rules are
different?
not like yeah.
And why?
Because this is their normal now. They want to keep the normal.
Different because ain't no white boy.
And now it's not normal. They want to challenge it.
No young black man standing over him, telling him he has to leave, and then pushing him on his shoulder, demanding that he leaves. So whatever happens to him, he was asking for it, and whoever got to go clean up his blood, so be it. Keep your hands off people. Leave people alone. You're not a bully. You're not tough, and you can't make nobody do shit. Go get a teacher, tough guy.
Well, I don't know. Now he's in prison, right? So I mean, how'd that work out for him?
Yeah, he didn't do that. He did not do that.
Yeah, and
friends,
the other guy's in prison where he's
He'll
not
be
going to
home.
have a pleasant time for the rest of his life.
One
He'll
second,
be
friends.
home.
Andrew,
He'll
I
be
actually
home.
have
I will say the
actually have
defense
a
was
question
super
for you,
shit. However,
Andrew.
it doesn't matter
If
if
it
it
was
should
a
be
gun
so open and shot in the first place.
and
Yeah.
it was a one shot, like, would your opinion change about it?
Fine.
Yes, if it was a gun and it
No, I
was
would,
one
I would
shot.
consider both of them to be murder with intent.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Andrew. And Andrew, we didn't know that you were going to be here like 1 hour before the show, so I don't want you to think that this is an ambush,
well,
right?
hang on. How come though? I told you guys earlier in the week I'd be here.
No, it's because we did the thumbnail and all that, and I'm just saying this because it's going to sound like it's an ambush, right? But I'm like, we all YouTubers.
Motherfuckers, you guys are getting you're all getting
And
stomped.
I
Fucking
actually
ambush
remembered-
me. Let's do it.
Yeah, do it.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Yes. So I'm going to
Ambush
play
him.
this so you can understand exactly what I'm
Demonstrate
talking about, right?
what
I
it
think
looks like for you
remember
guys to be crushed. 1v7.
He works very.
Hey, Michael, how you doing?
He's, God damn it!
You're still whining. Stop whining
That
and
is
just
a
make an
product.
argument.
Dude, I'll smack your fat ass.
So you're gonna attack. You're gonna attack.
All right. Nobody's
Do you
whining.
usually?
And I cut it here because you say.
Who cares
so
about
do
this?
you usually
Right, thank you
threat
for the work, Michael.
people on a stand your ground stage, something like that? And your crowd was raving. They were like, wow! And everybody was like, if Wes Watson with the hairs on the arms, whatever the dude I'll call him, smacked Andrew,
Nick,
everybody on the white and black community would say, hey man, you got what you got.
Yeah.
You went ahead and you put your hands on a person that wasn't doing nothing to you. So if Andrew has a gun and he shoots you or a knife or a bat or whatever, you are going to. I'm not. Andrew doesn't spend 1 day in jail. You touched him, you go to heaven, and Andrew goes and does his Crucible podcast. What changed between that and a situation where that dude put his hands on him and warned him? He says, if you touch me again, see what happens. You kind of warn him. If you touch me again, or you threaten people on stand your ground state. Like, what changed between then and this situation? Can you explain that, please?
Gee, what could be the difference between a multiple hardened tattooed felon threatening to attack a man on a stage who's armed in the state of Florida and two kids at a game where one of them shoves the other one in the shoulder during an altercation where you're not even allowed to have a gun? What could possibly be the difference there? What could be the distinction? Well, let's start with this.
Okay.
The distinction is that what I said to him was, do you usually threaten armed men in Florida? That's a de-escalation tactic, not an escalation tactic. That's saying, hey, listen, no, it's the opposite of a threat. It's de-escalation. He made the threat. All I did was say, hey, look, I'll respond in kind if I'm attacked. It's not a good idea to attack me. That's a de-escalation tactic. That's the first thing.
He's right.
The second thing is that
not a threat.
Clearly the distinction in
I mean, it is a threat, but it is not going into violence.
Enormous, okay? And
No,
when
he's
you're
not.
looking, yes, it is. And when you're
my
looking
God,
at the
shut up.
distinction, yes, it is. I was there.
Motherfucker, you have a
You weren't
spade
there.
for a fucking.
you
If
kind
you're
of made-
looking, if you're
for-
looking
for a
at,
name.
if you're
Shut
looking
up.
at the distinction, you'll note that that is the case. And then the third thing is there was never any threat from me at all. Just that if you attack me, not you shove me on the shoulder or some shit like that. If you attack me, that's it. And yes,
Okay,
if I'm
so-
attacked,
Yeah,
of
very
course.
direct.
So, Andrew,
Yeah,
this is the problem with your statement, right?
Yeah.
And I think I kind of got you.
Oh.
The difference between you and Wes Watson is the same size difference between Metcalf and Kamelo.
Bullshit.
It's literally the
Not
same. One
Not-
dude is a
no, it's
small
not.
dude,
No,
the
it's
other
not.
one is the
Shut
big
the fuck
dude.
up.
Not even though, not because y'all are not
Bullshit.
that disparate.
No,
in size.
I'm
You're just a little
fantastic.
wider.
Bro, this guy is based.
Hey,
He's a
no,
grown man
wait,
with
one
a
second,
pussy ass.
friends. I'm
That is such insane code.
One second, friends.
This is
I'm
a
6'2",
school, not a
160.
gang
I'm
fight.
saying the West guy. The West guy's a little motherfucker. He's little.
Oh, so he's little. He's even
Yes, he's
little.
fucking little.
Oh, damn! What?
What? West
I did
is
not.
little.
I didn't know about that. I thought he was the mountain from Game
No,
of
he's
Thrones.
fucking little, bro. A little
Shut the
roid
fuck up.
head motherfucker, bro. He might be 5'8", 5'9". That motherfucker ain't
Okay.
no big dude.
So this the same way you said, do X.
Yeah.
That's what he said too. He said, "Hey, you're going to do that again, then."
Could
See
I
what's
have,
going
let me
to
ask you
happen.
this, Fatty.
He's implied,
Could I
right?
have done that in California?
No, but he wasn't in
come?
California
How come I couldn't do it in California?
because
Let's
the
talk
laws
about
don't
Texas,
allow it.
bro.
What about in
Let's
Texas?
talk about
hang on,
Texas.
in
Let's
Now,
talk
what
about
about in
Texas.
Texas?
Hang on,
Let's talk
hang on,
about
hang on,
Texas.
hang on. Chill out.
Hmm?
No. I don't even think in Texas that would be the case. that
This
you could
guy
do
is
that in
such a
Texas. I can
fucking
pull a gun
bitch,
out
bro. This
at
guy is such a
school.
bitch.
when I'm under.
Does he go over there
and shoot a person in the chest?
We talking about you. Wait. We talking about you, not the school, brother. We talking about the school.
Okay.
Fantastic.
You gotta let me answer.
Well, hey, friends, one second. We're going to let him. Friends, don't fall for the calm down. He's an aggravating tactic. God damn it. Let him finish his statement, and we correct him in the end. Go ahead and
bro. Why is there reaction to be
why you bring
angry
California when this was in Texas, and we know Texas and Florida have very specific laws that actually
like I get it
from actually getting.
I felt this way before.
Florida has a different,
but I learned to move on
ground laws
from that.
Texas does. That's one. The reason I bring in the state of California is because it has distinct laws about.
Although it pisses me off, and Sora does it.
Wouldn't have been able to use
not really
laws to protect myself in California, having a concealed carry. That I would have been able to in Florida. And Florida does have better stand your ground laws than Texas does, though Texas does have pretty good laws when it comes to this. So, but ultimately, I think in Texas, I still may have ended up in a problem unless the guy attacked me. And I think in Florida, I would have too. In other words, if I had walked over to him and shoved him, right, or something like this, or escalated the situation by going out and saying, "You're all a bunch of fucking pussies. Come on, bring it on, motherfucker, bring it on." And then he shoved me. I think I'd be in a world of hurt.
I could probably guess.
Sure. So instead of actually asking you, I will ask all your supporters.
I
and
think,
you know him very well. You have a very loyal fan base and all that.
I think Sora is more inclined to disagree with, you know,
Wakanda, right? No,
that Kamelo shoot. I think he'd be in line of like putting the guy in jail.
He didn't do nothing. Go ahead, go. He did.
Don't know about the death penalty though.
He didn't do tribe. He didn't do nothing. Get him out of jail.
I think he's reasonable in that regard.
Would your fan base, the people that support you, Rachel Wilson, Rattlesnake, all these people that have very strong sentiments about the situation, say Andrew needs to go to jail because he responded in a disproportional way by shooting a guy that puts his hands on him? Or would they say, "Hey, man, stand your ground"?
Well, I'm sure my close friends and family would definitely support me, even if I was the agitator. Absolutely. But I don't think that my normative fan base or you know, general people that I interact with would be very supportive at all. In fact, the reason I won that engagement overwhelmingly is because I was cool, calm, and collected and refused to escalate it.
That's the difference.
So if you think I refused to escalate the engagement. Instead, I de-escalated the engagement. It's literally the opposite of what happened here. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know how to draw the parallel.
No, the parallel is a hypothetical, like you usually do. You bring hypotheticals to see if people are logically consistent.
Usually are analogous that I bring up.
Yeah, but this situation is very close to what happened to you. This is what I'm saying. If this situation escalated because Wes decided to put his hands on you, he was the one that was pussy and threatened you but didn't do nothing, I guarantee you most people would literally say, "Hey, respectfully, this laws to protect Andrew. He warned him first. He gave him a warning shot. Look at where we at. Don't do that to me." And if he did something, everybody will rile up and actually stand beside you because you actually have the right to defend yourself.
Do you think even the reaction of my audience would be much different if I jumped up on the stage and I said, "This fucking pussy's not going to do anything, and neither are all you fucking pussies"? And then he came over and he shoved me and I pulled out a gun and shot him in the chest. You think that everybody would just be super supportive of me, huh?
I still
no.
They
do it. They wouldn't.
You know,
they wouldn't.
I know that they would be super supportive because I've been watching you for years, and every time
this fan base holds them really accountable.
Let's go. What do they think about Trayvon Martin? What do they think about?
They don't care if Andrew's white or if he's right wing or if he's Christian. They care about him being consistent. They watch him because he is consistent.
There's a pattern of behavior that we observe from years ago, where when a white man decides to go ahead and chase somebody because of some Skittles, chase somebody because of a bottle of water, chase somebody because he was protecting something city from looters, and all of a sudden he's being chased by the crowd, all of y'all say they deserve to die. They deserve to die. They shouldn't escalate the situation. This shouldn't happen. So what changes now? Now that we introduced the Andrew Wilson on this situation, what changes now?
Bro, like we just determined 15 times.
Yeah,
I don't know what is hard here. What are you not getting here? What are you confused about?
You don't even understand non-tribalism. Yeah,
the situation.
It's all race thing. This all defaults to being race. It's all race bias.
No, fantastic. You got it. I just want to point out, Andrew, that you like to use hypotheticals to see if people are logically consistent, and now you are refusing to engage to the said hypothetical by saying
What
because
part
I
of the
didn't.
hypothetical
No,
am I not engaging
because you.
with?
No, it's because you
literally
doing
gave
the,
it.
but I didn't do it, but I didn't do it, but I didn't do it. That's what the
No,
hypothetical
you
is.
specifically
What
asked
if you did?
me. Then okay, what if I did?
He just
So
explained to you, dummy.
What's the question?
So you
What are
would go.
asking?
So Andrew, you like if you did that, you think you should go to jail. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, if I escalate a situation instead of de-escalate a situation when I'm armed, right,
Mhm.
and try to
It's the same situation. The West.
yeah, try to
situation.
try to purposely create conflict while I'm armed. That's completely irresponsible, and I think at the very least I'd get a manslaughter charge, but I think I'd get a murder
Okay.
charge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing. Should you die? Should you get convicted? Like you said that it was too. Like you think.
Oh
that
my
he
God.
should,
What is
have
with the
death
framing,
penalty?
dude?
Should Andrew Wilson have
Doesn't
the
matter.
death penalty because Mr. Wes Watson escalated the situation and actually pushed you or shoved you or did anything to you on
Yeah,
in
if it's the
Florida? Where we
case,
know
if it's the case that I'm creating provocation so that
Mhm.
I can kill somebody, yeah, that sounds premeditated to me.
who,
So,
cre-
yeah.
who created provocation? Metcalf
That would
by
have been
actually.
that would have been me in the situation that
No,
you're
it was
talking
no,
about.
it was him.
I'm trying to make this as analogous as possible to engage directly with the hypothetical.
Sure.
Okay. If it's the case, and this was seemed to be critical to both the prosecution and the defense, that
Mhm.
this guy was saying things like, you're all a bunch of fucking pussies, you're all sissies, you're all wusses, shit like this. He was escalating the situation as much as he possibly could in
Mhm.
order to force a confrontation. That's when he stabs the guy in the chest. I think that if I had done the exact same thing or the exact same parameters with Wes Watson, that, yeah, I would have been arrested, justifiably so, and probably would have gone to jail for murder.
Yes. So
Yeah.
for me to land, I think you are like the escalator was clearly Wes Watson on that situation. Nobody
Was
would
he?
say that you were the escalator for you teasing him and talking about like because you were teasing him. You were kind of provoking him here and there. You were throwing some
Well,
pot
hang
shots.
on. There's no
Actually,
choice for me
I don't
to
know
walk
about that.
away there.
I actually
That
not-
was a panel situation.
Oh,
where
that
we
was the choice.
Hang on, calm down. Just let me
Mhm.
let me say my
Wait, was Wes actually the
In that
escalator?
situation, we were supposed to be
Or was
there
he the-
having an argument.
Sure.
That was the point of us being there.
I don't know. This
You
was
guys
Wes
weren't
Watson
at a
deal.
football game for the purpose of having an argument. I was literally there to have an argument. That's what my occupational standard there was. Andrew's going to go up on the stage and have an argument with you. That was what my
Sure.
job is. My
Not
occupation.
but-
this.
yeah.
But where is the where? I don't see no chain in your leg. Like, are you chained on the chair? Like it look like it's a tall chair, but I think you can jump off it and leave, just like Anthony could do it.
Doesn't matter.
You chose to stay.
It doesn't
even though you were being
matter. He
threatened,
didn't do
and
it.
he chose to stay, even though he was threatened. He is clearly
God, it's like talking to a bunch of
He is
fucking
clearly
kids.
Hey, Andrew. After that, because I went and watched the show. After that, like 3 or 4 minutes later, he literally asked the crowd, "Hey man, should I smack him? Should I smack him, guys? Should I?" And everybody was like, "Hey, chill." He started the situation,
I agree.
and when he was warned, he kept going. The same way Metcalf started the situation.
This is not the
He
same
didn't react
situation,
violently, and
though.
he says, "Don't touch me."
This is
touch
not
me
the
again,
same.
and you do what? And then he touched him again. So
And how
what
did
the-
so here's where it
Yeah.
becomes disanalogous.
Huh?
Where am I escalating?
It's
and
solo like
provoking
you.
the situation rather than de-escalating
He
and
is.
not provoke. Exactly. So if
No,
in
no,
the case,
one sec-
so in
one
the
second,
case,
please.
if he's playing
And
the
Andrew,
role, if he's
Andrew, please,
at some
Andrew,
point,
one
you gotta
second.
let me respond to this.
No, I know, Andrew, but you asked a question, right?
Yeah, but
He
I actually
No, I
have
got
a
you. It's
follow-up to
perfect.
it.
It's like 2 seconds. It's 2 seconds. He escalated the situation, but you were throwing pot shots from that moment until the end of the show. I literally have the transcript where you keep throwing pot
Doesn't
shots
matter.
and talking about that dude and provocate him over and over and
Doesn't
over
matter.
again.
Those
What
are
is the
all
difference?
forms of what I was doing was forms of de-escalation. All of it
Yeah.
was de-escalation.
Shame.
The idea also there was
Yeah.
I was literally in my occupation brought up to make arguments. That's my I wasn't at a football fucking game where I could just walk away from the person. Okay, I was up on a stage. There was 2 sides in which you could get off the stage. Both of them had people in front of them, including Wes Watson's goons on both sides. So I don't know. First of all, you don't even know the facts there. The second problem that you have is even if I were to be the most charitable to this view I possibly could be.
I
look at it
have
objectively.
context now.
If it was the case that I jumped up, because in this scenario, you're utilizing Metcalf is
I do
Watson,
not know who is who.
and I am Kamelo. This is where where you're trying to make the analogous feature. And it's like, that's fair enough. But the distinction is that I did no provocations. I didn't stand up on the fucking stage. I didn't call the audience a bunch of pussies. I didn't say, if you don't do anything, you're a little bitch. I didn't do any of that shit.
Yeah.
None of it. I did not escalate the situation. I de-escalated. Well, I have transcripts here that say opposite, at least according to at least according to eyewitness testimony. And by the way, with me, there's no chance that you could mess up eyewitness testimonies. Went out to millions of people.
Sure, but what you said is, I didn't have a choice. Yes, you did. I was surrounded by goons. So was he. He was on the opposing tent that has none of his friends, that is all the other people engaging into a person that is bigger than him. First, you use look at the size difference. It's the same size difference or even worse when it comes to them. I was surrounded by
demonstrated that.
If you were on an hostile environment, so was he. He was not on his tent. He was not with his school.
And who's making the claim to the opposition? Even if it was the case that he felt that he was in a hostile environment, that doesn't mean that he was. I didn't feel that I was in a hostile environment. I felt like he was a hostile person in that environment.
Yeah.
And perhaps some of his goons were too. The second point of the claim here, though, is that everything that I did was de-escalation. Had I gone over to Wes Watson and provoked him and done this and that, and by the way, had a gun where I shouldn't have and things like this, I'm sure the outcome would have been very different. This kid was not allowed to have a knife at the school. He was not allowed to pull it out.
Exactly.
He was not allowed to stab him. They weren't allowed to fight. They weren't allowed to do this.
Fantastic. I promise. It's the last thing.
It was an argument.
I went back and looked at the
same
transcript.
as a fight.
You said that dude was a jailbird. You said that he was raped in prison. Sorry, YouTube. You said after this dude literally tried to attack you and says, should I slap him?
Yelling's not going to make you sound smart, dumbass.
You talk about his bald head. You said he was a jailbird. You said that he was raped in prison. You said that his veins are popping out of his head because he doesn't have no hair. You escalated the situation.
Nope. Here, I'll prove it to you. I will prove it to you. If you watch the video and you watch the back and forth,
all right, let's watch this.
It was actually only when I started to talk smack back that he calmed down. That was it. That was when he actually calmed down. Is when I was when I said some shit back to the guy. But I never made a provocation towards him. I didn't get in his face. He didn't come and get in my face. If he had, maybe the situation would have become very different. But I still would have moved towards de-escalation. And I was fully allowed under my rights in the state of Florida to have a firearm in that open arena. I would not have been at a school, especially not a public event. And a public event like that is not a place where you're going to take a weapon unless it's the case that you think there's going to be some type of trouble. Generally speaking, that's what the association is going to be. So he was violating the law under multiple terms. The situations were not analogous at all, not to mention the fact that he was there for a sporting event. I was brought up on stage to make arguments aggressively, which is what people often invite me on their panels and on their shows to do.
Or at least people don't understand. They don't get it.
Sure. So, hey, fantastic. Who got on who face?
Oh my god.
Also Metcalf got in Carmelo's face. That's what I was going to ask you about because you said
hey, fantastic. It's just so
it's like, yo, dude, can you agree with my hypothetical?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is pointless.
Anthony was you. He was you.
Anthony. So yes, that's what I was going to ask. So that's what I was going to ask too. So even though
did I jump up and call everybody a bunch of pussies? Say everybody here is a bunch of
no. We're not going to do that. One second. Let's not use the semantic shit. He only jumped up because a 6'2", 200 and something pounds got in his face. First rule of a man: if somebody gets on your face and he's confrontational, you have to jump up and stand up. You're not going to be seated there waiting for somebody to clock you. What is jumping up? No, please, 1 second, friends. What is jumping up, Andy? Why are you mentioning that? What is jumping up?
You remember how I didn't jump up?
No, you remained seated. Because he didn't
come to your fight.
Because I was de-escalating.
Patty, let me have it. So again, Andrew, this is what I'm saying too, right? So let's say this plays out the way that it played out, to where Wes, who isn't that bigger than you unless you're like a midget. Wes, I just looked it up. I already knew he was a little fella from just looking at him and understanding him. He might be a little wide. He's 5'8", bro.
No, he's
5'8". How tall are you?
That's not true.
It is true.
He's
He's
not
5'8".
5'8".
I literally just Googled it.
Brother,
I've seen him
brother, I'm
compare-
5'8". That guy was not
Actually,
5'8".
I just don't believe you.
No,
Prove
no,
it.
in fact,
Wait,
I'm
wait,
saying-
wait, wait, Ali, 1 second, Ali. Wes
I'm giving
Watson
the mic
is
back to, no, I'm giving it back to Fantastic.
no, Ali. Wes Watson is officially 5'8". Both
Yeah,
on.
look, I've
Yes.
seen him
130
compare other size
pounds,
men that I knew
130
were like
pounds.
6 feet
Yes.
tall, and I see he's a small guy. He's small, wide, and loud.
What
So
is your
unless-
source? What is your source for this official
I
document?
just Googled it. The dude has been interviewed, I don't know how many times in documentaries and prison stuff and so on and so forth, bro. I'm pretty sure we were to pull up his
Okay, then
mugshot,
tell me the
it would
source
tell
for the
you.
Google.
Okay, well, I don't know, bro. Just
You don't know,
Google
so I'm
Wes
just supposed to
Watson
take your
mugshot.
fucking word
Dude, the
for it.
boondoxing.
Again, listen, Andrew, let's not do this, bro.
No, let's
not
do
What?
run.
this. I want
The
to know.
N-word
I want to
moment?
know the specifics.
So I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this.
After you
Andrew.
answer my question, you can ask one. What
well,
is
no,
your
no,
source?
no, I've already answered
What
it.
is
And I'm
your
gonna ask, how
source?
tall are you? How tall
What
are
is
you?
your source?
How tall?
I'm 6
Google.
foot. What is your source?
Okay, so that's even worse. If you're 6 foot, that means you're bigger than him.
No, that would mean I'm taller than him, not bigger than him.
So
And then
taller,
the
bigger,
second,
whatever.
The second
That means
thing,
your
the
size
second-
would be more
the second-
comparable.
the second
a
thing-
5'8" man versus a 6 foot man is comparable, bro.
prove he's
Regardless of weight.
5'8".
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Don't worry,
You're
Fantastic.
all
I'm
gonna
working on
work
it.
on it together.
This is
to try to prove
so-
this thing
No,
that you
no,
just
it's
said
not
was
together.
established?
No.
He got to. In fact, he got to prove it too, though. So what's your
Yeah, so
source?
prove it.
Andrew. No, you too, Andrew. Since he got to prove
It's
it,
not
you
his
gotta prove
burden to prove
too,
it.
You got to
It's
bring
not
your
my
sources.
fucking claim. Why would I
Yeah,
have to
it's
prove
not his
it?
burden.
No, you claim
You
that
can't
you
say
were-
someone. No, you say he.
It's
got-
not his
you
burden,
claim
dude.
that he wasn't short. He wasn't 5'8". He
Yes.
wasn't this.
5'8".
If this motherfucker made the claim, it's his burden to claim it.
And he
To
was
prove
not
the
that
burden,
much shorter
not
than
him.
I am.
He doesn't give a shit.
Okay.
So he is shorter than you.
Carmelo's 5'11".
I think so.
1 inch
Yeah.
difference. That's ooh.
All right, and if you're
Yeah.
6 feet tall, that's a 4-inch difference, bro.
You know, that's like 5'10", 5'11".
It's practically the same.
I don't know.
No,
if
it's
you, I
not.
don't know if you can do math,
Look
but that's like
touch
2
your head.
inches.
All right,
That's
hold on,
2
hold on.
inches, bro.
So, Andrew, do us a favor. Do us a favor.
Yeah.
You're stopping at your hairline. Stop at the top of your skull. Your hairline and your
that would
skull are
be-
not the same thing.
These
One
people
second,
don't.
friends.
these people
So
don't-
I went and Googled little quick, and there's like a video literally talking about
Yeah, but he's all.
Wes Watson
He's
and
all-
another dude, and the dude clearly like the first thing he
He's not
said
taller, but
in
he's
the
still
video
bigger.
is, "Oh, 6 foot? I can look over you." So we clearly below 6 foot. He's might be 6
Nobody
foot
made
8.
the claim he
Matter,
wasn't
Patty. He
below
admitted
6
it. He
foot. In
admitted that
fact,
he's
that's my
taller than
claim.
him.
He's
No,
not 6 foot.
No, that's
said
what you
this.
do. For
He
example,
said it
when Donald
himself.
Trump says I'm 6'3", you compared him with other people that say they are
This
6'3",
is not
6'4",
proof.
6'1".
This is not
It's not
evidence.
proof. Hey,
Okay,
man, you
so-
got it.
so
Yeah,
let's-
I know.
so
He's 5'8".
let's
That's
meet
the
in the middle,
specific
but so we don't
claim.
get lost in them.
Yeah, go ahead, Fantastic.
Like, if you guys don't want to watch it anymore, I'm gonna keep watching. You guys, you can just lurk if you want. I understand, but it's very entertaining to me to show and demonstrate how fucking stupid these people are.
Let's say, what do you want to say? 3 inches, 2 inches? If you want to say that,
Probably 2 inches, yeah.
2 inches. All right. So no one sees Wes Walker or whatever his fucking name is.
I'll let you know when we
being
end.
this huge disparity in size of where you're at a disadvantage.
You are
okay?
out of your fucking mind. People didn't watch that video and see the distinction in size, muscle mass, everything else.
Yes.
And think that
Yes.
that
You
guy
don't see the distinction
wasn't
between
way
Austin
fucking
and
bigger than
Kamelo?
Well, again, man,
Wes is
maybe we got different eyes
stronger.
because
Doesn't matter
I'm a real
height.
big person in real life, so he's small
You
to
gotta
me.
be kidding me.
What
You
does
a
that have to do
pussy.
with anything?
Oh, now he's
You
gonna
are
call him
not
a
making
pussy. Wow, what a
him and you.
oh my
You're
god.
making
Well, no,
a
I'm making a
him and
comparison of what
me.
most
So
men.
what?
I'm telling you, and I'm just giving you my perspective. I don't think
This
most
is
men
so
looked
funny,
at that
dude.
thing, and I remember. Now I didn't see it when you guys did it live, but shortly after you guys did it, I was like, okay, this dude is like he's a roid head, but he's not really big. He's not big for real. He's
Doesn't
not like
matter.
Larry Wheels.
And
He's
look,
big for his size.
I'm guessing in comparison to you, I'm also probably not very big,
Yeah,
but we're
very
not
small.
we're not making a comparison of me to you. We're making a
Yeah,
comparison
I
of
understand.
me
it. I'm
to
saying
Wes
most
Watson.
Men, I'm saying looking at
Most
you,
there's
you know,
no
you
human being on planet Earth who's going to look at the disparity, size difference between me and Wes Watson.
Thank you, Rachel.
and
Thank you,
think
Rachel.
in
W,
any
Rachel.
fucking world that guy is not way fucking bigger than I am.
So how
May
the
not be
fuck you doing
taller.
that with Austin and fucking Carmelo?
They're never gonna remember
then?
this. They're not even gonna
How are
read
you
that.
able to do
Oh,
that?
it's so frustrating,
I
bro.
So
never
either way it
claimed
goes.
that he
So
wasn't
either way it
bigger.
goes.
What are you
So
talking
either way
Yeah,
it
that
goes,
goes
no,
analogous.
no,
Andrew was not in a
let's
place
move
he wasn't
forward.
supposed to
Make it
be
better.
until. Yeah,
I
exactly.
got you.
It's all
Either way it goes,
analogous.
it still supports the roles that we've said. You accepted yourself to be Carmelo, right? You're making him out to be Austin Metcalf. You claimed and you said, and I was actually trying to give you bail or give you an out in this, but being that you want to just staunchly stick to it and say that he's so much bigger than you, this literally lines up the same way.
I want to
So
the bathroom
where
real quick.
you have
That's
an
not in
abuse.
dispute. That's not the point
Okay,
that
right.
are in
Cool.
dispute.
Well, I'm just walking it down so everybody understands that we both agree now, right? And it's not about a dispute. So that people that are watching, how many tens of thousands of people you got watching, and the whole audience understands we're on the same page, right? And we're moving on from there.
That's
Correct,
not
fair,
what
right?
the argument is about.
I'm not saying this argument. I said we're just level setting that
Then what
everybody
is the
understands this is
relevancy
premise
of
we
it
move
if
forward
it's not
for.
part of the argument?
Okay, well, again, I don't know how many times I gotta say it, so I won't say it again. Again, it's for the audience purposes, not me and you. But either way,
The
right?
audience needs to know shit that's not relevant to the argument. Why?
Well, no, they need to understand that we have the proper understanding of the scenario and the argument. Is all I'm saying. Okay.
Nobody's
So the
confused
argument
about
is
the
that
argument,
you have
dude.
accepted, well, brother. You don't have to filibuster, man. You don't like being cut off, but you keep cutting people off, and I'm
Go
not.
ahead,
You're
then
doing the
interrupt,
same
Fantastic.
shit. Come on.
I'm
No,
not.
it's
I'm not
fine. Go
doing
ahead,
the same
Fantastic.
shit.
You're interrupted.
I'm
You
not.
got it.
Yeah. So as I was saying, so this literally lines up the same way, and this is why Fatty pulled it up, because you did the same thing that people are mad at Kamelo for doing in essence, right?
No.
So regardless of what I say, I can talk shit all day, right? I can call you all kinds of pussies. I can call you all kinds of whatever.
Mhm.
I can call you whatever the fuck I want to call you.
Yeah.
If you walk over to me,
Mhm.
you have now made it physical, which you don't get to fucking touch me over words, correct?
Yeah, that's usually a crime. Correct.
All right, I'm back, guys.
All right, great. So now that we agree. So
Mhm.
no matter how many pussies and how many whatever the fuck you trash you ass, Austin decided, and this is his error in the whole situation, to walk over and make physical contact with somebody. So now you being, let's say this plays through, would you have shot? Would you think you have
Rachel,
shot
please.
Wes Walker hypothetically had he walked up to you on that stage after you had warned him? Now, hey, I got a gun. I'm in the state of Florida.
Did Carmelo Anthony warn him that he had a knife?
Well, yes, he did.
One day I'm going to
Wait,
show you
that's
guys the
that's
debate between
hold on.
Rachel and somebody else.
What
You guys
that's what I'm
will
saying.
be impressed.
So that's what people are arguing. That's your
Actually, I already showed
premeditation
you one.
argument, correct?
Where did he warn him he had a knife?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He didn't warn him exactly that he had a
Oh,
knife.
Okay.
Exactly.
He warned. Hold on. Well, let me finish, bro. He warned him that he had something in his bag. And to your point, since we're going to this transcript, Austin, it was said that Austin said you don't got nothing in that bag. And then I think that's where the whole find out thing happened, correct?
Who cares?
No.
Correct.
I don't think that's the correct course of events.
Correct.
Is it
On the
so? So
timeline.
correct me. So I'm not being facetious. So correct us into how that played out. Then correct us and show us what it is, because I'm familiar with the transcripts. I was using CBS transcripts,
Mhm.
and one of the testimonies said that's what was said between the two parties.
What specifically?
That you don't have anything in that bag,
Mhm.
and then it was the ambiguous part of this whole thing was either touch me and find out, or try me and find out, or the whole find out aspect of.
So he didn't warn him that he had a knife.
No, well, he didn't. No, he didn't tell him that he had a knife. He warned him that he had something in that bag.
Yeah,
and
but if
as to what was in that bag was a mystery.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so he didn't warn him he had a knife. Why? Because he wasn't supposed to have a knife, right?
Understood.
Yeah. So
Not disagreeing that.
The distinction here is that I
thought this guy
supposed
was
to have a gun.
I thought this guy
And
was
I-
more
it's
reasonable. I
fully
mean, he
within
seems
my,
like the most reasonable out of everybody,
legal
but yeah,
rights
I
to
was
express to a
disappointed with
person
him.
that if you
Well,
attack a person who's armed,
hold on. See,
that
now,
you're going
my
to
bad.
that bad things are going to happen to you. Yes, of course.
bad. I didn't want to cut you off. My bad. Were you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. So this is where people get the argument, right? So now we have legally, and this was also testimony given by the police officer, Kamelo was able to have the knife. He was not supposed to because of school policy,
Obviously.
but legally he could possess the knife.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but he couldn't legally possess if he was on school grounds, right?
Exactly.
No. If that was the case, it would have been illegal. When they asked the police officer, school policy does not
The establishment.
override
Okay.
legality.
Actually, that makes sense to me. Okay.
Okay. So and again, I'm still and listen, I'm just arguing the case in point we have here, right?
Yeah.
So my question to Andrew is, okay, Andrew says whatever, has it back
Odie.
and forth.
What are you
to
doing?
Fatty's
What are you doing,
point, and
YouTube, my guy?
saying, hey, it was just innocent banter back and forth. Well, I don't say innocent, just friendly back and forth banter, jokes, so on and so forth. Wes walks over to fucking Andrew and grabs him up, yokes him up on fucking stage after Andrew told him, hey man,
When he
I'm
acts,
strapped.
yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Andrew motherfucking shoots him right in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew dies. Is Andrew
You
wrong?
mean West died?
I'm sorry, yeah, Wes. Yeah. Well, no, you're Andrew. Andrew and Kamelo are one's the same. So Andrew shoots Wes right in the chest because Wes walked up to him.
Then
after
Wes
he
would be
warned
the
him
one
now.
who dies, not Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew wouldn't die.
Yeah, but that's what you said. That's why I was saying you mean Wes dies.
West. Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. West Dodge. You're correct. And I don't think all white people look the same. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got hair. You got hair. He don't got hair. I'm not, not whatever. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. So
maybe
West
we do
walks
all
over
look the
to
same.
Andrew.
I don't know.
West walks over to Andrew, yokes Andrew up on live fucking television after he said, "Hey man, listen, I got this." And what does Andrew do from that point? If Andrew shoots West in the chest and kills him, is Andrew justified? Yeah. Okay.
Now, when you say
you say
he's yoked up, though, what does that mean? That he came over and he shoved me in the shoulder and I pulled out my gun and shot him, or does that mean he actually attacks me?
Well, that's another thing, Andrew. That's another thing that's I won't say a discrepancy or ambiguous, but some people said it was a push. Some people say it was a lineman push as to where he grabbed him and pushed him at the same time. So that's what I'm saying. Either way I go, let's just go with a seriously
nobody
aggressive
cares,
push, right?
fatty.
Let's say it's seriously aggressively
Yeah, I
pushes you
think
on
if
the
I had
shoulder.
shot him just because he shoved me on the shoulder, I don't think that I would have gotten
Nice
away
flex,
with
buddy.
that. I think that would not have been justified.
You want to donate
under
those
the law.
fucking $8 to the model?
We would agree there. And like I said, that's more so where we would agree to where even and that's what people don't understand about stand your ground defenses, right? I don't think anybody's going to think that your life was threatened and you instantly shoot somebody from a push.
Correct.
Right. So,
I agree.
that's why I'm trying to walk this down and get to the point of whatever. Had he wailed on you,
I
and
don't think, yes, if he had wailed on me and started doing something like that and I shot him, then it would have been fine.
Yeah, but even in that's why I wanted to walk this down the way we were doing it, because I live in Florida, and I don't know if people remember a case that happened.
That has
down here
much
where,
better. But by the way, Florida, I think, has better stand your ground laws than Texas.
Oh
does.
yeah, way better than Texas. Yeah.
So that's a whole different thing. Like Texas,
so
for
if
instance,
you get
only
found-
recently got the constitutional carry, and it still has all sorts of caveats when it comes.
Police
to
reports
stand your
say West
ground.
is
And Florida
6'1".
is like, I mean, you could,
he's not
maybe
5'11".
in Florida, if you did just touch somebody, it could be.
Unless it's just a red herring.
But I don't think that that's the case there even.
No, I was trying to. So that's the story I was trying to say, and I was trying to get rid of this, and I'm gonna land. I'm gonna move on. Somebody to come up. People think stand your ground is a very, very strong defense when it's really, really not. More people lose stand your ground cases than win them, and it's not. It's cut as dry. It's not people think stand your ground is a permission to kill a motherfucker if they touch you.
Just using.
Carmelo was. Oh, okay. I understand. Okay.
Almost always. It's almost always a better idea to
about
avoid
Carmelo?
all circumstances in which you will have to de-escalate them as quickly as possible.
And that hypothetical was so confusing.
I don't think that these situations are analogous. I'm not here to argue about whether or not self-defense isn't appropriate or that people shouldn't be able to defend themselves. I'm a big believer that people should be able to defend themselves. Big believer that people should be able to carry guns, right? It's the knife itself, even I wouldn't even say is an issue. If you say legally they're allowed to carry it because it's a 2-inch folding knife or something like this, fine, that's fair enough too. But that really doesn't have any merits to do with the case of escalation followed by stabbing in the chest region. And I think that
when does escalation start?
Hang on. I think that
hang
on, dude. I'm almost done, and then you can go.
Yeah, he's throwing out words
I got you,
because
I'm
you guys are so fucking low IQ.
Yeah, so I mean, ultimately, when we walked it through, it sounds like you and I agree more than we disagree. Ultimately,
let me just show this before we go. And the ladies, I'll have a different question for y'all because we need to move to the
ladies
second part of this. Okay, just to make sure it was booked and he's 5'8".
What?
Okay. Wes Watson was booked. Somebody said the police, so we went and find out.
Okay, take out that goddamn fucking sticker out of the face. What it?
And he's 5'8", so we were kind of on the right track with that. Let me bring the ladies up.
This is so disingenuous.
Next, this is my question for you, ladies. Okay, second part of
this.
the show.
Nah. This is such
on the second hour, third hour of the show. Okay, so we don't lose momentum.
Somebody look him up right now.
The second question.
Somebody look up the height of this motherfucker.
Ali, you go after them. Okay, if it's possible.
It's a waste of time. Still.
So, was the verdict racially motivated?
Yeah, it was probably
your opinion.
Shoes and
I need you, SH, Smell the Roses, Ali, King Riches, and Taz to actually answer this, and then Andrew piggybacks on what y'all say.
What do you mean? I won the entire exchange.
Do you guys
what
think that the verdict was racially motivated?
Let's start with part of that exchange that I lost,
and then
so
bring the
I don't know
fellas
what you're
up.
talking
They can't hear him right now. He's stuck talking to us right now.
My research is still fairly new, but I do see that the whole jury was white. There was no black.
No! Oh my God! You just draw 2 points.
It was
Asians.
There was
you just draw
no
2
black
points
people
in
there.
whether or
There
not
was
I fuck you.
Asians and some some
Oh,
Latinos.
sorry, there was no
Muslims, Asians,
yeah,
it
no
wasn't all
black
white.
people in the jury. That's what I meant to say.
I'm sorry, that was
Right.
very
No
promiscuous. I'm
black
sorry.
people in the jury.
Just
So,
the entire jury was
yeah, I
white.
believe
Ugh,
that
come
could play
on.
a part in the racial aspect of the case. Yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah, there wasn't a single part of that exchange.
Smell the
Yeah,
roses?
nothing.
Not one.
I actually agree with SH
They was
on
white,
this
bro, and we was
one.
kings.
I think that we have enough data and technology these days to ensure that the jury actually represents the community that they're in. So, you know, if it's how whatever the
Motherfucker, doesn't matter what
demographic
the
is
jury, what color the jury
stacked
I
out
know
was.
when I'm
there
on the
in
other end of
whatever
a losing
county that they're
argument,
in, that
and
should
that
have
wasn't
been
one
what
of
the
them.
jury represented.
It doesn't
So
matter if
when
they're
you don't
I also
white.
just don't really care.
represent,
A lot of them are
when you don't
fucking
have that
woke
kind
as
of
shit. They're
representation
activists
in the
also.
jury
Just gonna prattle
pool,
about shit.
then you open
they're
yourselves
correct.
up for people to say that it is racially motivated.
Oh my
Ali, please
God.
answer. Oh, damn, Ali got the babies. Tess, do you think that this was racially motivated? The
Oh,
verdict.
God,
You're
this
muted,
is-
Tess.
Well, like I was saying earlier,
Oh,
the
I do not have
defense
enough
is not
tostadas to enjoy
adequate,
this.
to my belief, and so I don't believe that the jury saw a case that would actually give him a better verdict. The defense that I saw was definitely a guilty verdict. It was not a manslaughter. It was not a not guilty. It was a guilty verdict. So, no, I don't think the defense was adequate enough for us to even get to the conversation about the jury.
King Riches.
I think that it's actually ridiculous that there was no
Asking by its
black
logic of escalation, the using weapons should shall the
on
bill be
jury. I think
convicted.
that,
Different
it
answer,
would have
different,
been,
completely
more
different
balanced and fair
scenario.
to have black jurors on that panel. So I think that it just wasn't going to be a balanced and fair situation, especially with all the racial tensions that we see in society now. I think that it would have been a smarter move to have like
that's
more
probably
diversity
correct.
on the jury panel.
Wearing
to be
shoes
honest.
to raise his height, that makes sense to me.
Wait, really?
Let me,
Wait, really?
yeah, let me just say this, right?
Oh, boy.
Because based on what I'm hearing, I do believe
Or maybe
that,
I'm 5'11"
you
and
know,
a half.
representation should be had.
Maybe I'm
But I
5'11"
don't
and a half.
know
5'11"
or
and
if
3/4.
anybody can answer this question. If there was black representation based on how the evidence presented itself with this case, would it have changed anything?
Well, that's what I'm saying. No.
Is that a question to you?
Yeah, I'm saying it's to everyone, but I don't think it would have changed the
boy.
verdict. I don't think it would have affected it.
Here we
It's
go.
speculative. I have no idea.
And SH, we have a lot of cases where a black jury or a white jury or the jury, like they like the I don't want to bring like old cases, but black people are biased too, right?
They
The
are.
O.J. Simpson, kind of everybody think he's guilty, so but it was a get back. Hey man,
Yeah, but
right?
Fatty, even more importantly, again, I don't
Wait a
think
minute.
that just real quick.
The glove didn't fit. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
of
and
course.
then that old black lady snitched. Smell the roses. She snitched, man. She snitched. She said it was a get back verdict, man. She snitched. She told a lie, man. She told the truth. But no, so Fatty, even more importantly, right? There was a more recent case here. One just a few weeks before this one in South Carolina with the child case. And the
I
child
knew he was
case
gonna go
had
there.
5 black jurors on it that found the man not guilty. And then to me, that was more clear cut a murder case where a kid gets shot in the back while running away. Right, firearm or not, I didn't believe the case of the son's account of him having the gun pointed at him, you know. But clearly that one, and then you have 5 black jurors that somehow found the man, the
How many
Chinese
viewers are
man
that
not
right now?
guilty for shooting
But
the boy
wait
in
a
the back.
minute. Fantastic.
Still 10K.
5 FBA
Still 10K.
black people or
What? Oh, come on.
What?
Hold on.
What does that mean?
Are these white people from Ireland or are they from Kentucky?
Well, what is
Where
that?
are these white people from? Come on.
Being
Does
that
anyone tell me what
That's
FBA means?
relevant. That's relevant. Fantastic.
What
Because
does that
you say
mean?
you're not down with it.
I haven't.
But
What are they talking about?
If we look this up and it comes to find out that everybody from an island
It makes roses. It makes no sense because when white people are on that jury, you don't ask them if they are German, if they are Englishmen, if they no you don't. 1 second, no you don't. Nobody wants to know.
We don't have to. We
No,
don't have to because they already stick to a code.
Respectful.
Can you just tell me what that is?
It's foundational Black American cheese.
Yeah, I know.
These people are Americans, descendants of slaves, and all, or if
immigrants.
or if they are immigrants.
Yeah, ethnicity means nothing in the face of nationality.
And that's ridiculous because Donald Trump is the descendant of Germans. And nobody cares. Who cares?
She's not being super serious, Fatty. She's just asking a question.
It's a joke because it's his talking point. Like, relax.
She wasn't being super duper serious. And just for people's context, I looked at.
I apologize.
She was joking, but no.
So because I'm a foreigner, my bad.
That was a predominantly black city, also by the way. It was 47% black, and then everything else, everybody else. So it was a predominantly black county, a predominantly black area. The 5 black jurors, a combination of black men and women. I don't know the ratio, but it was
almost equal representation. In other words,
yeah, that somehow find a man guilty with those things. But to the point, that black defense lawyer did a damn good job for that Chinaman. So I mean, hey.
No, so I wanted to say earlier. So I saw a super chat that came in that said that in Texas it doesn't matter, because my question was, did we know that he woke up that morning thinking that he was gonna delete somebody?
No, it's clearly not like the premeditated. I have a manifesto and I'm going to do this to this person. Right. It was premeditated. The only way that you can say it's premeditated is he warned them about it. He said,
"This doesn't matter.
You're going to see what it is." Which kind of, if he didn't say it, I think it would sway people towards his side.
What a waste of fucking time!
Because he warned him about it, people are saying that him saying that he will do something if he touch him again shows intent, shows that he was going to do it if something happened. So I think it changed a little bit.
After the statement, do it again and see what happens.
Yes.
That's where the premeditation comes in. Because Andrew is saying that he was going to he knew after that moment that he was going to stab him in the heart. I don't know if I agree with that part, but
oh my god, my feelings.
Here in Georgia, the law is we do definitely have the death penalty. The crime was committed after he was 17, so he would have that would have been off of the table. But as far as like.
Okay.
Here, this has happened in so many times.
I'm going to mute this chick for a second.
Thank you.
I am bringing you awesome entertainment. Now give me my fucking money, because I've been wrecking these morons all fucking night.
He's gonna grip, dude.
Been enjoying it.
He's gonna grip.
Give me my money. Give me my money.
That has to do with why he was so buffed up. I wish he would have made a better decision that day. I wish both of them would have made better decisions that day, but I don't think he should have gotten the death penalty. By
the way, I don't like these screens. I don't like these monitors at all. I think they're a waste of money, a waste of time, a waste of electricity. Does anyone feel the same way? Like what is the point of this? Oh, that's for okay. Yeah. But still, all that shit is so excessive. It's so stupid. I don't need it. So dumb. Here's the Majin Buu figurine over here.
Anyway. Such racial epithet, and you'll see what happens. But if people are getting into his space and doing something to him, I believe that he has the right to defend himself. I'll be the first person to say, just because somebody, like a person comes to you, and this is again the story about consistency. If you can get offended by words when people call you a racial slur or something like that, that is going to bother you, and you say, I'm going to do something. What is the difference between we grown 30 years old and 40-year-old man doing that shit and a 17-year-old doing that shit? Be consistent.
Fatty, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Did you say Myron is streaming this?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so Myron, if you're streaming this, you hear me. stick around after the panel is done, I'll send a raid over to your channel. I think we got like
Oh.
11 or 12,000
Right.
people watching.
Myron's watching this, dude.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for that. And Myron, send me an invite to Fresh and Fit. I'm broke. I don't have $10,000.
You're never gonna get on Fresh and Fit, bro. I'm joking. I'm kidding.
No, Andrew, it's
I'm
fine.
joking,
'Cause-
bro.
no,
Stop
it's fine.
grifting,
You
dude.
were where I were, Andrew, 3 years ago. So I have a hope that my untouchable empire be as good as your crucible.
I'm just
one
joking
day.
with you, brother.
Thank you very much. No, don't worry about it.
I put in a recommendation, like I've been on these panels
He's
before.
not joking. He
but
always drinks.
Andrew, let me lose some weight first, because
I'm pretty sure Myron will probably do it.
Like bloated, you see what I'm saying?
Looking like me?
Yes. I don't want nobody to call me fat fuck.
Yeah,
I go with
look like
fantastic.
me?
Yes.
I've been losing a lot of weight for that exact reason. But anyway.
Yeah, he's been fasting.
I'm going to move it to this because this is kind of like the controversial part of the show.
What's this?
Okay. Jeff Metcalf, the dad of the kid that was deleted, he had some very harsh words after the verdict was done. Okay. I think I clip it a little good so we don't get like it's TOS friendly. It's a very short clip.
All right, let's see it.
Then I want to ask a question to all the panelists, and then we read the super chats and we expand the conversation to the rest of the folks.
Card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. He's the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy I was trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you, the boys? So if you want to talk about stolen land, yeah, that starts here. We were here before y'all were. They took all our land.
Oh, God.
Put us on a reservation.
It's
They
not a
just brought you guys
slur,
over on
but
a
it
boat.
can be.
Works for you? Hey, man, that's your gig. Cool. Doesn't bother me until you bring it in my lane.
A
You bring your shit in my
watermelon
lane,
might say
I'm gonna run your fucking ass over. You understand that?
So, watermelon felon. The last formal question before we actually talk about what we want to talk, and I'll give you the open mic, is Jeffrey Metcalf
who's this guy?
a racist? Right?
Is that the
this has
father?
A bunch of racial components, and he said very harsh things about black people, black fatigue, watermelon, something, all that. My question, and I wanted to start with Andrew and then Taz goes right afterwards. Do y'all believe that his dad is a racist? Go ahead, Andrew, you have the floor.
Might be now after seeing the reaction to all of this stuff from a lot of the prominent online black community. It wouldn't actually surprise me if he was, but I wouldn't attribute the word specifically to racism. And let me give you my reasoning for why. The guy would be honestly extraordinarily distraught. And I usually don't hold.
So that has to be the father of his son. Like
when they're emotionally distraught, especially after the loss of a child, when they feel like there's been injustices against them. Oftentimes they lash out. So I wouldn't attribute the word specifically to racism or even racialism, honestly.
Tez, do you think that his dad was racist?
Oh yeah, it's quite obvious he's racist, and I mean it's actually sad because that level of racism that he operates within is why his son is dead. Maybe if he didn't teach that level of racism and operate with that level of bigotry, he wouldn't be in the sad state he's in now. But because he taught that level of racism, hatred, bigotry to his children, now his son's dead and everyone is
minimize the grief that he feels.
Do you have any proof that he taught his son's bigotry and racism?
Yeah.
Or are you just making that up?
Yeah, you making it up?
Well, usually that's what happens, right?
Well, I don't want it usually. Do you have it? You made the claim.
I'm just telling you what usually happens.
Yeah, can you tell me? So you have no evidence for that? You just made it all up.
Yeah, fathers teach their sons.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
You have a
that's
son?
not any evidence whatsoever.
You have a son?
You have
a
that's
son?
irrelevant. Irrelevant.
It's called empirical.
That's
Do you
not
know what
that would be the
empirical
opposite of
evidence is?
empirical.
It's not empirical at all. It's all
Yeah,
subjective.
we
Oh
can
my
sit here and
god,
talk
dude.
right now as fathers. Would you like to?
Bro, get this guy off the panel, bro. He's so fucking stupid.
Racism. Besides, you just made it up. What is the
The
data?
history of racism. The history
It's not even
of
like,
racism.
no, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's not even
Nothing. Has nothing to do
It
with
has
whether or
everything
not
to
he
do
taught
with
his child to be
bad.
racist. What's your proof?
It has
of that?
everything to do with the question you just asked.
What's the proof he taught his kid to be racist, dude? Do you have any or not?
The generations of white people teaching their dead children about racism.
Does every
and
white
now,
person do that?
Now, every time this happens, you're going to pretend like these children are innocent, like they ain't starting shit with black kids. He's dead because he walked up and put his hand on a black child. Now we hear his dad, and there's no reason to assume he didn't get that shit from him. The levels of entitlement that he operates with, the way he talks as if someone owes him something, the way he talks as if it's not his son's fault, the way he's able to blame everyone else for what his son did. Yeah, I'm assuming that his son got that entitlement from him. It's an assumption.
No, he didn't. You have no proof.
Made it up.
No, it's not. It's not made up. It's an assumption. I just told you.
Yeah, you assume.
Yeah, it's an assumption. That means it's made up. You fucking retard.
For that.
But there's no reason ever for me to offer.
So fathers don't instill anything into their children.
Reason for me.
Ain't you one of them red pill goofies?
No reason.
I don't know your content, but I'm like, what the hell happened?
One second, Tess.
so angry, dude.
1 second, Tess. If you make a statement, let him answer. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Andrew.
no, I'm not a red pillar. I'm a Christian ethicist. That's one. The second thing is that if you offer up zero evidence for a claim and literally say it's just an assumption, there's actually no reason for me to engage with that with an argument, because that in and of itself is not an argument. It's a vibe. You're just vibing out. Yeah, he taught his son racism. How do I know that? Because I don't know, because I made the shit up. That's it. That's all you got. Do you have any actual evidence of it at all?
I'm not in their household, so I'm not going to pretend like there would be evidence of it. Like I told you, the evidence is the
Switch not empirical, so shut up.
Passing down racism to their children for generations, which is why it's still here. You as a white man, you're incapable of telling the truth about it. So now you want to make it seem like racism comes out of nowhere. No, it's passed down from generation to generation. And that's what he did with his sons.
Yeah, so is abolition. That's passed down from generation to generation. All those white folks who were at the spearhead of abolishing slavery.
This guy is so like
where they never had done it in the East. The transatlantic slave trade, for instance, is a great example of this.
He gets agitated so easily.
That it couldn't be a monolith. Not every white person clearly would be passing down racism. Yeah. It would have to be some collective or some small group of
panel.
white people doing this.
He's not there anymore.
How do you provide me the evidence that this particular white person did that?
Oh, never mind. She's back.
This isn't him just being distraught because his son is dead.
But it doesn't matter.
Your answer to that is, I can't. I'm just going to look at the history, condemn all white people. All white people are clearly doing this.
No, we're not going to condemn all. We're not going to condemn all white people. We're condemning him. And once you defend him, then you can receive the same condemnation because you're ignoring obvious racism and masking it with, well, he lost his son. Well, he lost his son because his son played tough guy. His son walked up on somebody else. His son may have been doing that because of the teachings that came from his father. So are you arguing
the
that
teachers!
Don't teach
the teachers! Anything? Let's make this about
what
the teachers.
Oh
my God! Shut up!
That I would be arguing fathers.
Well, it would be sequitur because in Jeff's video that he just played, Jeff attacked black fathers. You do know that, right?
That has no bearing on whether or not
it absolutely does.
Hang on,
if he can attack black fathers and say we're not, but make sure you're answering the question. The man attacked black fathers.
Literally answer the question.
Why can't we question? Right, so make sure
you don't have any evidence he taught his son racism, and that this isn't a response to the fact that a young black guy killed his son. And so he's obviously distraught. That's completely rational and reasonable, and you have no evidence to the contrary.
Bro,
you're just making shit up.
I'm not making anything. He said these things.
Andrew's chat is so livid, bro.
He taught his son racism, do you? Yes or no?
No, there would be no proof. I'm not in their household.
So you're just
I'm not in their household.
So you just made it
I'm not in their household.
So you're making it up.
No, I'm assuming. I'm assuming.
That's making it up.
No, it's going off based off the evidence.
It's making it up, you fucking idiot.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. A regular, normal person does not walk up to another person and push them and say, "Get away from here" for no reason. They don't do that.
Well, first of all, you were in high school just like I was, I'm sure. Kids fought with each other all the time.
Yeah.
Over obnoxious
We're not talking about fighting. We're talking about walking up, pushing somebody, telling them to leave.
Happened
bully
all
tactics.
the time. It happened at
Why was he trying to bully Kamelo?
It happened at lunch tables all over.
I'm asking you a simple question. Why was he trying to bully Kamelo?
I'm trying to answer it.
So please do directly.
I don't think it was bullying. It's confrontation between two young males. Happens constantly, especially in high school.
One of the young males is sitting down. One of the young males is sitting down. The other is standing up and pushing him.
Yeah, it's a very common scene in high schools across the United States.
No, it's not common. That's called.
It's very common.
If the white kid was sitting down, it would be called bullying. Are you aware of the studies and data and statistics that show that black children are treated
pull out the
worse
statistics
in these public schools because of situations like that?
Pull out the chat GPT statistics, bro.
You're going to cite are garbage, and I can point out how. I'll tell you what. Here, let's prove it.
So you'll dismiss all evidence. You'll dismiss. Hey, fam, don't change. Don't try to change what I'm saying. Don't change what I'm saying. I'm not finished with my statement.
You don't have
Stop running.
Just making shit up.
Stop running.
Making more shit
I
up.
have. There are plenty studies to show it. Again, the data's. Hey, relax, because that's not what I'm asking you. What I'm asking you, I don't.
Is it so surprising why Powder is so racist nowadays, or she's just not afraid to be racist? You know what I'm saying?
Of it. Ooh, as long as you're aware. So since you're aware, I'm telling you that it would behoove you. It would be better for you to teach white children to keep their hands off black children, because I'm never going to tell a black child that it's okay to run from a white child bullying him, and you don't seem
then
to
you
have
fail as a
any
father.
issue
You fail as
with
a father.
white child walking up to a black
You
child
failed.
and pushing him. You don't seem to have an issue with that.
I don't understand how you get to the idea that Andrew Wilson thinks is perfectly appropriate for white children to go push black children to push
You
white
haven't
children,
addressed it.
versus the idea that there's escalation which ends in a knife to the chest. That is not how you would even deal with bullying.
Where did the escalation begin?
Stop, man. That's crazy. That's not even how you would deal with bullying.
Where did the escalation begin?
The second portion here that you have to look, regardless of who started it, the escalation, I can point to you the evidence from the transcripts of where there was escalation from Kamelo Anthony.
Of course he would.
One. The second thing is,
where does the escalation begin?
You gotta let me walk through it, and then you can make your counter argument. The second part here, that we're looking at, I ask you, what is the evidence that this guy actually taught racism to his kid because he went on a rant, that cited watermelon felon, this type of shit? What is the evidence that his son getting murdered by a black person, him seeing the
he only said watermelon felon because he's distraught, he's angry, he's sad, he just lost his son.
Him to make a video
so yeah, he's gonna end up being racist.
Versus you saying no, he's just
it's not right, but it is justified.
He always was teaching his kid racism, which you
is he going around killing people?
No evidence for. Then he tried to cite studies. You can't name a single one of them. It's like at some point I need a coherent argument from you, dude.
Right, I've given you multiple.
I understand why it's so hard.
Do not want to deal with. So let me just ask you a direct question. When do you say the escalation starts?
Yeah, so at the beginning of this thing, I would say that the escalation begins the second that there's a confrontation. Now you could say that
let Myron up, bro. Myron will cook these guys. Myron will cook these guys.
I'm not sure that I would call that escalation
100%.
necessarily, but confrontation. Escalation goes when it starts moving into the violence sector, or somebody says, like in the video with me, I'm going to walk over and smack you. That's very, very different than confrontation. So I would say that.
So that's called not answering the question. I'll ask you again. Where does the escalation start? In the scenario given,
the escalation starts when he starts rifling through the bag. That's when it begins to escalate to the next level.
So it's not an escalation when they're asking, "Who are you?"
No, that's confrontation, not escalation.
Okay, so that's not escalation.
Confrontation
for a person who's not bothering you. It's not escalation for a person to walk up and stand over you.
That's confrontation, not escalation.
It's not. No, it's escalation is escalation. Do we need to look up a definition for escalation?
So he's saying confrontation is what happened when he asked him who was he. Escalation would be when he put his hands on him. There's an escalation.
Putting his hands on him or his property.
Right,
things like
that.
Hold on, Taz. Hold on, fam. Please, Taz. Hold on, fam.
My bad. Go ahead.
What is it if someone comes over you says confrontation?
Yeah, confrontation versus escalation.
So then that would contradict what you said about what he did when he went into the tent. He did a confrontation. He didn't do a escalation.
What do you mean?
That would contradict what you're saying. If someone does the confronting and someone comes into the space, it's confrontation, not escalation.
What
That's
do you mean?
What you said.
No, confrontation is the original act. Escalation is everything that brings up. So
everything that brings-
the original act is who are you?
Yes, that would be
Escalation is everything that happens afterwards.
Yes. So the shove, then that would mean Kamelo did the confrontation, and then the Austin did the escalation.
No,
right? When he put his
because
hands on
no, that wouldn't track because
Okay,
the
go ahead.
second it was the case that Kamelo said, you know, like I'm gonna fucking, you know, I got something for you, something like this. That would be considered escalation. We're now outside of confrontation, and we're in the arena of this is going to perpetuate into violence. That's when you get into escalations.
I know.
If I make so if I make a confrontation, to give you an example of this, if I'm confronting you about something, it could get very hostile, but that doesn't mean it'll ever be violent. There's no threats. There's no nothing like this. That could be considered confrontation. Escalation here would be the second there's an introduction of possibility of violence.
Yes, but if I pull, hold on, real quick, Tad. If I pull my gun on somebody, and I feel like they're doing something, is that okay? So that's what I wanted you to say.
That's
so
instantly providing the idea of violence.
So when a cop pulls his gun on somebody, he's escalating the situation, or is he de-escalating?
Well, he could be de-escalating the situation.
Yeah, the
That's
cop is
true, it's
different.
context
The
specific.
cop is very different.
But if you're talking about, I would say that that's out of the arena of just confrontation.
But aren't you being selective when
I would
you say
say
it?
that's. I would say it's.
If
out
someone
of,
breaks,
hang on,
if someone
I would
breaks,
say it's
hold
out
on,
of the
real quick,
arena
Andrew,
of confrontation at that moment.
yes, but you're being selective of when you want it to be escalation or de-escalation. Just like
No,
when
he's
you
not.
responded back to the guy, I don't know what his name is. You said that was de-escalation. But if the kid says, "Touch me and find
I
out,"
said it can be de-escalation.
yeah, no, and I'm saying it can be as well too. If someone breaks into my house and I point a gun at them, that can be de-escalation or escalation, right? If I say, "Hey, get out my house," or "I'm going to shoot you," that's de-escalating. The
Depending on
situation, right?
context,
Cop
yes,
is
it can
different.
be
It's a gun
de-escalation.
Yes.
rules,
So if
response,
nobody
it's
was
just matching
physical
energy.
prior to the
But
shove,
normally-
but he told him, "If you touch me, I'm going to escalate."
Okay, I
then
understand
he
what you're saying.
escalate the situation
No,
by putting his hands on the young boy. So the young boy says,
in that particular context, I'm not saying that Metcalf didn't assist in escalating.
I guess what a cop only does it is because he wants to apprehend the situation.
You are going back and forth, and we're argumentative.
Yeah,
and,
but it wouldn't
and
make
we're
sense
yelling
if they're
at each
like
other. And then I pull a
having
gun on you. Oh no, I say that one more time.
Confrontation.
Am I de-escalating the situation?
Then you're
or am I
escalating.
no. If I tell you do it one more time, you got to a certain place of where my boundary is, and I say you do that one more time, this is what's going to happen. Am I de-escalating?
In that specific context, it would be escalation. It's like a dare at that point.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, it de-escalates. If you don't do it, though, right?
No, that would still be, I would consider that still an escalation in that specific context because that's a dare. So, like an example, if you look at the video with me and Wes Watson, I didn't
Sometimes
say
they're really
say
bad
that
gun
one more
draws are
time and watch what
unnecessarily
happens. What I said to
escalations.
him was,
Okay,
do you
yeah, no,
usually
you're right.
threaten people who are armed in Florida?
I see
right?
that.
The idea here is distinct. Now, if I said, say that again and watch what happens, yeah, that's going to be considerably an escalation by every metric I can think of.
That's not a warning. That's
No,
not
that's-
de-escalation. If
that's
I say,
a- that's an
if
escalation,
Andrew,
yeah.
That's
if me and-
totally a
Andrew,
warning.
it has to be it's de-escalating. I'm telling you, if you get in my space, if you put your hands on me, this is going to go somewhere else because nobody's. Hold on, hold on. real quick.
In some specific context, I could agree with that in some specific context, but in this specific
Yeah,
context,
the framing is important. So saying like, "Hey, man,"
agreed.
So
the
saying, "Hey,
framing's
bro,
totally
leave me
important.
alone." Yeah, saying, "Hey, bro, leave me alone," is not the same as, "Hey, fuck around and find out."
Yeah,
is
exactly.
what we're saying.
FAFO.
That's two
The
different
second you
things.
hit FAFO or something like that.
So warning,
you're-
there are escalatory and de-escalatory warnings. They're both
Fantastic. It's the epitome of it. If I didn't do so, if he didn't touch him first, he said, "Do something and find out." He didn't touch him. He didn't put his hands on him. Right? Hold on. Escalating. Hold on, real quick. Escalating would be he becomes physical. He does something out of the confrontation.
No, I don't
He
agree with
becomes physical
that.
first.
I don't
But you're
agree.
choosing not to agree with it. If me and you are arguing,
Yeah,
and
because
someone
I don't
becomes,
think that definitionally this
Who-
would
if-
hold
who-
up. If
whoever
look,
becomes
here, I'll
phys-
prove it. I'll prove it.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Andrew. I didn't interrupt you. Hold on, Andrew.
Go ahead.
Whoever becomes physical between us is the one who escalates it.
That's not
If
true.
we're arguing, how can you prove that?
Yeah, so I think that just doing a basic consistency check, you would disagree with your own position here, right? So if you say the distinction between confrontation and escalations when we start moving into the physical violence mode, do you agree with that?
Say that one more time.
So when we start moving towards the physical violence mode.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you agree with me that words can incite that? Words can incite
Yes.
violence. Okay.
Yes,
so
I can
then,
agree to you.
So then if you agree with me that words can incite violence, then what you're saying is that in the cases where the words themselves are inciting the violence, that would be considered an escalation. That's the point.
Yes, but the person who puts their hands on the person first escalated a physical altercation, correct? It's one thing for us to be argumentative verbally, but the person who touches the person first escalated a physical
Well, that's
altercation.
a both. Well, now you're in a both and situation.
No, I'm asking you, Andrew.
It's both and.
If we're escalating, our tempers are going up, we're flaring, right?
Yeah.
The person who touches the person first
Fatty,
is
take
the
the back chat.
person.
No,
is the person.
it would be both and. So, like, if I say, "Go ahead, punch me in the face, motherfucker," and then you fucking haul off and punch me in the face, are you saying I didn't escalate that?
No, I said no. You had the possibility of escalating it. You
So
didn't
then-
escalate.
yeah, so
no.
did I
I'm doing what
escalate it
you
or
no.
not?
Your words, Andrew. You believe words matter.
Yeah.
We had two people in our spaces, or one outside the space, that were supposedly escalating each other, but both of them never touched each other. But whoever touched the person first would have physically escalated the situation.
That
So
would
I'm
be,
asking
it would
you,
be both and.
but
both.
nobody touched each other.
They
Nobody
don't- That's
fought.
not the requirement for escalation.
No.
Ali, it's not important because escalation is everything that will aggravate or augment
I
the
agree,
situation.
Fatty. I've already
So
conceded.
if it's words and small things, or if he's punching, which is a massive gas to the fire, all is escalation after the original confrontation.
I agree.
So
And
like
the
versus the couch
level.
meme, yeah.
But
even
in our
more
society,
nuanced.
even in school,
Yeah.
the person who touches the person first is the person they're gonna go to first. He touched him. Like
Yeah,
they might have argued, they might have said
Yeah.
crazy
And by
stuff
the-
to each other.
I'm
We're
not
gonna address the
disagreeing,
person.
But I'm
Ali.
not disagreeing.
And by the way,
with
friends,
that
give me
point.
just 1 second, friends. Everybody's saying that Maro wants to join. I don't know where to send him the link. I put it on
Oh,
Do you, want me
Discord.
to, do
shit.
you want me to text it to
Yeah,
him?
yeah. Please send it.
Shit, bro. Myron's gonna get on
I
this?
sent the link to his show. I sent the link to the IG. I sent
I
the
think
link.
he, I think he was on
Myron,
Discord.
I'm gonna DM the link to you on X, bro.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
No problem.
Myron's gonna be on this?
Let's go back to what
Oh,
we were
God.
talking, right, Ali? What is the importance of the escalation versus confrontation? Like,
This is gonna be, bro. This is huge. One Andrew behind the couch of all these people. Yeah. Yeah. So for context, Myron Gaines, he was a cop. He was a police officer. Unless he still is. So he knows. So he knows all these things.
15 years. Kids can talk to each other crazy all day long. The person who puts their hands on the kid first is the one who's going to get the punishment.
Yeah, but
Not the
we're
person-
not talking about what their policy is. We're talking about what escalation is. And
Yes,
so,
but you.
No, hang
no,
on,
hold on.
hang on,
You
hang on,
use-
hang on, hang on. I just let you go,
But-
man. Let me at
You
least
actually keep
respond.
interrupting, but go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Let me at least respond here. Okay, so in principle, I'm even willing to grant some nuance, and the nuance is that it can even be the case that sometimes verbal threats act as de-escalations. Okay, like for instance, cops in a hostage situation.
they are.
He tells the fucking person, "Get on the ground, or I'm going to shoot you." Right? I think that there's a bit of de-escalation involved there. I don't think that necessarily in that particular context would be considered an escalation. It just depends. It depends on the specific situation and why. Now, when you're talking about escalation itself, you can, if I say to you, punch me in the face right now, motherfucker, and then you do it, I'm considering that I escalated that situation, not
Yeah.
de-escalated it, right? Even though I didn't do anything violent first, you did.
Yeah. Violence.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
but I
before we
think
pass
you're
the
being
point
selective
of
with your discretion.
escalation.
If me and you became in a got
Well,
into
it's
a
a
physical
selective discretion.
if me and you got into a physical altercation and I'm gonna say you happened to take my life and you showed remorse, you cried about it, you
Fighting words
told
naturally
people you
ultra?
mean to
Is
do
it?
that, you asked about my
Interesting.
wellness. Would it seem like you intentionally tried to take my life or you accidentally took my
Interesting.
life?
Again, that's going to be context specific. So I could see how somebody could also cry wolf and pretend to be very remorseful because they want a lesser sentence or they want to be viewed in a certain way. And I can tell you cases where that's happened. In fact, it's not always going to be the case that just because you're showing remorse, that means you didn't mean to do the thing. It could just mean that you want a lighter sentence. Again, it's all context specific, and there's even nuance in the idea of escalation itself.
See,
But that's what I mean when you're being selective. Just like the father, he
Not
didn't
being selective.
go with the white. What is it? Pride group, the white man, American.
Yes, it is
he said-
selectively
hold on,
based on
hold on
context.
real quick.
Yes, that's
He
correct.
said he didn't want them to get involved because he didn't want it about race. As soon as the verdict came in and he didn't have no gag order, he said he called the kid a watermelon felon. He said, "None- y'all fathers are not in your lives." He called them baby mamas, the black women baby mamas. and he demonstrated that he can show racist tendencies, but he held back his racist tendencies before the trial, before the verdict came in, so he didn't look like that, right? But what I'm saying is,
well, I disagree with
well, I know I can say, and I'm probably taking pot shots at my own audience when I say this. The reason most people in the US are retarded is because they don't want to listen. They don't care about any of these things. They don't want to think for themselves. They don't want to question.
To grief, and he's lashing out, which is
they don't want to wonder about like life and stuff like that.
Before this happened, that he had any form of
most of the time, stupidity is not really because oh, I'm low IQ. I mean, they are low IQ, but
that's what I mean by you're selective. If you came on here,
most people just consume and agree. Yeah, exactly. That's a very direct way of putting it.
People, right? I may be racist towards white people if I say cracker. You can imply it. You may not think I'm a black racist.
I know people don't want to watch this shit. I know a lot of people don't want to watch this stuff.
When I'm saying you're being biased, if someone calls somebody
because they're scared. They're scared. They're not sure. They don't know what to think, and they don't want to be influenced by somebody.
We're arguing. We're not arguing whether or not the things he said could be considered racist.
And that's fair.
We're arguing,
but I'm not afraid.
What the claim was.
I care about. I want to think. I want to like be stimulated by these things.
Racism that he taught his son that led to this to begin with. That was the claim, and it's like, and he's nodding his head, so you can see that that's the claim. Hang on. And so my refutation to the claim was, you don't have any evidence that that's true, and he didn't. Yes. And he didn't, and neither do you.
But you said, Andrew, you say that about everything. So hold on real quick, bro. Hold on real quick. What racist people will say, and what certain type of people will say, hey, those kids, a black boy, a black girl,
I sent Myron the link just so you guys know.
A black boy or a black girl learns their behaviors from their mother or their father. And you're demonstrating being disingenuous when he says that kid is speaking that way. The child is typically the reflection of their father, especially if your father was in your life. And if your father was absent, typically your mother probably taught you those behaviors. When I worked in the school, can I land?
Yeah, go ahead.
When I was in the school system, the teachers would say, this is what they learned at home. These kids learn these behaviors at home. So when he says that those children are probably the reflection of their father, you go prove that he taught him that.
Yeah,
if
but
the kids, and Landon, right, I swear to God, there's kids that carry guns and go hunting. If someone says, "Hey, Andrew, they learned that from their father," would you say prove that they learned that from their father, or would you typically go, "Yep, their father probably taught them how to hunt"?
Sure. Look. Again, when we're talking about, you see how you're using ambiguity in language, a bit of equivocation here. You're saying typically, normally, regularly, often, right? Which grants all these exceptions to the people who don't fall in the typically, often category, right? Through your generalizations. In this particular case, we're talking about something that's hyper specific based on a claim which is designed to impugn somebody. So if you were to say, Andrew, the reason that your son went off and shot this guy is because you taught him how to hunt. I think that claim bears some sort of evidence for it because it's an impugning claim. Now, you're right.
Yeah, no,
generally speaking, if two guys walking down the street,
I'm with Odie. I learned more from other men because
and someone said, I bet their dad taught him how to hunt. I'd probably say, sure.
For the grand majority of my life.
Did. I don't know, but there's no impugning claim there. There's no reason for me.
In fact, I learned more from my
look
friends.
At the evidence further. I can look at the heuristic and even agree with the typical, but I
certain
don't
role
need
models.
to grant that this is true with no evidence, and it would actually be absurd to do so because it's an impugning claim.
It's not important, and this is not. And friends, the link is for Myron. The people that are
there he is.
Blogging, please,
there he is.
Stay down.
What's
please.
up, Myron? How you doing, man?
And thank you very much, Myron, for being here.
What's up, guys?
How are you doing, sir? Thank you very much for being on the show. It's not important because he's an educated guest. I don't know why you guys keep debating. He's a guest. He's an educated guest. No. Usually, one second, Ali. Usually, when you are around,
Fatty, please. No, that's the problem I have with Andrew. When Andrew uses that rhetoric when he wants somebody to prove something, but nobody has to prove that.
No,
that's
Ali, Ali, please. That's my point. Think about it.
Look at him.
This is the debate thing. Prove your claim. We can prove it. He's an educated guest. Just like when y'all talk about the black community and you say this is these baby mamas and this is these black people, y'all don't have no proof because that black person that is bad might be watching a YouTuber and he's taking influence from Andrew and Fatty. Like, he's an educated guest, just like you talk about the black community, and all you do is educated guest because you can prove that baby mama, that the man was absent, caused that kid to be ABC. We can do. That's the point. It's not important. We can do educated guess to the prove it shit. It's just a debate, bro, type of.
Yeah, but don't you think it's unreasonable to say, Well, but Andrew, you're doing this too. It's like, when am I doing this? When am I saying these things? What are you talking about?
I just think that it's not important. Like, we're dying on a hill that is not significant. Marlon, and I want King, because King is then.
I'm going to grab a pack of smokes real quick. I'll be right back.
Thank you very much. Chocolate, please. No, not the other ones.
All right.
Marlon, I know that you are watching the show and all that. Before you actually make a statement, I have a question for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you made the statement when those people were calling you like racial slurs, that if they did that to your face, you do what? Like, what is the moral high ground that you have for literally like tell that kid that if you do this to me or what? Like, what is the difference between both of the cases?
I don't really understand your question.
So there was like, people are accusing you on X, like you say, words shouldn't matter. People shouldn't be riled up when people get in each other's faces and all that. And then, like, you have videos, or especially a particular video where you are talking about people that are kind of like harassing you, and you are saying, if y'all did this to me, I will do that to y'all. Like, what is like? Why do you get the benefit of the doubt and you get sympathy from people? Yeah, this is clearly acceptable. And when something happens like this,
King Andrew, dude,
bring me a shot and a beer, woman, for the love of all that is holy.
I don't know what particular instance you're talking about specifically. I don't know. But what I will say is I think, you know, violence should be avoided at almost every situation and should only be used as a last resort to defend yourself from, you know, obviously some kind of serious bodily injury or death.
Yeah, but so once again, friends, I don't want y'all to think this is ambush or something. I want y'all to own your words and be consistent. Let's see what happened there.
Is the truth, even if it doesn't fucking benefit me. It does not benefit me to say anything negative about blacks. It does not benefit me to be critical of Islam. It doesn't. And as a matter of fact, I get a lot of hate for it. I got these stupid ass Pakistani dirty niggas in my chat talking about haram this, haram that. You're a kafir that, murtad, all these other bitch ass shit that if they had told me this shit in person, I'll fucking punch them. Call me murtad to my face, I'll fucking knock you out. Extremely disrespectful shit that they would never fucking say to me in person, ever. Because they know that it would be.
Skip that
Doesn't
part.
that contradict what you said, that violence is the last resource and all that?
I'm glad that you brought that up.
Go ahead.
So that's in context of a lot of people. I get death threats all the fucking time, obviously, by being the person I am and having the views that I have. So this was during a period where I was talking and being critical about praying at Times Square being like retarded and not an intelligent thing to do in the United States. So that's what I was referring to. And obviously I get hundreds, if not thousands of death threats from weirdos from all different walks of life, whether it's, you know, angry Muslims, angry blacks, angry, you know, the Jews. Everybody gets pissed off at me for the views that I have. So that's what I was referring to, is like, that's in context of also people giving me death threats all the time, which I get all the time. So that's what I'm saying. But like, but me to just like knock them out,
bro. You see this shit,
or to, you know, to have some type of
you see this thing, bro.
For that, you know, you can get angry a little bit or whatever. But
in this house, we believe women are dumb,
words more than likely, unless they were like attacking me or I felt like I was
Indians stink.
Danger, probably not.
And by the way,
sorry.
But it's important to understand that that was in context of me getting hundreds of death threats from these fucking guys, because I think people know when you talk about the Muslims, and as Andrew could talk about this, if you criticize them, they come at you crazy.
One second, friends. Let him land, please.
These other extenuating circumstances that make it okay for y'all. I don't understand that.
There's actually no contradiction.
One second, friends. 1 second. So, but that was not the context at all. You were reacting to people in your chat. I know. One second, please. Andrew,
I'm telling you what was going on.
I know.
I'm telling you what was going on during that period of time that led to that. Okay. You're not the one getting hundreds, if not thousands of death threats. You're not the one people sending your address to you saying, oh, I know where you're at, whatever. I literally get calls all night from weirdos. You're not getting that. So I'm telling you, that's what was going through my mind. That was what was going on when I said that. Now, obviously, if I were in some kind of altercation with someone and they said, oh, you're a Murtad, blah, 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 I'd probably walk away. People have talked shit to me in person before, and I'll be like, all right, bro, if you're not going to do nothing, get the fuck out of here. And I'll just walk away. I typically try to de-escalate situations, not escalate.
Sure. I just wanted consistency, because once again.
Well, can I take you to task on this here, Fatty, real quick?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What's the contradiction? Even if it was the case that
Myron,
hang on. Let me ask a question. Sure. Even if it was the case that Myron here said that violence should always be the last resort, but he resorted to violence himself as the first resort, What's the actual contradiction there?
Is because he made a definitive statement.
No.
He said that we shouldn't do that over words. And in this video, like I am showing y'all, he says that about words.
That's
Is people
not
in
a
the chat?
contradiction.
No, one second. Hey, Andrew, let's strip down the debate thing. I don't know if it's a contradiction. I don't know if it's hypocritical. I know that one second. I know that one statement cancels the other. It can, like you know, not the laws of logic. It can be both, right? One is one, and the other one is a one.
No, that would violate the law of excluded middle.
So it doesn't. Well, one second. So is the law of contradiction, right? Is the law of identity, and is the what is the
These guys don't understand the laws of logic. These guys are too fucking low.
Okay, law of excluded middle. He said it. He said right now.
Yeah, but I need you to listen to what I'm saying to you.
No, let me just play what he said, please.
I know what he said. I just heard.
No, because I want people to hear it again. It's not for you.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You know,
the point I'm trying to make is I get a lot of hate for my positions because I tell the truth no matter what. Now, someone like Abba, who's a I will tell you guys the truth, even if it doesn't fucking benefit me. It does not benefit me to say anything negative about blacks. It does not benefit me to be critical of Islam. It doesn't. And as a matter of fact, I get a lot of hate for it. I got these stupid ass Pakistani dirty niggas in my chat for it. I got these stupid ass Pakistani dirty niggas in my chat for it. I got these stupid ass
stop playing that over and over?
Yeah. Stop
He's
it.
mentioning people in his chat, which is words. Chat is not
What the fuck was the
chat
point of
is
that?
not chat is words. So isn't he contradicting what he said that violence will be the last result over words?
You know what I like about this?
Listen.
I'm just here.
Go ahead, Andrew. Say what you got to say, then I'll come in after.
Let me explain this so that you understand what a contradiction or hypocrisy is. If I say people should not murder, and then I go out and murder somebody, that's neither a contradiction nor hypocrisy. It's still true that people shouldn't murder. It's still true that they shouldn't do this thing.
Yeah.
It's not hypocritical either because I'm still consistent within the belief structure that they shouldn't do that even if I did.
Exactly.
So even if Myron says violence should be the last resort, which he said.
Is there such a thing as being too wet?
Thank you. There's no fucking inconsistency there to even attack him over anyway. Why the guy would even need to defend himself from such a low-tier claim is insane to me.
And Andrew, and this is why I'm not taking this to the debate university and to the verbal combat. I'm taking these to public perception and to common sense.
Rhetoric.
Myron might not
rhetoric.
be
It's rhetoric. 100% rhetoric.
Myron might not be a hypocrite based on the definition. Myron might not be contradicting
not even
himself.
by the definition.
This is so beneath Myron, man.
No, fantastic, but it's fine because I don't want to get on the game of
making another
semantics.
point.
Let me finish, please. It is because y'all are going to be.
Let me the whole time. Like
no, let me. Sir, respectfully. Let me finish.
Like
and
you've
you
been
got
yapping
it.
the whole time, dude.
I know. Let me finish and then you got it. You are a talker too. I don't care about the hypocritical. I don't care about the contradiction, but it's common sense that Maron is doing the rules for D, but not for me.
It's not.
He's pushing a higher standard to a 17-year-old and to everybody that is fighting over words, especially the N-word. And when people chuck the builder and when people are instigating other people, but then he comes on the stream and he says, if you say this one more time to me, I will do this to you. I don't care about the semantics. I don't care about the debate, bro. I care about the fact that Myron owed other people to a standard that he himself doesn't oblige like he showed
he
here.
Doesn't, and that's the claim that's in question.
Y'all
There's
got
no standard he's holding other people to other than the standard he himself still believes, even if he violated the standard. Do you fucking understand that?
Ask him the question.
Do you
He's too fucking stupid
what
to
I'm
understand
saying?
it. Like, here's the thing, Andrew. These people are low IQ, bro. Like, yo, dude. Did I stab somebody in the fucking chest? Did I punch anybody? I didn't do it. Okay?
This guy got offended.
Say one
second. Let him finish.
No, hold on, y'all. Let him finish, y'all.
Let him finish. He's fine. Let him finish. Go ahead.
I don't know why this guy's jumping in here. This conversation doesn't concern him. Again, like I said before,
I don't like you.
I don't give a fuck what you like. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, friends, it's the last time I'm saying let the person.
Bro, Myron's so based, dude.
Nigga,
come on.
Hey, Myron, you are on YouTube, Myron. Come on, man. Myron, you are on YouTube.
This is starting crazy to me, man.
No, Myron. You see, you are on Myron.
Who's this guy?
No, Myron.
Bro, he's so based.
You know that you are on YouTube. There's 13,000 people. No, Myron, there's 13. There's 13
Myron, I'm also on stream, dude. What the fuck?
13,000. And you are saying.
I'm on YouTube as well.
Marvin, but come on, man. You know the TOS. Don't do that shit, man.
Okay, well, he started with me. So it is what it is.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Go ahead, make a segment, please.
I'm
not going to argue
with that. What I was saying is this. I'm not the one shooting people. I'm not the one stabbing anybody. I said, I said something, but that doesn't mean that I'm actually doing it. So again, you're sitting here saying like, oh, look, you're being a hypocrite, blah, blah. Am I running around attacking people? No. Am I stabbing people in the chest? No.
Yeah.
Am I shooting people? No. So it's not
exactly.
whatsoever.
Exactly.
And then again, I love how you're removing all the context from what I was discussing, where I was telling you I'm getting all these fucking death threats all the time. That's what I was also obviously including in what I'm saying. That factors into what I'm saying when I'm saying like, oh, if somebody comes up to me, calls me a Murtad to my face, because I'm getting death threats from these guys all over the place. And anyone that criticizes Islam or any type of Muslims in New York City, they'll tell you,
I'm gonna try
they come
to
up to you all
turn
the time.
Fatty
Andrew's
down
gotten
here.
hundreds of death threats from these guys. So when I was saying,
Oh my God,
to my face,
please, dude, he's so loud.
That's within the context of me getting hundreds, if not thousands, of death threats from these people.
God damn it.
But am I going to run around and
I can't
knock
turn
somebody out
Fatty
just
down.
for simply calling me a Murtad and nothing else? No, bro, I'm going to walk away. I'm not the one doing all the fucking violence bullshit. I don't believe in it. Unless you have to defend yourself, like I said before, from some type of imminent injury or danger or loss of life or whatever. That's what it is. I carry a gun all the time. I'm not getting in shootouts. No, because I understand use of force and using it appropriately and not just attacking people because they piss you off with your feelings.
Sure. And thank you very much for calming yourself down and not calling us names, right?
No,
Let me
well,
ask you.
your buddy Goat is the one that started the issues here. He's
No,
like,
no,
oh,
no,
I like you as if I
no,
care.
it's
We
because
don't even
no,
know
no,
who
no,
you
it's
are.
no, he didn't. No, he didn't because you what? Hey, Ted, 1 second. You called us low IQ. You called us raw. Like you.
Yeah, because you're bringing up that's a low IQ thing to bring up that clip as if you're a hypocrite. Am I
No,
running
you
around
just said
punching
he
people in the
started it
face?
though.
No, you said he started.
No,
You changed
because
it.
You changing it, Myron. You said he started it.
Bro,
You said we
no.
started it.
No. The other dude, Goat, said some dumb
He
shit.
didn't start.
No, but you started it. I didn't start it.
No. This dude, Goat, said something about I don't like you or whatever. I was like, I'm not talking to you, so who cares?
After you say what you said.
Okay.
After you said what you said.
What did I say? That this is a low IQ comment?
Low IQ, our words, yes.
Yes, because you don't understand, okay? Because you're over here. Andrew
They are
Thompson's
low
trying to
IQ,
explain
though.
it to you a million
This
times.
is
You just
your
don't understand
entitlement,
it.
Joey.
You got this
Your
clip.
entitlement
You got this
showing
clip, and you're
again.
like,
Yeah, well, then
I
don't
got
be
this guy,
fucking
and it's like, bro,
stupid.
what are you-
Shut up.
What is that supposed to prove? What
No,
is that supposed to prove?
No, Myron is super aggressive, dude.
Just bad. I swear I'm not. Andrew keeps telling us Andrew keeps telling us to prove things. He made an assertion about you. You get to make an assertion, and nobody has to prove anything. You both don't have to prove it. So
They're so
you
fucking
called us
low
low
IQ.
IQ just because you came up here and didn't like what we said. It was nothing about you having to prove it or us having to prove it. You just went
he
straight
couldn't
to
understand what he was trying to explain to
Myron,
him.
you just
This
came
doesn't
on our
prove
panel.
anything. Yeah,
Myron,
that
you came
doesn't
on
prove
our
anything.
Myron, you came on our panel for the first time and called people low IQ. Can you prove that the people?
I think
on this
Myron's
panel are
not.
low IQ?
I'm not sure about this. I don't think he's black. I think he's actually
No, that's wrong. What I said.
Muslim. Like he actually comes from a Muslim background.
I
I could be wrong about that.
And then did Andrew
Even though he's not Muslim himself, like he's not. He's not Islamic.
Not you mostly. Andrew will do that. Prove it. But he doesn't have to prove it, and you don't have to prove it. That's the point that Fatty's trying to make as well too.
now, hang
Y'all
on.
just
Yeah, he absolutely is for sure.
You don't have to prove, but you
Can I
want the
defend
person that's speaking
myself?
to you to prove it.
Can I defend myself here briefly? Let's just
And
just
I was
very
listening-
briefly.
I
Hang
was
on,
listening
I'll
to
be
the
brief.
conversation before with the whole Kamelo Anthony thing,
Yeah, so-
right?
sure.
So when I'm
Yes.
saying, because obviously, I was listening to what Andrew was saying, and he was trying to explain concepts to you guys. And then with this guy Fatty brings up that clip, and I was like, oh man, these people are hard to. They just don't understand shit. So when I'm saying low IQ, I mean as in your legal analysis is low IQ. It's retarded. Your name should be Dr. Retard. And then for the guy Fatty, who I can't understand anything this motherfucker's saying because he's a foreigner. The reality is you guys just don't understand certain concepts. Someone's got to come in and tell you.
You're a foreigner.
No, it's fine. Hey, stop. Hey, everybody stop. Hey, guys, everybody. No, hey, friends. No, hey, friends.
shit.
Everybody stop. Hey, I can.
Jesus
Myron, one
Christ, dude.
second. Myron, I accept that. Myron. Hey, Myron.
Retarded. That's
No,
what it
Myron.
is.
Myron,
You
one
niggas
second.
are fucking retarded.
Jesus.
Myron, I
Fucking
accept
retarded.
it.
You're fucking
Myron,
retarded.
Myron,
Your
I
name
accept
is
it, right?
Fatty. You're fat. Who gives a fuck what you think?
I know, and you have a bald spot on your head like a halo. I know, we both have problems,
You wear
yes.
sunglasses inside. No one understands what you're saying. You're a fucking foreign fat fuck. Nobody cares. You got no motion besides your stomach moving because you're fat as fuck. We got Dr. Retard in here. We got this nigga Goat who literally looks like a fucking dude that still wears Southpaw 2026. We got a bunch of chimpanzee retards on here that don't understand basic
You literally look
concepts.
like a
No,
monkey.
it's hey, friends.
Oh,
It's fine.
shit!
Hey,
You hear
Myron,
that?
Myron, one second. Myron, no, one second.
Okay.
Myron,
And then we got
Myron, 1 second. Myron. Hey, Myron. No,
Myron.
Myron, I accept it. Hey, Myron.
You fucking losers.
Hey, Myron. Myron, I accept it. You know,
Yeah,
let me finish, please, Myron. I accept it. You- Myron, this is
You
Myron.
can't
Myron.
even speak English, bro. Nobody
I know.
understands you. You can't even
Myron.
ask a question properly, you fat fucking
No,
retard.
it's
You're
fine.
crazy to me.
Myron, let me. Can I answer that? Can I reply?
95 IQ panel.
Can I?
Fucking
Wait,
stop it.
down. No, let me answer, please. Let me answer, please. Okay, let me answer, please.
Ask your question, retard. What you got to
Okay,
say?
so you call us low IQ based on we don't know the law. I can have the highest IQ in whatever thing. Let me finish. You see, you let me finish. Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid of me? Why are you afraid of me talking? Why are you afraid of me? Why are you afraid of me talking? Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid of me talking?
Again.
Why are you afraid of letting me talk?
Go ahead, fat boy. Go ahead, fat boy.
Okay. Okay. So, Myron, okay. First, you didn't prove that we are low IQ because we can be. Let me finish. We can be very high IQ and know nothing about law. That's the first one, right? Since Andrew went to debate, we can be engineers, astronauts, do things that have high functioning level.
Why does this matter?
Know nothing about law, so we don't know in the law doesn't make us low IQ. Second, I'm a foreigner. Totally fine.
You are low IQ
Piers
though.
Morgan
You're fucking
is a foreigner,
stupid.
and you were sucking his dick. Stephen Crowder is a foreigner, and you were sucking his dick. Your motherfucking co-host is from Barbados, and you were sucking his dick. So respectfully, no, silence, silence. I'll let you finish. You are going to let me finish. Silence.
You engineer's calories.
Silence.
You engineer calories, fat boy.
Silence.
That's what you engineer.
Silence.
You engineer calories.
Let's get silence, sir.
Silence. You're a fucking retarded monkey chimpanzee. Fuck. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm freezing to you niggas. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Literally, that's what.
Hey, friend.
Oh my God.
I'm the zookeeper tonight.
I can't fucking do it. I can't do it. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do?
Fred's looking for a mute.
Hey, let me ask Andrew a question.
Oh shit.
You fucking dumbass, retarded racist niggas.
Okay.
Oh my God. I have to turn it down, dude.
Everybody quiet. Everybody quiet.
Don't bite.
Bro, why does Fatty have such a shitty ass microphone, dude? God.
Andrew, I want to ask you something.
Why?
Hey, Andrew, please can you unmute yourself? I have a question for you. Andrew.
All right.
Is Myron chimping out? Is Myron showing the behavior that he complains about the black community every day by not having impulse control, calling people names that didn't call him names, calling people down, calling people obtuse?
That wasn't aimed at you.
Don't chimp out. Don't chimp out, sir. Don't chimp out, sir.
No, you're an orangutan.
I accept it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Right.
Yes. So now, Andrew, is Myron displaying the behavior that he complains about every day on his panel by chimping out right now? What's your opinion? What's your opinion, Andrew? I really want to know about.
Oh my God, this is just sensationalism now. This is we're getting far away from the debate.
I'm not talking to you.
You can barely speak English.
I know. I know.
You literally have titties. You're wearing sunglasses indoors. We don't take you seriously.
I know.
Are you co-signing mine?
No. We are going to let Andrew.
Why is the woman talking? Be in the kitchen, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, can I go?
Wait, just one.
Can I?
He being the nigga that he's talking about. He showing how bad he is.
Myron, stop.
Don't let me go.
Now it's because we want Andrew to answer the question. Is Myron?
I'm sweating, bro.
Came into it.
Sweating.
Wow.
Okay, fried chicken connoisseur.
Do you want me to give you the explanation?
Yes, and by the way, Andrew, I wonder why you were so upset when somebody broke the TOS a couple of minutes ago by saying something that they shouldn't. And these men literally are going to make us private this shit and kind of edit and all this. And you are smiling and laughing, knowing that this can jeopardize all the channels. But it's fine, right?
Okay, so do you want me to give a defense here? I'll give you the defense. So
I want you to explain to me why is he not chimping out when he didn't do nothing to this man? We did nothing but nice to this man.
First and foremost, right? I don't want the TOS broken, obviously.
Oh my God, bro.
I can't help that shit's funny though, and I'm gonna laugh at
it. It is really funny.
A lot of you guys want to laugh right now too. Like, look at Mr. Fantastic.
Brother, I'm gonna have to fucking private this video and probably unupload it from Twitch. I swear to God.
But I'm just,
it's just
there's a lot of censoring to be done.
Funny. What do you want me to do? I can't help what I laugh at. Anyway, No, he came
notice
in.
how much he's breathing, bro. This dude's taking 7 breaths from my one. This nigga's fat as fuck.
When Myron
bro,
came
why are you
in,
breathing
it's
all our air, bro?
4v1.
Like, what?
I point out to you, he's not in a violation. There's no contradiction. There's no nothing. You won't engage with that. The gentleman below me, Dr. Ilkins, Ali, says, well, wait a second. Andrew doesn't have to demonstrate or show evidence for a claim. But that's exactly what I did by showing you how there's no contradiction, anything like this. I'm walking you through what's called a logical claim, giving it to you in premise form, showing you that's evidence.
Bro, he's
that's
Dr.
actual
Retard. You can't reason with this guy. It's Dr. Retard.
You didn't answer his question.
Take these people seriously. Dr.
And we're not going to and we're going to show the demonstration. We haven't disrespected anybody on the panel. He's been the disrespectful one. He's actually
Hey, Ali, check the
That's
DM.
bullshit.
Hey, one second. Ali, check the DM. Hey, one second. One second. No, hey, 1 second. Hey, Andrew. You know what?
That's
why
what Myron's
I know
crying-
that
like,
Ali's
he's-
right? Because when Taz was calling you white boy and all these things, we literally stopped it and said, let's not make this racial. Let's not go. Let's talk about the argument because both of y'all seem informed. Myron, since the moment he got here until now,
bro,
he's not having no argument, no nothing.
And you know what it is, Fatty?
Ali,
Myron, please stop.
I see, Fatty. I got you.
A basic
But
argument.
the
'cause
real
you're fucking dumb. We got Dr. Retard talking again.
I hear you, Fatty. The real thing is when they do encounter intelligence,
They have to mute him.
he has to
Oh,
act like
man.
this. They don't act like
Unfortunate.
this to people they really
If
think
you're
is
going
stupid.
to mute Myron.
Hey, Andrew,
if
he's
you're muting
literally
Myron,
talking.
we're done.
He's literally y'all.
If you're
Right,
muting
look what
Myron,
y'all gone.
Look at your. If y'all both gonna go then because y'all
If you're
when
muting
you.
Myron, we're done.
This is Sparta!
Oh, please stop with the fucking shitty AI. Yeah, I don't know.
That has always been.
They don't
That's
do
the
this
only
with low,
answer. If y'all gone, you're gone. This is the only answer.
They don't do that with low IQ.
Wait, they
people.
kicked him?
They'll let low IQ people talk
They kicked
themselves
him?
into the grave when they're talking to people who have intelligence and can.
Now, just so you guys know, my agreement for going on this channel is that they don't mute. That's my agreement. And they kicked me.
Bro!
That is always the agreement that I have. You don't mute. Gonna be fucking 5-on-1 versus Myron. They filibuster, won't let him fucking talk. No, you don't fucking mute, you fucking pieces of shit. That's the agreement for going on the channel. They violated the agreement. I didn't actually leave the panel, by the way. They kicked me off the panel and kicked Myron off as well.
Bro, they're so weak.
I'm like, wait a second. We're done if you don't hold up your agreement. By the way, you invited Myron. I didn't invite Myron to the panel.
Yeah.
They invited Myron to the panel.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, of course they forfeit because they...
I don't know how this ends up becoming a fault of mine.
To be fair, Myron
was once you're muting,
instigating
you're the only
so
other person who's
bad.
there
Oh,
who's
God.
sympathetic to any of the things that I'm talking about, because you're gonna fucking try to ambush him the second he comes on. It's like,
So,
yeah.
Get some context. Obviously, Andrew's going to be a different person than Myron, right?
My friend, fuck you.
But Myron also, he acted the way he did because he's not going to take this shit from anybody else.
I'm not gonna give these guys tens of thousands of
If he feels disrespected, he's going to go like full blazing, just like, nah, fuck you. You're fat.
Hey, you guys are watching Bird Up.
Bro, Lovis! Lovis, where the fuck were you? God damn, dude! Bro, you missed the best debate like in the century. It wasn't. Nah, that wasn't the best.
No, we're just gonna filibuster this guy the entire time. We strawman his position. We don't understand what contradictions.
Oh my
are.
God,
We
that was so
don't understand
good.
Any of this shit. So yeah, fuck
What?
that. Fuck that.
Yeah, so I was watching this. That's my first thing. Like they're doing a super panel over the Kamelo Anthony thing, and then they basically got confirmation that Myron could join the panel. Oh my God, it got so bad, but it was really funny. And they agreed not to mute Andrew during this this debate, but they kicked them both out. They both kicked them out because Myron wasn't letting people talk. It's gonna. All right.
I second that invasion with Myron. Not saying we'll never do that. Bo's great job, Andrew. Myron can't come on for a few. No, but I'll do you one better, which is A, you need to give me my fucking money.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, you guys give him
I just
his
brought
money.
you some of the most entertaining shit you've seen.
That was really funny, dude.
Give me my money. Give me my memberships so I can raid you over to Myron. Do it right now.
All right.
Give me my shit.
Oh,
I give you the great content. I kick the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, you did.
Fucking pay me. Those
fucking
are the rules.
destroyed
I
that
kick the
panel.
shit out of everybody.
Bro, the women didn't even do anything. Oh yeah, that's another thing.
Out of all,
I think I think the escalation, like the point of like kicking him out, came out when he said, when he told the woman, "What the fuck are you doing here? Go back in the kitchen, make me some sandwich," or something like that. The fucking Myron just like completely went full misogynistic, bro. It's like, bitch, what are you doing here? Oh my god.
Agree with him. I don't know about you, but I need a drink after that. I bet you do too. Here's one on me. I'm gonna have one.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna hydrate for you, man.
One with you. AW, your flow hair's looking sharp, sir. You have the patience of a saint and want to be.
Is there such a thing as being too wet?
Do the best I can with
took one. I'll do it again.
They just want an excuse to kick both of you, cowards. Yeah, well,
yeah, they did.
Now what are they going to do?
I mean, they couldn't handle.
The only person
Myron is just too strong.
Racist. That's funny. You earned this EBTW, Andrew. Yeah, you fill up that dono bar, and we do the raid. But I don't give you all this great content and not expect to get paid.
God damn, dude.
You better fucking pony up, Buttercup. You know that you got your content today in spades. Doctor in his title doesn't understand the difference between confrontation and escalation. Yeah, that was funny. Here's Smoky Man. A deal's a deal. One debate for my money. God bless. Thank you.
He's
Myron
legendary.
is a bull in a China shop when he gets going.
All right,
Man,
I think
really funny.
I think we reached the end of this whole thing.
Come on, Andrew. Pretend it's not funny. It's like, come on, dude. It was so fucking funny. It was literally fucking hilarious. What do you want me to say? It was fucking
I was
hilarious.
dying too, bro.
I couldn't help myself. I was dying loud. I tried to mute myself multiple times, but it's just like, what do you want me? What do you want me to do?
Okay,
it was really fucking funny.
I think that's the end of this debate. I think that's gonna be the end of this React stream. This not the React segment of this whole thing.
The dad taught the kid racism. Says he didn't make it up. As if that isn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna end this stuff.
It's really funny.
All right, I'm sorry, Andrew.
Jay,
shut up, Andrew. Shut up. I'm sorry. Vanny Chip. Oh my god, that was amazing. That was pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna. Fuck, dude. Lobis, you wanna come up in this? You wanna come up here and we can talk a little bit? Just a little bit. To ensure lay for half an hour, couldn't grasp basic logic, case, extreme victim mentality, and racism, and finally kicked them out. Yeah, pretty much. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, there he is. There he is. I got you. Oh shit, you're my face. Jesus Christ, dude, you missed out. Hold on, I'm gonna move you a little bit. That was one of the best debates I've ever seen. Well, I say debate, but it's more of a fucking annihilation.
Interesting. Give me a summary a little bit. Just a quick summary.
Yeah, quick summary. So we're talking about Kamelo, Anthony. Talking about whether or not it's like whether it was fair if no, I think the first prompt was, is 35 years too much? Which Andrew said no. In fact, he deserves the death penalty, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. And then there was, and then they showed a clip about the father of the victim, the one who died. Basically, he called him a quote-unquote watermelon felon. I mean, and respectfully, that was his kid. I wouldn't say it's right to be racist, but he was justified in his way he feels.
No, the father, it's like in struggle now. The people should not take seriously even what he says.
Yeah.
Like, he lost a huge part of his life due to a tragic.
Yeah. And then they tried to paint it like, oh, Is he being racist? What they basically try to sell the rhetoric that the father taught the child to be racist. And Andrew disputed that there's no proof of that. It's all assumptions. And they got so mad, dude. There was one of the, you'll probably put a video on it, but I have so much to censor now because God, Myron has no chill, dude. And he asked, they asked, can Myron come up on panel to like basically give his take on these things? And obviously they started being rude. They started calling him a foreigner, and it's just like, and then fucking Myron has no chill. He has no reason to respect these people.
Yeah,
respectfully so. That's so much that he starts like so much that he starts calling out the like the host and just calling him like, shut up, you're fat retard, and like it's like, bro.
That's fucking God.
He just start chimping out all of them with Myron, and then Andrew just loses his mind. He's just laughing. He just can't stop it. Oh my God.
It's very Myron way. I mean, yeah, Myron would actually just fight back if people just start calling him stupid shit.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense he would do that. It's similar to Andrew, but Andrew would do it with
well,
I mean, with a little more grace first. Yeah, finesse. And then if the dude still continued, then he would do something similar to Myron. But Myron just would straight up just start swearing at the dude and calling them like boometard and shit.
Yeah. That was really fun, bro. I had a good time. Like, people were talking about this whole thing, and they're like, you know, JT, Odie. Odie was definitely saying some things about the, you know, calling bullshit out on when it comes to like military stuff. JT was there, Einl was there, Sheen Harag was also here. We weren't that many people. People were coming in to like basically check in, but yeah, it was very engaging.
So was the debate able to go properly to the idea of how many years, or it just went out of rails a little bit because of the lunacy?
Some of them did agree with Andrew. Others did not because they really... Bro, the fucking women didn't even talk to begin with. The female people. Like the female people.
The female people, let's go.
The females are people, bro.
Yeah, but I understand what you mean. The females there, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't even say anything, but they were basically going off the rails to just say that that the case was completely biased because the jury was white. Primarily white. And it's like, what? Why is that a thing? Why does that matter? If anything, the jury and judges are more fucking woke and activists than they were before.
It's so bizarre.
It's so bizarre. And that's all they said. That's all they ever said. And then one of the females was like, you know, they might be white, but aren't they like Irish or German? And it's like, bro, you're fucking retarded. Stop fucking talking about generalities of white people. It's like, that doesn't matter. You're in America.
The fuck, bro? That's so crazy.
Rosette War. No, her name's Smell the Roses. That's her name. Or rather, that's her Twitter handle. And yeah, and then they went on to talk about like, was the whole thing like, was the victim brought up to be racist? And it's like, bro, there's no proof of that. Even if that was the case, he's not the one who started the altercation. He's not the one who instigated it. He did not escalate the issue, like the confrontation. And just a bunch of like, oh, there's no way he could have known that he was going to stab him in the heart. He was just riled up and like, you know, it just, yeah, doesn't matter.
You know, yeah, they
stabbing
clearly,
is stabbing. Stabbing is stabbing.
As you can see, they clearly know how to read the mind of the people and also see the situation in the past to know
in the moment
that he didn't want. They know how to read intent.
Oh yeah, Renee Good had no intent whatsoever. She just drove off. Well, it doesn't matter. She should be told to stop driving and get out of the car. Idiots, dude.
So crazy, bro.
They're so semantically like stupid. They have. And then they're like, oh, let's not get into the semantics. It's like, doesn't matter, motherfucker. Yeah, they get into semantics. They fucking lose their minds. But it's a TikTok debate, so why did I expect any different?
I mean, they clearly want to route out the idea of intent that he didn't have any intent whatsoever to kill the lunatic.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. Fucking
Yeah, I'm just gonna go in with a pocket knife that I just have, and then accidentally, without intent, stab like a dude in front of me on the heart, with no intent of killing, by the way. But no.
And then he made the army. If I stab him in the leg, what happens if I like happen to like stab like cut the artery or something like that? Is that the same thing? Doesn't fucking matter.
Bro, a knife is so dangerous that it's very easy to know. Even if you stab a dude in the heart, shoulder, like even if you like just slash the dude somewhere, the dude can actually just bleed out and die. Like that's actually a high chance how dangerous a knife is. Like you poke, you're dead. So it's very, very dangerous. So, but bro, the idea of even trying to maneuver the intent of the dude just to try to make him less guilty or something.
I think the reason why this happened is because they know that many criminals have gotten away with it. They have been using the performative empathy excuse every time to say, "Oh no, he's a lunatic. He's not well in the head. He's ill-minded." And then this one situation, this one time, the one where Kamelo cannot walk out of it, they have to go out of their way to performatively justify everything that he did. Because this is the one time that he cannot walk around and say, "Oh, he's like it was unjust. It was not his intent." It's like, no.
From what I remember, right, the case of the female that got stabbed on the bus by a lunatic black dude. Remember that? Yeah. Tragic. A lot of people who are black and content creators and stuff. Andrew watched, if I'm not mistaken, a little bit, or it was Jake. I don't remember which one was, but he talked about it. And a lot of them were actually trying to portray it as the dude also being screwed loose in the head, right? But there was a pattern that everybody started noticing, that every time that it was a black dude, they tried to push that the dude has some problems. But if it was a white dude, no, it was all racist. Like if it was the opposite in regards of skin, every time the white dude, he has a racist problem. But if it was a black, every time the dude actually just has screw loose in the head. It's actually literally a push to never blame black people. Yeah, pretty much the lunacy that they're doing, or even try to cover up or like make it lesser, I guess.
Yeah,
it's just insanity at that point. It's literally the idea of tribalism.
It was
right,
tribalism,
but using race. The lunacy. These people are killing. Like I don't think even the idea that they have, the overall leftist or the woke, the idea of not trying to see color but forcing people to see color, which is very funny, right?
Yeah, completely.
They just generate more racism because they act as actually racist. They try to separate people with a race, but then if you are a minority, no, you have to be protected even if you are a criminal, and if you do crimes, it's okay. No matter what you do, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Because it was the white people bad.
No, well, people are starting to notice this and going. They're gonna lose. They're so afraid of losing their minority privileges. That's what it's all about.
It's funny because the percentage of white people actually in the world it's a minority, right? Just for starters.
Really?
The idea of race. Did you know that? I think it's like less than 10% of people in the world.
I did not know that. No, that's
interesting, isn't it? Like in overall world, white people are actually a minority. But they don't care about that, by the way. They don't care. They only care. No. If you are in America, if you are in America, this is one of the arguments that they also. We're special. Yeah, but this is one of the arguments that usually they use, is that similar to the idea of slavery, right?
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about in America. I'm talking about in America. So, for example, if you say that slavery bad or something, and then you say, no, white people bad because slavery. Okay, but black people own slaves on the time of slavery in the U.S.
Yeah, semantics.
And even if it's the case, there's still slavery today by black people in Africa. They slave each other today, right? No, but I'm talking about America. No, we are talking about the historic events in America. So it's like, bro, they try so hard to evade everything. It's just lunacy. Just lunacy. What people are
bro.
crazy.
I wish you were here, man. Bro, it was like we crackers was kings and shit, bro.
We was kings, yeah.
That's how they all acted, dude. I really wish you were here earlier. It was so fun.
Yeah, so, that shit would be so funny to watch. Yeah,
slavery is bad, but if you own a football team, you can still buy whatever race you want. What the hell? Yeah, no, basketball, bro. Basketball. It's not about height. It's about race. Because most people who are black are tall, or I don't know, some shit like that.
That's funny.
Oh, he actually rated out Myron. Look at that.
That's actually so funny,
bro.
No, the lunacy that they have is crazy, right? So
is there such a thing as being too wet?
That is actually just a bunch of criminals trying to cover up other criminals, right?
Precisely.
And unfortunately, very unfortunately today, the black culture, like it embraces this kind of culture. The idea of criminality being how can I say this?
Just call it what it is, bro. It's hood ethics.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hood ethics, man.
The idea of uplifting the promiscuity with a bunch of, especially with their music, right?
Oh, yeah.
Inside black communities.
Yeah.
The idea of the father just going in, having a bunch of babies with females and abandoning them, right? Charlie Kirk actually called this out when he was alive. That the black community, actually, they are very bad at trying to get rid of the trash culture, which is lunacy. And white people, they do a good job in actually get rid of that trash culture. The idea of, at least to a certain extent, right? To not let them be dominated by that. And unfortunately today, this culture of just uplifting the criminal, going in doing mayhem, and you will be seen like as a man or something, it's very engraved in the black culture itself. For example, here in Brazil, that still is inside the black communities. Yeah, but we don't have exactly a black community separated because we are very race mixed in Brazil. But the majority, you could say, inside the favelas, right? The poor places, they have black people. And culture there is just full-blown criminal. Like you uplift the criminal, the drug dealer, and everything, and promiscuity full. Especially in regards of the idea of even minors. They try to even push the lunacy. The musics that they have, it goes like further and further to the idea of even more promiscuous, more lunatic. Sit, youngling, blah, 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 blah. Like the musics here, bro, they're like the most dog shit thing ever, right? And the black communities today do a very poor job to even try to get rid of that, which is a huge problem. So yeah, for sure. And I think this is by design, by the way.
It was.
Because if we, by design, you keep pushing this lunacy onto a certain kind of race, and that race does a poor job to actually get rid of that set of dog shit culture, and they embrace it, it becomes basically a race war afterwards.
Yeah.
Because then you start to generalize the race of the person due to the fact that people get the impression that the majority of their race end up doing a bunch of shit, which is true, especially in the idea of per capita of crimes in the US about the black people being higher, even if they are the minority, right? So they have this. And it becomes the idea later that because they embrace this culture and becomes this lunacy of where they go around, end up doing most of the crimes, even if they are the minority, and having bad culture to embrace the bad things like crimes and etc., they would actually try to cover more and more, right? They will try to protect their own at the end, which is because they see the reflection of themselves. And some of the ones that actually got tricked by this lunacy because they don't know about the geopolitics or why things are the way they are, they got tricked and they fall into that. For example, the white liberals to try to cover up for those people, and the black people that just see racist or the cult everywhere in their ears. They end up just embracing it. They don't even know why.
Yeah.
Right. It's very rough.
Yeah.
JT.
Thanks
JT, subscribe. They kindly leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe for more.
Yeah, give more subs. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Appreciate it though. Yeah, they literally chimped out, my guy. I'm not even kidding. They involved Myron Gaines. Huh? Give more. No, please stop. JT, buy me a new PC. Yeah, buy me a new fucking model, bro. Just. Man, this guy.
Donate now, today, for the model. 2.0. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Yeah, so this is a huge problem that's been happening, right?
Yeah.
The race
We've
war
noticed.
and stuff. But this is by design. This is for sure by design. Well, there's a lot of things that are crafted by design. And
yeah.
This one in particular to create this kind of problem and race diversion shit, for sure it's by design. Which is very sad.
But it happens.
People die at war, bro.
Well, if this can be formed as the beginning of like no longer giving preference to black communities, by all means, we're gonna have problems. We're gonna have this dispute for many years to come. We'll never get
30
oh
got
my god.
straight to fucking. This
Thank you
shit
for-
ain't nothing to me, man. That pussy got
JT,
me
thank you for
crying,
$5. Appreciate it.
pissing, shitting, shooting ropes.
Venus Gang Anonymous.
Venus Gang, what?
I will continue to be him. Go up and see monkeys by the
That's cool.
gallon.
Leave a
My
like,
tummy
thank you
feels
kindly,
lazy.
subscribe for more. $5.
I'm getting too
$5.
much money.
Let's go, dude.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you kindly.
Bro.
Yeah.
If this happens again, I'm gonna keep doing it, bro. I thought reacting to basically a debate stream was gonna be too much time. No, I think this turned out pretty good.
I mean, how much time this one was?
So we started at 2 o'clock, which is like 3 hours ago. These motherfuckers took like 35 minutes to get ready because, you know,
Females, yeah.
no, TikTok also.
No, TikTok, yeah.
In TikTok, females, and you know, they're fucking how many water fillings does it take to screw in the light bulb type situation? And Andrew was waiting for it too. It's like, oh my god, they're just not ready. I fucking hate that, by the way. I hate that you're not ready for this thing prior to the agreement, the appointed time to meet up and do a debate. Like, do that shit before then. And,
they prep at the time instead of before.
Yes, exactly. It makes it look so bad.
That's lack of responsibility right there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, something could have happened, but you know, I don't think it did. I think probably, most likely, they lack responsibility.
Could be some unforeseen things, but yeah, it's also like you should like talk these things out prior to the stream going live. And other than that, yeah, just a bunch of the writing was on the wall. You knew how this was going to turn out, but I did not know how it was going to get so bad. And yeah, this was fun. This was very fun for me. Doing what I wanted to do.
Very good.
Yeah.
But why?
But why?
But why?
But why?
You're gonna be seen now. It's racist.
It's
Maybe it's hard.
racist. Oh, it's so racist. It's fine. I'm Mexican.
No, but it doesn't matter. Even if you were black, they will still call you racist.
I mean, they do the same thing to Myron. They all think he's racist. Doesn't give a shit. He gets death
Myron
threats.
is racist against his own color.
He gets death threats by everyone for taking things he says out of context.
Bro, Myron, like, he got pushed out of the market insanely. And Andrew pointed that out, that it's similar to Nick Fuentes, right? He got canceled everywhere and stuff.
I mean, he's still on YouTube.
And then he built an empire in the dark.
Oh yeah, the GOAT guy, Tazran, yeah, he was so racist. That guy was... He was so illiterate, he's so stupid. And he was so fucking racist. Like, he would say things like, "Bro, you're white. You don't have this same problem." Like stuff like that. Like, bro, what?
Oh my.
Yeah, no, seriously, seriously. You're racist for not making some birria tacos. I'm sorry. Here, I'll give you some birria very soon, motherfucker.
Bro, like, what a secular retard, bro.
No, it was all fucking secular.
You're white, therefore you cannot say anything. It's like, what? Like, what does it have to do with anything at all?
It didn't go like that, but it was basically what it entails. It's basically, yeah, it's this guy has privilege, therefore I don't. Yeah. Yo, you guys all want some birria? Hell yeah, bro. Let me fucking.
Yeah, privilege from the idea of let's just cover up a murder, right? Let's just try to cover up the lunacy of this dude, but the rest is privilege. It's like, what the fuck? These people are crazy, bro.
They are fucking crazy. Hold on, I'm doing something real quick. Oh, you can keep talking if you want, but yeah, it's so fucking bad.
Yeah.
How these people just like miss the fucking point.
Yeah, I cannot say the word, but it's the self-delete of empathy. I think people got it. That
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that they have. It's insane. I remember who is the Mormon kid? I think he's a Mormon that
I don't know.
Went out and discovered the Minnesota thing that the Islam retards were doing.
I did not know.
The Minnesota problem. I forgot the name of that.
Oh, Somalians?
Yeah, the Somali, yeah. What is the name of him? What is his name?
The name of him.
Yeah. What is his name?
Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, Nick Shirley, right? Nick Shirley. I remember him doing an interview. I think you also seen it. I forgot if you did. That there was this liberal like tar dude.
Yeah.
And then there were like black people around. And then Nick Shirley, right? He was asking this dude, like, hey, there are black people right there. Why don't you help them? Why don't you donate money for them? And then the black people heard that and then went for the white dude, right? Who was saying that they needed help and stuff. And then they start to ask for the phone of the dude. Like, no, give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone, white boy. And then he's like, no, I cannot give you my phone. No, give me your phone. Like you said, and then a black kid went to him and said, no, you have to give your phone now. There's no way. Or give me some money. It's like, okay, no, I don't have anything anymore. No, you can go to the bank and give me money then. Let's go to the bank right now. Like they actually tried to rob the dude, like the liberal, in front of everybody. That shit was so funny.
Yeah.
Like, no, I think Asmon Goat saw this. Hold up. Can you search real quick? Nick Shirley, right? His name?
Shirley. Hold on.
Interview.
Probably have to do that another time because I'm reacted out, bro. I'm so reacted out.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but I have to find the clip.
That's fine. Meanwhile, you guys are gonna get the birria tacos right here in front of you. In fact, we're gonna go even further beyond, and we're gonna show you how to make birria tacos, the ultimate recipe. Once I go away, BRB.
Oh, I think I found it. I think I found the clip of 8 minutes. Hold up, this one.
This minute, 8 minutes. God damn.
Yeah.
All right then, I'm gonna put this in my bookmarks for next time. Bookmark message. There you go. And we'll put that on the react.
Yeah, it's so like you can see the dude is so cringy gay, bro.
Yeah.
Like and then he actually got robbed straight up, and he could do anything. He couldn't do anything. It was so funny because he agreed with the idea of just helping, right? No, we have to give them shit. We have to. What is the name?
Donate.
No, not donate. It's the idea of reparation. Yeah.
Oh, reparations.
The reparation.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, the reparation bullshit. Like that shit's so funny.
The bullshit.
There's still people who believe that shit.
Yeah, of
like,
course
no,
they
you
do
have
because
to
they imagine.
reparation.
I was just gonna say, imagine making what happened 100 years ago your entire identity.
No, the Jesse Lee Peterson, right? The black dude.
Yeah.
he has some lunacy, right? His paradigm is kind of bizarre, but he actually brings a lot of very good descriptors of what happened in that time.
Yeah.
And he points out straight up, very good, the idea of what I said about black people embracing the trash culture.
Yeah.
That because before, the black people were actually like thriving, even if during the time of separation, right? And stuff.
Yeah.
But then here comes like MTV and etc. trying to push some
MTV.
trash culture.
Bro, MTV is not even MTV anymore.
They hate it.
So stupid. By the way, a question for you guys. Oh, you can also answer this, Lovis, if you want. Why is it that Poland is getting so much, I guess, a good name right now?
What?
That Poland, like the country of Poland in Europe.
Oh, Poland.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it has been more than like close to 5 years or so that they are president, right? That kind of fat dude. He's very good in the idea of immigration. Insanely very good.
I see.
Like he separates a lot because he's like in the edge between Russia and Islam lunatics, right? Yeah. And then he started to notice that a bunch of people are trying to push Islam, and even the Europe is trying to force them to actually welcome Islam lunatics, immigrants and etc. in the country. And the culture of Poland does not accept that. It's actually like a Christian engraved.
Oh.
So this president is saying, no, none of you ain't gonna enter here for shit. Like y'all cringe and gay. We rather pay for not getting them in here. And he's actually doing that.
Quote
like
that says, if they enter illegally, we shoot them like dogs. Direct quote from the president.
Yeah, it's very good. That dude, Jake Rattlesnake, interviewed him, by the way. If possible, you should watch it. It's been, I think, a year ago that they interviewed him. It was such a good interview, like showing around Poland and how well behaved the place is. And they actually are paying close to, I think, $1 million each year. No, each day, I think.
Each day?
No, each day, I think it's close to $1 million, just so, because it's a tax that my god, dude, waking up, it's just rough. The European Union.
Yeah.
The European Union is actually taxing him, the country, because they are not allowing illegal Islam people to actually get in. And it's rough.
Oh, looks beautiful.
And he's paying it.
Looks decently beautiful.
Yeah, the crime of terrorism there is zero.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, it's zero. And he actually points out, the Poland president actually points out, no, y'all are suffering because of that, because you have a bunch of terrorists going in. Poland, we have zero of that. And they're actually like thriving.
Yeah.
It's a very good country.
I don't know if I should be saying this, but Alina, she says she wants to move to Poland in the next coming years. Italy or Poland, she said.
Mm-hmm.
For the exact same reason that she's getting tired of Canada as well.
I can see that. Like Poland, JT makes a very good point. They be leaning to Christian nationalism for sure.
Oh, that's good.
So it makes a lot of sense why he was actually very well behaved. Oh,
sneezing.
Well, I'm sneezing.
Yeah.
So Poland, and also he did a lot of propaganda for Donald Trump.
Oh.
By the way, because Donald Trump was more into the ideals of actually helping unquote Christians, right?
Okay.
Although Trump has his own agenda, of course, does not necessitate that he would help openly all the Christians and so on, but way better than the other candidate, no doubt, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And if it was the other candidate would have fucked Poland. Like he will probably try to even interfere in the Poland immigration, if possible. And Trump doing the very enclosed immigration, like pretty much zero immigration, is actually the same policy as Poland. And that would actually be a very good ally in that regard. Because people forget that Trump is actually like a feminist liberal.
He's a Zionist. We know this.
Yeah, he's a Zionist. Yeah, he's Zionist and a feminist liberal. People forget that Trump is actually a feminist. They actually forget this.
Oh, but no, he's a fascist. He's fascist. Yeah, they don't even know half the story.
Like that dude started as a Democrat. People forget this a lot, but it's so polarized today, everything, that they push Trump as being like a radical. Like this is so crazy.
He's not radical enough. Respectfully.
The liberal feminist is radical to the eyes of the left today, dude. This is so crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah, crazy. All right, Clovis, thank you for coming on. I'm going to go eat real quick. I say real quick, but I'm gonna take my fucking time. I'm gonna take my fucking time and do what I want to do,
bro.
And then stop.
You're gonna even take a shower or something?
No, I took a shower. I'm clean.
Bro.
What?
Bro, you're gonna make us wait for more than 20 minutes. I can't believe it.
20 minutes is fine. You can live. I'll just fucking...
No, 20 minutes is too much.
Too much. What the fuck? I want to play games now.
You're too weak.
Okay, bro. Relax. Alright, but... That being said, boys, I'm gonna go BRB and get some food real quick. Fill my belly, and we'll come back with some more Granblue Relink. More Granblue Fantasy Relink, Odie.
All right. Good to you, people.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah.
All right. With that, I'm gonna do a little something for you guys, you special people.
This is another one of those.
Oh, whoops. The Ultimate Viria de Res Recipe Guide. Enjoy. Get hungry.
Dishes / tacos. I have to look over at my wife and my son over here and say, why don't we do this more often? This is freaking amazing. We should be doing this once a week. Welcome to Arnie's Cafe and Grill, and today we're cooking birria de res. Now y'all have seen how viral and delicious this recipe has been for the last few years, but I had yet to bring it to my channel. But today's the day, and I'm gonna show you guys how to cook this delicious recipe perfectly. Now this recipe can get messy and it's got a few steps, but I promise if you follow these steps, you'll be rewarded with some amazing, delicious birria. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to prep the sauce and turn it into a delicious consomme. And another question that's out there is, what meat should I use for birria? Today I'm using chuck meat because it's full of collagen and fat, and it's very rich and beefy and delicious. And I'm not only gonna show y'all how to cook this recipe, but I'm also gonna show you guys a couple of fun ways to eat this recipe. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna share with you guys which one of these ways is my personal favorite. Now in the past few videos, you guys have loved how I've shared a few tips on how to make the recipe easier or to make it taste better. And so in this video, I'll be sharing a couple of tips to do just that. Now that's enough quack-a-lacking. Let's get into this birria de res. Vámonos! Friends, so we're making birria today. Now in my stock pot here, I have 11 guajillo chiles. I have 5 árbol chiles, 3 ancho chiles, and 2 pasillas. Now one of the first things you want to do before you boil your chiles is you want to de-seed them and devein them, but you do want to also rinse them. These chiles come from a farm. You know, they get into a truck, into a plant, into a factory. They've been all over the place, but you want to clean them really good before you put them into your stock pot. Now the recipe calls for 6 cups of water, so we're going to add 6 cups of water. And while that's coming up, we're also gonna go ahead and quarter our onion first. We are gonna drop that in there just like that. Now to our water, we're also gonna add 1 nice fat cinnamon stick. Now I'm gonna use 2 cloves. A lot of recipes call for 4, 6, or 8. Starting to warm up, just about ready to boil, so I'm gonna add my tomatoes. All right, now we're talking. We're actually boiling now. And you see how the chiles wanna come to the top? You wanna push them back down. You want them to be in the water so that they can boil. And right about now, it's been boiling about 5 minutes. Now I'm ready to add my garlic. I don't want to really overcook my garlic, so we're just gonna throw them right up here on top. So we've been boiling for 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my heat. We're gonna let the ingredients and the water cool down a little bit. Then we're gonna go right to the blender. Now, before we move on to cooking the birria, I wanna talk a little bit about the pans I'm using today and today's sponsor, Made In. Made In designs professional quality products for the home cook like you and me, and Mama Tex too. Y'all know how much we love cooking in my house, and we love these pans too. They're kitchenware used by real chefs in multiple 3 Michelin star restaurants and over 2,000 other top-rated restaurants and hotel groups across America. With over 100,000 5-star reviews from both the press and customers. We've been using Made In cookware for several years now here on this channel. And on a daily basis, we're using these pans to make delicious food here in our home. And so for today's birria recipe, we're using the Made In stainless collection, specifically the stainless clad pans. These are crafted in Italy and the USA, and they're used by professional chefs in the world's best kitchens. Made In's premium 5-ply stainless steel material is what sets it apart from other pans out there. The 5 layers allow for superior heat retention, even heating, and ease of heat control. I also love how their handles are designed to stay cool while on the stovetop, and they're ergonomic so they help balance out the pan. Plus, Made In stainless clad cookware can go from the stovetop to the oven with ease and up to 800 degrees. Y'all can check out the stainless clad collection and my other favorite cookware from Made In by using the link in my description. Now let's get back to cooking some birria. Vámonos! So our ingredients and the water has cooled down for about 10 minutes. I'm going to fish out the tomatoes first, and that way I can squish them down a little bit and get all the other ingredients to fit as well. And I'm gonna get a little bit more in here, and we're gonna hit the blender. So we've got some of our ingredients in here. We have all the tomatoes. We're gonna go ahead and pulse the blender and get this rolling right here. Then you can go ahead and get the blender on high. When you don't see any more big chili flakes floating around in there and it's really, really fine, that's when you're done. All right, while it's hot, we're going to run it through the sieve and just take your time. We want to strain it, as I said earlier, to make it that really nice, delicious, velvety sauce. And you can just take a spoon like this and push it through. So all that's left at the end is a little bit of pulp. So we're gonna take this out and just discard it for now. I'm gonna add the last of these ingredients. We're gonna do one more batch and then we'll be done. We'll be ready to cook some birria. Let's pulse again. Pulse and ready. I did leave a little bit of that pulp from the previous batch because I want to extract every little bit of that flavor that I can. This one's a little more watery. We're gonna press that down and squeeze it all the way through. Okay, friends, check this out. Ooh, that looks beautiful. Look how gorgeous and luscious this sauce turned out. Look at that beautiful color. Isn't that amazing? Don't you want to just lick your screen right now? I want to lick this spoon, but my family will get mad at me. Now, we're using chuck today. You can use short ribs. A lot of people like to use short ribs because they really do deliver an amazing, delicious, luscious flavor. But chuck also has always been one of the preferred meats for dishes like this because it has a lot of collagen. It's a very, very rich and fatty piece of meat. Has a lot of connective tissue, so it delivers a really good velvety bite when you use chuck also. Okay, let's take a look at this piece right here. Ooh, we're getting there. I'm gonna leave it about another minute. We want a nice, gorgeous sear on there for that extra flavor, and it's gonna get a little firm on that sear, but remember, it's gonna cook in liquid for 3.5, maybe 4 hours, so it's gonna get all loose and softened anyway, so don't worry about that. All right, let's take another look. It's been another minute. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Look at that beautiful bone. Look at that beautiful sear on that meat. Oh yeah, baby. Terry Tex, you're gonna have to mop the floor when we're done here. And wash my shirt because I forgot my apron again. You can see all those little particles floating around, the oil atomizing. That's one of the fun parts of searing meat in your kitchen, friends. All that oil goes all over the place. But the deliciousness is worth it. These chunks are ready to come out. So I'm gonna put these into our other little bowl here on the side. We have a beautiful sear on this side. And friends, y'all be careful because this oil is hot. Make sure you got some nice tongs to work with. We don't want y'all to get burnt. Okay, we're ready to get this batch out. We want to get that fond out of there, add a little bit of beef broth, loosen up that fond, because if you don't take that fond out, you're gonna have a burned flavor. Be careful, that's some really hot steam there. Take your spatula Scrape the bottom. It's really quick. Now, if you don't have beef broth, you can use a little bit of water. And we're gonna pour this right over here, right over the meat. Check that out. I think our oil's nice and hot now. Let's find out. Yeah, I think it's hot enough. I'm gonna turn the heat down just a hair so we don't splatter too much, and we're gonna just pour this in here. There we go. Y'all see how I did that? You always wanna pour away so that you don't accidentally spill it on yourself or get splattered on yourself. So we're starting to boil. Make sure you give it a little stir every once in a while because we're running a hot boil here. You don't want it to burn or stick on the bottom, so use a wooden spatula or whatever spatula you want so you can make sure you feel the bottom of it. If it's sticking or burning, turn your heat down. Up next, we've got a teaspoon and a half of oregano. This is the teaspoon. I'm boiling really hard now, you can tell. I'm gonna bring my heat down. I'm not trying to boil it super hard. I just wanna get it all incorporated. I want the oil to emulsify with the sauce. We're doing good. Right, up next, we're gonna add 3 teaspoons of comino, AKA cumin. Give it a little stir. We wanna make sure that incorporates in there completely. And then we're gonna add some black pepper. And that is 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, we're looking at 2 tablespoons of salt. We use table salt in a lot of these recipes because that's what most people have at home. And last but not least, we want 1 bay leaf in our pot here to start flavorizing that sauce. In it goes. We're gonna let this boil for 10 more minutes. We're gonna stir it every couple of minutes or so. And let's try that back of the spoon trick, see if we're almost there. That's about right. We'll be right back in 10 minutes. And drop them in here very carefully. And our sauce is a little thick, so we're gonna add a little bit of water here in just a little bit. I'm gonna add this, push it down towards the bottom. And the oil, there's a little oil in there. Don't worry, we're gonna get the oil out of there at the end. So remember, fat's flavor, so we don't mind having it in there while it's cooking. We're running a medium simmer temperature. I know a lot of times some people will ask in the comments like, well, what's the temperature on your stove? My stove doesn't have a temperature, it's just a couple of lines. So you have to kind of look at your simmer, your boil. You don't want to boil it hard or fast because that cooks the meat too quick and it dries it out. You want a nice, slow simmer. So we're gonna add a little more liquid here because we have a little extra meat with a little extra fat. You want to render a little extra consommé, go ahead and add some water to it and you'll have a little extra, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So we're adding 3 cups of beef broth to our stock pot. So this is 2 cups in this bottle. And this one has a little less, but I'm guesstimating that's another cup. Perfect. I mean, I measured it exactly with my eyes. So let's get a lid on here, let it start to simmer. I'll show you guys in a little bit what it looks like. It should be simmering just a hair slower than that. It just came up, turned down my heat. Kind of what you see right here, that's kind of what you want right there. Just a nice, even simmer. Keep your lid on. You'll see a little bit of steam come out the edges of the lid, and that's perfect. If it's starting to bounce around and make noise, you're boiling way too fast. You want a nice simmer, little hint of steam coming out of there, and that's it. All right, guys, we're at exactly the 1.5 hour mark. We're halfway home on the cooking part of the birria. I moved it back here in the back so we wouldn't have to use the little propane stove for 4 hours or 3.5 or 4 hours. Take a look, see what it looks like. It's simmering low and slow, not too hot, not too slow. Just about right there. You can see the color's really nice. It's looking a nice red. The oil's up here on top. We're gonna be able to skim that off. When it cools off a little bit, it'll just kind of sit there on top and we'll pull it out. But I can tell just by moving the meat around, pushing some down against the bottom, we definitely need that extra hour to go still. Friends, we're back and it's exactly 3 hours and 10 minutes. So we're gonna cut it just a hair short to test and check our birria, see where it's at. So as you can see, we have a little bit of steam coming through there. We're still sitting on a very low simmer, low boil, I should say. Let's take a quick look. Ooh, look at that. That's looking really nice. Let's take a look at some of the meat. Still nice, big and chunky. Oh, but did you see how that fell off? So one of the ways you want to test it is take one of the chunks out. I'm going to put it on this little disposable boat here. So I've got this chunk out and I'm going to see if it'll pull apart. Oh yeah, this is already pulling apart really easily. You can see that. Definitely done, in my opinion. We're a little bit early, but it looks good to me. Comes right apart. Yeah, that's good. So while it cools down a little bit longer, let me share with you guys the 3 super important condiments that go with birria. First of all, we're gonna do some cilantro. Cilantro is such an essential part of Mexican cooking, and it's certainly no less an essential part when it comes to birria. Our cilantro's done. The next essential ingredient is cebolla, also known as an onion in English. So we're gonna cut this one in half here. Essential condiment number 3 is, of course, the lime. Y'all know we gotta have some lime. So we have our 3 condiments that always go with birria, but wait, there's more. There's a 4th one that I'm gonna share with you guys, and it's the Oaxaca style. Some people call it Chihuahua style, and I'm gonna show you guys how to use this a little bit later. Friends, it's the moment of truth. Let's dig into the birria. I'm also gonna show you guys how to handle the consommé. Let's get to it. So let's go ahead and dig out some of the birria from the pot here. Look at that beautiful color, that's gorgeous mahogany red. All right, I've got my made-in knife there. Let's get some of this meat over here. And all I'm looking for here is like some of these excessive big pieces of fat. We don't want that in there. I'm also looking for a little bit of bones. If there's any bones, pieces of bone, we don't want those in there. And here's a big chunk of fat that, you know, trust me, there's plenty of fat. I say fat is flavor like everybody else, but we don't, it's already in the meat. It's cooked into the meat along with the consommé. It's gonna be plenty of fat in there, trust me. Can y'all believe I have not taken a taste yet? Y'all really believe that? I don't, so I have to do the chef's taste test for sure. Here's one piece. Cheers, my friends. Perfect. It's just super delicious. Very, very excellent. All right, there you have it. That is 99% of the meat that fell off the bone, that isn't fat, that didn't render. That's all the meat we have left. Now you can serve it just like that. You can put it in a bowl, you can put it in a taco, you can put it on a tostada or however you like. But being that it's chuck and it's a little stringy, I like to chop it, and then we're gonna put it in our pan and we're gonna rehydrate it. So the next thing we wanna do is get the lid off here. And you can see here, there's a nice little sheen of oil that's floating around the top. It's just a nice thin layer. We're gonna get some of that out. You wanna take your spoon and just scoop some of that out like that. Now we want to carefully push some of that light little bit of oil left to the side, and you wanna get some consommé. You wanna come and add it to the birria over here. And there's different degrees of consommé color and how thick it is. When I set out to make my birria for the cookbook especially, I wanted to make sure you guys had a really delicious consommé and that it was moist, flavorful, and just literally wonderful. And that's what this is right here. Okay, amigos, now this is the last step to the consommé. We want to strain some of it. This is basically an option. We like to strain it because, as I've said several times, I want a nice, clean consommé. So we're gonna strain out some of those other little chunks of fat and whatever else might be in our pot. And just like the chile, you might want to take a spoon and push some of it out. So there you have it, my friends. Nice, clean consommé. Look at that. That's what you want in your cup, in your bowl. Nice, clean consommé. Mice in place? Mice in place? Is it mice or is it rats or is it M-I-S-E, mice? We've got our tortillas, we've got our consommé, we have our birria. I've got a nice warm griddle here. Let's start assembling some tacos. There is a little bit of technique in the assembly. Let me show you guys how we do this. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dip the tortilla in here, and let's do one more just so we can do 2 at a time. Lay that one right here too. And we're gonna take a little bit of birria here, drop it in our taco, fold it over carefully. All right, you wanna get your little spatula, give them a couple of flippity flips. My hat's off to all the taqueros out there that do this. They're super fast. Me, I'm just a home cook, guys. Keep that in mind. And it's time to give these another little flippity flip. You see how they're getting a little toasty on the outside there? That's what you want. You want to get a nice little bit of toasty going there. While we're talking here and doing a little flippity flip, let me go ahead and mention this also, because it is important. The heat of your griddle, or if you're doing it in a skillet, is very important. You don't want to be too hot. You notice here, they're not burning, they're not smoking. They're just getting a nice little toast. We've got all of our tacos cooked, roasted, toasted. The birria is perfect. These are gonna be epic. They're gonna be delicious. That's what I'm talking about, friends. 8 beautiful birria tacos, nice and plump, full of birria. nice and toasty corn tortilla. I'm ready to get down with my favorite part of every video, the taste test. So let's take a bite of one of these tacos. I can't wait anymore. I'm done, man. Been all day. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh, man. Man, friends, if you've never had a birria taco, you have no idea what you're missing. All right, so we took a bite. Traditional, normal. We're gonna dip this taco in the consommé. This is my cup. And away we go. That takes that taco out of the universe into another galaxy. I'm just saying. This is another one of those dishes slash tacos. I have to look over at my wife and my son over here and say, why don't we do this more often? This is freaking amazing. We should be doing this once a week. This is incredible, friends. I'm telling you, just mind blowing. All right, friends, I told y'all I had one more trick up my sleeve, even though I'm not wearing sleeves. But let's get started on another kind of taco that is very popular with birria. We call that the quesabirria. So once again, we're gonna dip, get it onto the griddle. So what you wanna do, you wanna warm them up a little bit. After you dip them, get them a little bit warm. And we're gonna take some Oaxaca cheese, and we're gonna make us some quesabirria tacos. We're getting our cheese on here. We want to make sure it gets nice and warm. It's going to start to melt here in a little bit. But before that happens completely, we're going to get some birria in here too. All right, let's fold these over and let's start giving them a little queso toast. Oh, I love that sound. Don't worry about it. It's all going to evaporate and get nice and toasty if it's a little cheese or a little birria. All right, we're making quesabirria tacos. They're gonna be epic. First we went past the moon, then we went out of the galaxy. Now we're going out of the universe. I mean, the beyond that curtain that supposedly exists out there. Into the black hole of deliciousness. We're gonna do one more flippity flip. We wanna make sure we get a nice crusty toast on the tortilla. You can tell it's still a little bit on the soft side. We want it to get a little bit toasty. We want that cheese to get very, very melty. We are done with our quesabirrias. We're gonna get these onto the tray here. I'm gonna go ahead and get me one of these tacos right here. I'm gonna open it up a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's still piping hot. And I gotta drop a little green salsa in here, a little bit of onion and cilantro, a little squeeze of lime. Here we go. Finger looking good. That's incredible, just like that. But let's dip it in the consommé, because that's what we're supposed to do. Man, absolutely incredible. And then you get the costra queso on the outside, on some parts of it, where the cheese got a little toasty. That's incredible. Just adds another flavor, incredible flavor. Friends, we had one more trick to share with you guys today. It's another trend, really more than a trick. It's not a trick, it's a trend. To put the consommé and a little bit of birria with some ramen, or is it ramen? I don't know how you pronounce it, but we call it ramen at my house. So this is a tapatio ramen noodle soup. I mean, y'all be honest, tell me the truth. Who's got a better mustache? I'm just saying, you know. Let's open this up. I've got my consommé boiling over here. Let's get this thing opened up, get the plastic off. This is like Cracker Jacks. We got a present inside. Tapatio. I'm gonna put a little bit of the soup base, which is the powders, because I do love the consommé that we have going here. Woo, got a nice little kick, I like that. So I'm gonna get some of this consommé and pour it in here. And there's a line in there, and I do see the line, and we're there, so we're gonna close this up and let it set for a little while. The instructions say to wait 4 minutes after you put the consommé in there. Let's open it up, and let's give it a little stir. I wanna taste the consommé with the little powders and the veggie added in there. I think I needed a little more liquid, but there was a line there. I followed the instructions, just saying. Not bad. This has a little more tart flavor than mine, based on those powders, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so let's dress it up the way we normally would. Birria, put a little bit of onions, a little bit of cilantro, squeeze of lime, a little bit of meat here. Come on, y'all. Gotta have some salsa in here too, right there, baby. All right, here we go. Ramen, tapatio ramen with Arnie Tick's birria. Not bad. Not bad. I gotta say that the birria makes the noodles a lot more acceptable. And I'll say this, of the 3 ways we ate birria today, the birria tacos, the quesabirria, and the ramen, I'm gonna tell you guys which of those 3 was my favorite. I'm gonna tell y'all it wasn't this one. No man, that quesabirria is just amazing. The birria by itself, in a taco, in a bowl, it's incredible, I'm telling y'all. But when you put that cheese in there and let it get nice and crusty on the outside and let some of that cheese melt out and it gets a little crusty, becomes a costra queso flavor. You tie all that together and put a little bit of salsa verde in there. No, hombre, shut up. It's incredible. So let me know in the comments below of the 3 ways we shared video with y'all today, what would be your favorite? Now, like I mentioned earlier also, this recipe is in my cookbook, Arnie Tex, 104 recipes of Mexican American cooking and Texas style barbecue. New York Times bestseller sticker on there now. If you don't have one, what are you waiting for? You can order it at arniesasada.com. I will autograph it for you. You can also get my spices and seasonings, the Wow, the OG, the Boom, and the newly released Arroz Mexicano rice seasoning. And we'll see you guys at the next video. Boom! Boom! This is another one of those dishes slash tacos. I have to look over at my wife and my son over here and say, why don't we do this more often? This is freaking amazing. We should be doing this once a week. Welcome to Arnie's Cafe and Grill, and today we're cooking birria de res. Now y'all have seen how viral and delicious this recipe has been for the last few years, but I had yet to bring it to my channel. But today's the day, and I'm gonna show you guys how to cook this delicious recipe perfectly. Now this recipe can get messy and it's got a few steps, but I promise if you follow these steps, you'll be rewarded with some amazing, delicious birria. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to prep the sauce and turn it into a delicious consommé. And another question that's out there is, what meat should I use for birria? Today, I'm using chuck meat because it's full of collagen and fat, and it's very rich and beefy and delicious. And I'm not only gonna show y'all how to cook this recipe, but I'm also gonna show you guys a couple of fun ways to eat this recipe. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna share with you guys which one of these ways is my personal favorite. Now in the past few videos, you guys have loved how I've shared a few tips on how to make the recipe easier or to make it taste better. And so in this video, I'll be sharing a couple of tips to do just that. Now that's enough quack-a-lacking. Let's get into this birria de res. Vámonos! And so we're making birria today. Now in my
I just realized I put the thing on repeat, so therefore I forgot that it was the end of the video. Yeah, my bad, my bad, my bad. So, yeah. It is what it is, man. Alright. Today was very nice. Today's been really good. I want to say that for all my, I guess, complaints about engagement, sorry, my complaints for like lack of viewers, I think today was one of those days where like I don't give a shit about the viewers, bro. I care more about the engagement, and I thought the engagement was very good today. Thank you for that, guys. Thank you for that. It was very nice. We don't have to all agree on the same things as long as it's entertaining, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll engage you. No, you won't. You'll fight me, and I'm gonna lose that fight because you have proper training and I don't. Good, because fuck you. Yeah, fuck you too. Fuck you guys. But I love you. But fuck you. We're gonna get up in there. We're gonna get up in there. You can't fuck us. Well, you can't fuck me either then. Maybe Odie. Yeah, just Odie. Man. Give me getting a little hot, dude. It's actually really, really hot today. Yeah. Order each the Blitzkrieg. What the fuck does that mean? Have you heard of Blitzkrieg? Is that what that means? Yeah, they are fucking that. Yeah, they fucking Do I hear Blitzkrieg? Ah, I see. You can't have Lewis. Lewis is mine. Lewis is my goat man. He's mine. Of all people, he is mine. We can take turns. You don't seem to understand. This is not up for debate. It's not up for he found me. He wants to talk to me. He wants to hang out with me. Therefore, I get both consent and dibs. That's my cheap boy right there. And I'm gonna keep him forever. Motherfuckers can have him. You can have him. Protect that goat. Protect at all costs. All right. That's enough. That's enough of that. Benny, back to work. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're fine, Lovis. Nothing's gonna happen to you. I'm gonna protect you no matter what. You gonna kidnap him and place him in Russia? The fuck? What the fuck, dude? I don't have any music right now. I should probably get some music. Oops, didn't need to do that. But need some music for this. This is where I normally be like, I wanna like, I would honestly like to end the stream on YouTube, so I can continue on with Twitch, just so I can play my own music, like my own copyrighted music on my own Spotify and shit. I don't think what's gonna happen here is gonna be like used up for anything else other than like debate stuff on YouTube, and it's gonna get copyrighted as well. You need AI music? Yeah, I do, and it needs to be good. It needs to be fucking great. Alright. God damn it, dude. This chair, it always keeps sliding down. Over and over again. Okay. Yeah. Alright. YouTube side, love you. We thank you for the engagement. That was only just Odie. But we will come back to this another time, and we're gonna end this thing on YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. See you later, YouTube. Goodbye.